borrow up to $10,000.
ESPN New York, now streaming live on YouTube. Subscribe today and watch the show. WHSQ and WCBS FM HD2, New York.
Got the number one pick in the NHL draft, but the men that can't seem to stump. Do something dumb, that's an observation. CLT make them need to run.
That's Lawrence Taylor.
Call them every trash, CMT for short. Wonder if we best once you peep the score. Up at the crack of dawn, top stories of the morning. While you're yawning, grab your coffee, rise and shine with 8:80 a.m. This is Drop Time. We provide highlights from your favorite teams. Got Dave and Rick making plenty of picks. It's Rule 76.
Oh, for God's sakes, this is not an ideal day today. I mean, Rick's throat is bothering him. The Knicks' free throws are bothering them. The Giants still, well, you know, have the 10th pick. But we'll get into all that kind of stuff. Jets 216, Couchcast. But today is a Knicks recap day, and for most of the night, we thought it was going to be glorious. At the end, it did not feel glorious. I say good morning to a battler, a man who sees illness and spits at it in the face, the great Rick DiPietro. Good morning, Rick.
Good morning, David. They led for 91% of that game, as a matter of fact. 91% of it. I feel like trash. The loss last night doesn't make it any better, but I will say Thursday now, with all the stuff that I was looking at yesterday with potential trades, and this guy's going here and that guy's going here, and now we have a 1-1 series. I know it sucks. I know, but it's just as far as giving you everything you could get on a Thursday night Couchcast, I mean, we're up 2-0. It doesn't have the same juice as tied 1-1.
I mean, stop it. Stop it right now. If they're up 2-0, you can relax a little bit with the Knicks and say it's not a must-win. Now you're going to be as focused on the Knicks as you are in the draft. I wanted to focus more on the draft.
Well, we can focus on both. We can multitask.
I didn't want to have to.
No. What I want the Dave Rothenberg that is so amped up emotionally that there might be an eruption.
I'm going to combust on Thursday.
Perfect. That's just what we want.
I'm going to turn into smoke. Poof. I'm going to turn into smoke.
You can't.
I can't handle nights like this.
Yeah, you can.
No.
You'll be fine.
I agreed to do a couch case. I didn't know the Knicks were going to be playing a Game 3 in a series tied 1-1.
This is living.
Oh, God. This is not – it's going to be so stressful now Thursday.
Of course it is. It's good. You say you love that.
It's not good. No, how is this good? What is wrong with you? It's just not good.
That's terrible. Yeah, you're right.
None of this is good. Last night's game was not good. They collapsed again down the stretch in one of these important home games.
Right. I'm not going to pretend like last night wasn't good. I'm saying for entertainment value of a Couchcast and what could happen during the Couchcast, I think them tied 1-1 is probably better for TV. For
Maybe,
the YouTube.
I don't know. See, here's the thing. You're concerned about the viewer. I'm concerned about me and my own well-being.
Yeah, you're selfish. I'm not.
I'm not selfish. There's going to be plenty of times where the Knicks give you stress this postseason. It didn't need to be Game 3 against the Hawks. It shouldn't have been Game 3 against the Hawks.
No, it shouldn't have, but you got to make the best out of it. How many more Couchcasts do we have? Remind me during the NBA playoffs. Any Couchcasts?
I don't think so.
Right. So?
This is a horrible take by you.
Well, I'm not trying to make a good take. I'm just trying to tell you what's going on Thursday night.
Thursday night's going to be a madhouse now.
That's it. There's no take involved. It's 1-1 now. You
seem excited because now Thursday night's all ratcheted up for the Knicks and the Hawks.
I'm excited to see you with the Giants drafting 5 and 10 and the Knicks playing in a Game 3 with a series tied 1-1. I want to see that version of you.
Well, you're going to see a crazy version of me now.
I want fully dialed, fully ratcheted up.
I was going to be dialed. I was already going to be dialed.
No, that's not true. You could have been wild. Yeah, I heard wild. I'll light myself on fire. I'll do things in my pants. I want both. I want all of it.
Well, you know what? If the Knicks losing last night got you a crazier version of me and that's what you wanted, then congratulations. Yeah, it's a hit.
It's the only silver lining. There's nothing else. I mean, there's nothing else positive about last night.
It was a disaster.
It was brutal.
The game was over. You led by 12 points going into the fourth quarter, and there's so many different avenues. The offense in the fourth quarter, they don't score points in the fourth quarter. It's just Brunson isolation. It was horrendous offense. You're missing free throws. But you know what bothered me? Did they have a timeout? Did they not have a timeout? Nobody really knew. We didn't know. We all watched the same game. Raymond was there. We're in the group text for, 10, 15, 20 minutes after the game. So did they have a timeout? Did they not? Because the broadcast said they did. Courtside said they did, but in fact they didn't. So they did not have a timeout. So if you're going to call today, be like, why didn't they take a timeout? Because they didn't have a timeout down the stretch.
Right. They didn't take the use it or lose it, and then he took that. I mean, he ends up taking that that timeout when Brunson was in transition. He had said after the game, too, that he didn't like the last couple possessions, so they called it there, and then didn't have one at the end of the game. I think there were some people that thought because, again, like you just said, there was a timeout, that, hey, let's catch them before they get their defense set.
Ugh.
And it's
that
funny.
would have never been the shot you would
well,
want, though.
I mean, Mikal Bridges from the mid-range isn't a terrible shot, but he looked like he actually like kind of stumbled down. Like he kind of stumbled a little bit before he caught himself and went up to shoot. But no, you're not wrong. I mean, in that spot, you'd like to take a timeout. You know, you could advance the ball and get something better after they missed both free throws. Like the things that we did well in game one, we did some good things because we had a lead, and then it felt like that was going to be a game that we won. Somehow, you know, we got C.J. McCollum now that we can't slow down, which is a problem. Kuminga off the bench was huge for them. Our bench wasn't nearly as good. We missed 10 free throws.
Killed them on the glass, though. Crushed them on the glass.
Right, that's fine. But and then like you mentioned, the offense down the stretch. Third quarter, Cat goes off. He looks great. And then in the fourth quarter, for whatever reason, like the two-man game with him and Jalen was gone pretty much. Like, I don't understand that. You got to explain that to me because that made no sense.
How can I explain it to you? It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. You know what annoys me too, by the way? Why, at the end of the third quarter, when you're up by 12, in that moment, do you decide, you know what, Cat, Jalen Brunson, both take a rest at the same time?
I can't answer it. I don't know.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
They did it in the second quarter, and a comfortable lead fell apart. They did it in the start of the fourth quarter, and a comfortable lead fell apart. Why? Why is that the game plan? Why is that the recipe? It makes zero sense.
It feels like because that was the plan. As opposed to reacting to what you saw, previously when you made that decision. This was the plan, and that they would have the substitution pattern, and they would come back in the game. I don't know. I can't answer the question, but again, like some of the things that you did really well in game one, didn't show up in game two.
See, I feel like you did a lot of things well in game two. You just didn't do them well in the final quarter of the game.
Right, but do you think the bench played as well in game two as they played in game one?
No. I thought Mitch was terrific last night.
Mitch was great, but who else? I mean, Alvarado was good.
No,
when they finally decided to put him in.
Clarkson had a moment or two. No, again, it's about execution down the stretch. It's about the little things. It's about hitting your free throws. It's about not turning the ball over and just it was terrible. I mean, you let Atlanta get into transition. You let McCollum destroy you. I mean, he destroyed you last night.
Yeah, I don't get that. I mean, I know he was seeking Jalen out, but you got Bridges and you got OG as guys that should be able to slow him down at the very least. But Jalen wasn't very good. I mean, he was fine. The numbers look good, but he's 10-26.
And I want more Towns. I want more. That's not enough. That's not enough Karl Anthony Towns for me.
Not after what you just saw in the third quarter.
He was terrific. I mean, Karl Anthony Towns cannot take 12 shots in that game. It's not enough. I need more. I need a lot more from him. And down the stretch, it was only Brunson. It wasn't even a thought of Karl Anthony Towns down the stretch.
Right, which is fine if you're making your shots. I mean, it's one of the things that you would point to in the series where it's like, okay, we have Jalen who's capable of finishing games, and they don't. Well, it turns out they do because, C.J. McCollum looks, they actually had a better game, I think, than Jalen did last night.
Not you think. He definitively did.
So, and that's one of those veteran guys that kind of knows what his team needs. When you're on the road like that, you got to, as the road team, you really got to embrace the whole atmosphere, being the villain, being booed. And it seems like Atlanta's doing that. And, of course, now it's we go from Trae Young to C.J. McCollum now. But now you got a series, man. Now you made it a lot harder than it had to be.
Well, thanks a lot to the Knicks, and thanks a lot to Allen and to Ray. I want Atlanta. I want the tougher team. I'm not scared of them. I'm scared of nobody. Great. Well, now you're going to have a long, drawn-out series.
Well, depending on what happens in Atlanta. Listen, you could still go into Atlanta and win, too.
You could. You expect it?
Do I expect it? Probably not, but it could happen. I didn't expect Atlanta, as I'm watching the game last night, I didn't expect Atlanta to win it.
You know what stinks, too? Is you can't even this morning be like, boy, Atlanta, they shot 24 of 40 from 3. Like, they're not going to do that again. They weren't even particularly good from 3 last night.
No, they made 9 threes. They shot 30%.
They made 9 threes.
Right. They made 9 threes. I mean, they didn't kill you at the free throw line as bad as you were. You missed 10. I mean, they only made 18 free throws. You made 17.
I am disgusted this morning. Disgusted.
It's just execution down the stretch, man. Some of the decisions Mike Brown made, and the fact that your best player down the stretch, or who's supposed to be your best player down the stretch, who was controlling the basketball, who's the one that's tasked with making the decisions, wasn't necessarily making great decisions.
But why? Why is it that in the fourth quarter, it's get out of the way, it's going to be Jalen Brunson? It's not going to be effective, especially against a team like the Hawks, who have such big, lengthy, physical defenders.
Yeah, I don't know why there's not more Jalen and Cat.
Where's that two-man game we saw down the stretch of the season?
I think I was listening to Wally said he saw it one time in the fourth quarter.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Instead, it's with Josh. And I don't know why. You made another point, too, that I thought, if you're going to take Jalen out, and you got Cat with the kind of third quarter that Cat is having, let's make Cat the focal point as we go, with Jalen on the bench, and then let's figure it out. As opposed to taking them both off the bench.
I don't understand. And then you don't have scoring in the game. And at least in that moment, you go to Towns and you milk him. And then if you don't feel like you can ride Towns the rest of the way, and with, 8 minutes to go, put Jalen back in, take Towns out for 2 minutes, and then put him back in for the final 6 minutes of the game. To have both of those guys in the fourth quarter. Remember what the Bulls used to do when it was Jordan and Pippen? And I'm not comparing these guys to Jordan and Pippen, but when you put the bench around, there was always one of them would be in the game. For the entirety of the game, one of them would be in the game. I don't understand why the Knicks don't employ that same philosophy.
Well, I mean, listen, they have good players on their bench. In game 1, I thought their bench played well. Game 2, obviously Mitchell Robinson comes off the bench. He was awesome last night. And correct me if I'm wrong, before last night's game, I actually said to you, I feel like they underutilize him sometimes offensively.
Yeah, and he took a lot. I mean, listen, those are the shots you want him to take.
Exactly,
but he took a lot of them last night.
Right, which was great. But outside of him, Clarkson had 7 points. Outside, Shamet didn't make a shot.
I think that's it, right?
Shamet didn't make a shot. Alvarado didn't make a shot, and Deuce didn't make a shot.
Yeah, so he had two guys off the bench.
Yeah, that's it. And Kuminga had a really good game for Atlanta. I thought Alvarado came in at some point. I think it was like an 8-0 Hawks run, and he came in and he kind of changed the momentum because he's got that he knows how to stir it up, which is what you need sometimes. You make guys uncomfortable. You get everyone into the fight. But yeah, I'm still shocked actually that they lost last night.
They should have never lost that game. And then John comes with his numbers and his stats. They had a 97.1% chance to win that game in the fourth quarter?
Yes.
Great. And you know what, another thing? And I guess really no one's to blame for this. I wasn't prepared for that final possession at all. I wasn't prepared at all.
Not when you thought you had a timeout left.
Because they said they have a timeout, so Hart gets 3. I'm like, okay. And I sit back. I'm like, what are they doing? Why are they going?
It was kind of
it was jarring.
It was anticlimactic because you're sitting there watching McCollum, who's killed you all night, missed 2 free throws. He misses the first one. You're like, okay, so now he'll make the second one. We're going to need 2 to tie, 3 to win, and he misses both. And you're like, oh, all we need to do is make. All we need
right,
is 2
but
here to win.
weren't you like, okay, all right, take the timeout and let's set something up.
Yeah, well, they were talking about how if you get the rebound, you advance the ball, draw something up nice. They had just drawn up a play for Jalen, and he made the 3 to keep us in it. Yeah, that's not how you wanted to see it end. But the damage is done. Game is over. We're tied 1-1 now, and now we got to go win in Atlanta.
Ugh.
That's it.
But yeah, great.
I know.
But
what
I
do
would
you
have
do?
gone down game
You can't
3.
change it now.
Be like, okay, you know what? It's fine. Even if they lose this game, fine. Your thought is you don't want a long extended series, but every game that you have to win is going to be at home. It's not that way anymore.
No, it's not that way anymore.
You just crapped away home court.
For the time being, yeah.
And you know you did the same thing last year against Indiana.
Right, but that Indiana team's better than this Atlanta team.
I agree with that. I totally agree with that. But there's no reason for it. There's no reason that we are going to spend 3.5 hours or whatever it is today discussing the Knicks losing Game 2. There's no reason.
Well, we shouldn't have to, but I mean this happens, man. I mean, stuff like this happens. It's never perfect. Very rarely is it. I mean, is it easy?
No, I know, but it's not like the game was tense all night long.
No, it wasn't. I just told you they led for 91% of the game.
Right. So all you had to do was just bring it to the finish line. Just get that thing home.
Right. I'm not, and I don't disagree with you, but what does it come down to? At the end of games, it comes down to execution, and you had Atlanta execute, and the Knicks didn't. You saw what their offense looked like. Not to mention the fact you got OG misses 2 big free throws. Like it was.
They missed 10 foul shots. 10.
We missed 10. Yeah.
That's too many. And
Yeah,
as great as Brunson is, and he's great, he misses too many foul shots.
We missed 10 free throws, which wasn't a problem in the first game. You had, I mean, again, going back to some of the numbers, second chance points, we dominated 24-9. We just didn't shoot well in the fourth quarter. We had 15 points in the fourth quarter.
I was terrible. They had 9 points for quite some time in the fourth quarter.
So, yeah, it's not good. I think that we'll still be fine. But again, now you're talking about what feels like it could be a much longer series because you go to Atlanta, hopefully you win both. Let's just say you split. Now you're going back Game 5. At the very least, you're looking at 6, potentially 7 games now.
Right. Well, you know what? You deserve it, though.
It's.
I mean, you deserve it.
You got to put teams away.
Not you. They deserve this.
Right. We don't deserve this. They deserve this.
No, they deserve this.
Yeah, I don't deserve this.
No, I didn't mean you. I mean they deserve it. What they did last night, the way they played down the stretch, the lack of offense, the lack of execution, the lack of free throws made, and now you're 1-1, and Atlanta goes back home thinking we did exactly what we had to do up in New York.
Right. It doesn't matter what it looks like either.
No.
It doesn't matter how long you led for. It doesn't matter what.
No.
As long as we come back with one.
Nope. It's one. They're 1-1 and they go home.
Yeah, that's it. Mission
that's
accomplished.
That's all they care about. And you know what?
Good at home,
in fairness to them, that's all they should care about.
And they've been good at home too. Right. This is not going to be. It's not going to be easy.
No, it's not. I don't like any part of this, man.
You got to put these. You have to put the teams away. You have to.
Well, they didn't.
You can't give them any life. And I mean, to their credit, though, I mean, once you do give them life, they found a way to finish the deal.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And McCollum was really, really good.
He was good. Kaminka was good. Could you imagine, though, on the other side of this? I mean, we're talking about execution, right? Like that, Josh gets that rebound. McHale doesn't kind of stumble a little before he gets himself set to take that shot, rises up, makes that shot, and we win. And McCollum misses the 2 free throws.
Oh.
What the conversation about Atlanta would be right now?
If they cared about sports in Atlanta, that would be a big topic on Sports Talk Radio down there.
It would be a huge topic. Huge.
Yeah, but they don't really. Then I don't think they care that much. I think they're more of a University of Georgia kind of city than.
It was interesting playing in Atlanta. It was just a weird kind of sports vibe in Atlanta.
Well, I remember in '96 with the Yankees, they said going to the World Series in Atlanta was cheaper than going to games here, inclusive of like airfare and hotel and all that stuff, because tickets were so accessible.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That's why there's no more hockey team there.
All right, let's take a break. Well, we do have Buster Olney later on in the show. That's nice.
That's nice.
He can give us some optimism on the Mets. I'm sure.
Mets.
Yeah,
we were supposed to be able to talk about the Knicks for 4 hours to avoid talking about how bad the Mets are.
Well, we got Buster. What are we going to talk about? The Knicks with him?
No,
the Vikings, the Titans.
No, we could have. I don't know. We could have asked him. He's an NBA guy too. He likes NBA.
Okay, that's fine.
Buster, what do you think about the Knicks?
No, ask him about the T-Wolves.
Is he a Minnesota T-Wolves fan too?
Right? Who knows? Maybe we find that out.
maybe. Let's just do an interview about Buster today.
I agree.
Tell us about you, Buster.
That's right. Your childhood crush, and you can ask the way you ask your questions.
No,
what car you drive?
I'm past that.
But see, Buster makes you nervous, I think.
You have no faith in me.
I do have faith in you.
I'm sitting here grinding.
What restaurant favorite? Like that kind of stuff.
You're gonna put it in my head now. I am ready for Buster today. I'm ready.
All right. You want to conduct the entire interview?
No, I'm not going to soil myself. I'm ready.
Okay.
I will be a pro. Promise.
Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll get to your calls. We're very excited to hear what you guys have to say this morning. 800-919-3776. We'll hear from all the Knicks particulars. And, yeah, I guess today is going to be a therapeutic day. We're going to be here for you. We'll discuss it with you. We'll get through the day. And you know what stinks about this also now? You don't have 1 day off. You have 2 days off.
Yeah.
Now to have to deal with getting ready for this Game 3. But we'll do it all together. 800-919-3776. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
You remember what it feels like to move without thinking about pain? To get up, sit up, walk, work, or live without that constant ache? If neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica took that away from you, it's time to get it back. I'm Bart Scott. Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain is the guy you need. Ivy League trained, double board certified, no surgery, no scars, no long recovery, just precise, image-guided, non-surgical treatments designed to get you feeling strong again. With offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, and most major insurances are accepted, there is no reason to wait. Go to SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think.
Hey Yankees fans, come out to Yankee Stadium on Saturday, May 2nd for the Yankees annual Star Wars Day. Enjoy special appearances by some of your favorite Star Wars characters, and the first 18,000 guests in attendance will receive a max-free Mandalorian bobblehead. Get your tickets now for Saturday, May 2nd, Star Wars Day at Yankee Stadium. For tickets, visit yankees.com/tickets. And may the Force be with you.
In today's fast-moving job market, staying ahead means keeping your skills sharp. At University of Maryland Global Campus, we help keep your capabilities cutting edge with our skills-based education programs designed to move your career forward. Explore more than 135 degrees and certificates in business, cybersecurity, and more. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start May 13th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chef.
Breaking news for your home. Wayday. Wayfair's big sale is almost here, and you can score the best deals in home. Like up to 80% off everything home. Yes, you heard that right. 80% off with free shipping on everything. Plus surprise flash deals all Wayday long. We're talking outdoor furniture and essentials, rugs, and more. All at Wayfair, and all up to 80% off during Wayday. Shop Wayfair's Wayday from April 25th through 27th.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Partner with Amazon Hub Delivery to earn extra revenue for your business with your business. Assist with local Amazon deliveries and get paid for each package you deliver. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. You'll gain extra revenue, increase exposure for your business, and connect with your neighbors. Plus, it's easy to get started with no delivery experience, long-term contracts, or startup costs required. If you're interested in learning more, visit Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
So a couple things. Firstly, very appropriate to play this at the moment. Secondly, he's in a mood today. Raymond is in one today. Have you heard him this morning?
Well, yeah, I got his text this morning when I woke up about Not only did they lose and they fell apart, which he was mad about.
He couldn't get home.
His travel issues, yeah.
Yeah, he couldn't get home, and then and this always happens in the middle of the night. The poor guy's fast asleep. The smoke detector goes off. The battery needs a replacement.
So just insult to injury. Yeah, right.
You imagine that the guy has like a 3-hour window where he's able to sleep, and in that 3-hour window is when you hear that chirping nonstop. So he has to get up and look for a new 9-volt battery to change.
Ray, feel free to snap today if you need it, buddy. Today's your day.
We're here for you, Ray.
Honestly, if there is a day, today might be that day. I'm not in a good mood today at all.
He looks so upset.
I could hear it in his voice.
Yeah, but you should. I mean, his face. He's furious.
Yeah, well, he's exhausted, and he loves the Knicks, and they just lost.
I know.
And again,
he's such a part of it. Like he's there at the Garden. It's kind of his garden. Right? He walks around. And Santiago, and then for that to happen.
Yeah, like he feels like he's a part of the team. I think Ray should get a ring if they win. That's how much he does.
I don't know that he wouldn't get a ring if they win.
I don't know if he does or not. I'm just saying he should.
Yeah. The Michael K. Show Reverse Remote coming up Thursday, presented by Floor and Decor. It's a full show takeover with everything you need to upgrade your home while we break down everything happening in New York sports. And if you're in Brooklyn, stop on by Floor and Decor's flagship store, 850 3rd Avenue, right across the street from RJ's house, because while we're on the air, there's plenty happening inside the store. The Michael K. Show Reverse Remote, presented by Floor and Decor. What do you want? You want calls or you want Knick's sound?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Probably calls. I mean, RJ did cut the sound, so maybe can we go? We don't have much time here.
No, we're not in a rush. What would you like? Forget about the timing issue. What would you like?
I'd like to make everybody happy, so could we go sound then calls?
We can do whatever we want to do.
Give me a quick sound then calls.
All right. You want Mike Brown? You want Mikal Bridges on the final shot? You want Jalen Brunson? What do you want?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Let's go Mike Brown.
You want some Mike Brown?
Yeah.
All right. Mike Brown, we start kind of big picture on the loss from last night.
Give Atlanta a lot of credit. A couple of times we could have pulled away and we didn't. They just kind of stayed with it. You know, we just got to lock in a little bit better. In a playoff game, it's tough to win against a good team when you shoot 60% from the free throw line. In a one possession game, we missed 10 free throws. One possession game, we have 14 turnovers for 18 points. That's how they beat us in transition, was off our turnovers. We had some bad turnovers that led to some early baskets for those guys in transition. So we have to do a better job taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it was not good. Down the stretch,
but the point
they withered down the stretch.
Right, but he's missing the point. I did not like that answer at all. Yes, we're all frustrated that they had 10 missed free throws in a one-possession game. It shouldn't have been a one-possession game.
Mm-mm.
That's the point. We didn't pull away. You didn't pull away because of how you managed your substitutions.
And your offensive execution down the stretch.
Well, but we go back to that. You know what they are. You know what Jalen is.
Why can't I don't understand why Towns can't get some touches down the stretch.
I don't know either, because you've seen it and you saw it against Atlanta. When they first played Atlanta towards the end of the season is when you really I really was like, wow, this looks good. I don't know if it's a matchup thing or whatever the hell it is, but it looks good. And then for whatever reason in the fourth quarter they went away from it. I don't know. I can't explain that, but I can explain that your bench wasn't good. So you might have went in with this, hey, this is what we'd like to do. We're going to rest Jalen and Cat here, and we're going to do this here. But then when you watch your bench go out there and they can't generate any offense, and they're not scoring, and they're allowing Atlanta to stick around and cut into your lead, that's why you couldn't separate yourself. Change your rotation a little bit. Recognize,
I totally agree. It bothered me last night. Now, it got down to 6. OG hit that 3 from the corner, remember, and it went back up to 9. So when they brought them back,
you still had a 9-point lead. Yep.
With a shade under 8 minutes to go, you were still, even though I didn't like that decision making and the rotation, you were still up by 9 points with under 8 minutes to go at home against a team you're better than.
Right, but you also know, and there's no excuse for that, right? You're still up 9 points, and you have the more talented team, and you should be able to figure it out. But you do know how momentum and belief in games like this works. Like when you play with your food for long enough, right? I mean, you led for 91% of the game, but you play along. You let them stay alive. You let them keep coming back.
And all they need is that one little burst when it's that close.
Hey boys, we can steal this thing. And you got McCollum. He's mixing it up. Crowd hates him. So there's it. And plus, it's on the road, which I think also helps because there is also this little piece of you that's like, hey, this is this little not an excuse, but a reason as to why like there's not as nearly as much pressure as opposed to the team that's trying to close this game out at home? Because you're supposed to win at home. It's a different feeling when you're on the road.
So RJ just said this to me, and RJ, I want to bring you on. I want to confirm that this is in fact accurate. When they brought Brunson and Towns back in with, I think it was 7:56 to go in the fourth quarter, Brunson is the only Knick to score in that time?
So, someone can confirm it. I looked it over because I thought it. And then
but then you look, and it doesn't make any sense, though, but you have to keep looking at it.
I looked at it twice. I was texting Ty last night, and now Ray is looking at it.
What was the time?
7:56, I believe they came
I will tell you right now.
They checked in, and I think it was 96-87.
Yeah, 96. And then Brunson scored the last 10. No non-Knick. After that, OG3 scored again.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah, 10 points
Brunson
for Jalen.
scored the last
10
time.
points for Jalen, 0 for everybody else.
I think it was
unbelievable.
It was 2 free throws. He had like
he had two threes.
A shot. He had
Jalen-
2 threes and a 2 from close in.
Here, I have it. Jalen was 3 for 8. The rest of the team was 0 for 8.
Oh my God.
Jalen was 2 for 4 from 3. Everybody else was 0 for 6.
Right, he hit the 3. They were down 3, and he hit the 3 to tie it. Right after McCollum kind of abused him on the other end.
Oh, and OG missed 2 free throws.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
So there you go.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah, he made the 3, tied it, 103, and then McCollum came right back down, made a shot. He made one great shot to the left side over OG, which is a great shot.
He played really, really well. He was the best player on the court last night.
Right, and then Jalen again, he gets blocked by Alexander Walker, and they come back down, and then they're at 4-point lead. He's another one that hasn't got going for them. That's another scary thing.
What, Alexander Walker?
Because he diced you up.
No, he was unbelievable last time they played. Remember that?
Right, and then now you're going home, which you would imagine offensively should mean, better versions of those guys. Yeah, you got your hands full now, man.
Yeah.
And then this team believes.
Well, now you have a series. So, did they have a timeout? Did they not have a timeout? They did not have a timeout. Mike Brown was asked, if you did have a timeout, would you have used one on that final possession?
You know what? I usually like to go so they can't put in their best defenders and all that other stuff. 5 to 7 seconds is close. It would have been by gut feel, but there is a chance I could have taken a timeout, and then if I had one, and then there's a chance I wouldn't have.
Well, you can't crush him because it's hypothetical, but that answer is ridiculous. You take a timeout, and every play you set up down the stretch was for Brunson. Every single one.
Well, yeah, but that's assuming that he set up every play for Brunson, or that he just trusts Jalen to make the right play. I can't imagine after what you watched in the third quarter and how good Cat was that you'd be not like you wouldn't be if you were the one that was in charge of setting up offensive plays, that you wouldn't be like, hey, let's get Cat involved more.
Oh, okay, fine. To get Cat involved, get Brunson involved. I mean, that's not the shot I would have wanted.
No, I know it's not the shot I would have wanted either. And again, it's a gut feel. That's something that we talk about. Like, hey, fellas, if this is the situation, right, and he misses, if he misses one, he misses two. Whatever happens here at the free throw line, this is the plan. This is what we're doing, and this is what we're looking for. I think it's just like, hey, I trust you guys to make the play. Josh has the ball. Let's catch them. Let's catch them in transition before they get set. And you find Bridges for a mid-range shot that, is his best shot, and he misses it. That's not the problem, though. The problem is that you got yourself to that point.
Oh, I understand, but I'm just saying, for me, I want to take the timeout there. I want to set it up.
Well, he didn't have a timeout, though. Is the problem.
But he answered the question of would he have taken one or not.
Well, he didn't really answer the question. He said nothing. He said it's a gut feel. I don't know. You're right on the border there with the amount of time. I might have. I might not have.
Ridiculous. You know what's not ridiculous? Tricon.
I love them.
It's the only thing that got me out of bed this morning. Tricon Construction. They're expanding across New Jersey, taking on larger, more complex commercial projects and delivering at a big league level. If you're a developer who values precision, accountability, and execution, you need a construction partner who understands what's at stake. Timelines, capital, reputation. That's Tricon. They're building the right way with experienced leadership, disciplined project management, and a team that shows up ready for serious projects. Serious results. Visit triconbuilds.com. That's triconbuilds.com. Let's break. Come back. More from the Knicks and we'll get you guys on the line as well. 800-919-3776. Tough day. We tolerate it together right here on ESPN New York.
FanDuel is serving up a happy hour every day during the playoffs. We're talking special drops you don't want to miss, from profit boosts to bonus bets and more. And the best part? It's every single day. So whether you're betting the early game or gearing up for prime time, make sure you open the FanDuel app and see what's waiting for you today. Head to FanDuel.com/local to get started. We're talking special drops you don't want to miss, from profit boosts to bonus bets and more. And the best part? It's every single day. So whether you're betting the early game or gearing up for prime time, make sure you open the FanDuel app and see what's waiting for you today. FanDuel, an official partner of the NBA. 21 plus and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Rewards are non-withdrawable. Restrictions apply, including bonus and token expiration. Leg requirements and max wager amount. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. That's 467-369.
This is Rick Brunson, the assistant coach from the New York Knicks. I'll be driving to our games this season in style in my new Jeep Gladiator from Princeton Jeep. My friends at Princeton Jeep gave me all-star treatment, and you can expect the same thing. Just mention I sent you, and they'll treat you like family. Princeton Jeep has tons of inventory and great deals on new vehicles. Visit Princeton Jeep at 1045 State Road in Princeton, New Jersey, or online at PrincetonJeeps.com and tell them Rick Brunson sent you.
Smalls here. What if you could enjoy the flavor of a cocktail without the alcohol? Meet RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category that delivers bold taste and a warming sensation, but with zero alcohol, zero sugar, zero carbs, and zero calories. So you can celebrate with friends, unwind after a long day, and wake up tomorrow feeling great. It's all the ritual of a drink without the regret. Discover RK at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, the spirit without the alcohol.
It's Deck Days at Lowe's, and the savings are stacked. Right now, pros get 15% off all in-stock composite decking from top brands like Trex, TimberTech, and Decorators. Plus, get a free DeWalt 20-volt max 5-amp-hour battery when you buy a select DeWalt tool. The deck's stacked in your favor with brands pros trust. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 4/22 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
I can't do it today. I already have plans. Something came up. There are a million reasons to put off a cancer screening, but one reason to keep it. Early detection. PfizerforAll.com/screenings.
Progressive knows that boat days can come with unexpected problems.
It's been a tough Saturday on the lake. I ordered swim trunks in this orange cream color, but it's actually more orange auburn. Oh, and it's swimwear. I probably can't even return these.
If a real problem comes along, your boat's protected 24/7 with Progressive, so you can keep worrying about boater problems. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in D.C.
Now through April 23rd, get to Floor & Decor's flagship store in Brooklyn at 850 3rd Avenue. Enter the Design Your Day with K sweepstakes presented by Floor & Decor. Discover unmatched selection, unbelievable prices, plus standout looks in tile, wood, stone, and more. Explore fresh ideas, find your inspiration, and see real people, real projects. The Design Your Day with K sweepstakes, only at Floor & Decor in Brooklyn. Now through April 23rd. Visit ESPNNewYork.com for full details and rules.
This is Jelly Roll.
Yep.
That's right. I'm not
Jelly
okay.
Roll was at, did you see Jelly Roll at WrestleMania?
I did not.
Yep.
Did he wrestle?
Did he put Pat McAfee through a table?
Yes, that's right.
Is that why McAfee had the neck brace on yesterday?
So McAfee was with Orton, with Randy Orton, and Jelly Roll was with Cody Rhodes.
It was a tag team match?
No, it wasn't a tag team match.
So they were just they were in their corners?
Right. McAfee was helping out Orton. Ended up kicking, leading into WrestleMania. He kicked Cody in the Jungle region.
This is Randy Orton?
Yeah, why?
That's correct, Randy
Well, 'cause
Orton.
He's got to be like 70 years old, no?
No, you're thinking of his father,
Come on, man.
What was his father?
Bob.
Yeah, it's
Cowboy
similar.
Bob Orton.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're similar. Bob, Randy. Sounds similar.
Well, Orton it's the same last name.
Randy's
well, great.
Randy's like 40.
There's no way he's only 40.
He looks great.
He might look great. There's no way that man is only 40. I would bet thousands
Ray,
of dollars.
tell me how old
Randy Orton is 46.
Wow.
He looks incredible for 46.
That's great.
Take my lap right now.
Listen, it's not always about you. We're sitting here talking about the Knicks, not about how great you are with
I didn't bring up the wrestling.
No,
you brought
just
up
asked
Jelly
if that
Roll
was
in the
Jelly Roll.
wrestling.
I was just trying to tie it into what I just saw him in WrestleMania. What did we do?
Listen, that was a good job by Rick.
Thank you.
Don't apologize.
He's lost a lot of weight, though. He looks terrific.
It looks fantastic.
Do you think Carlin looks at Jelly Roll and says, that's the path I want to take?
That could be me. I don't know. If Carlin shows up with a face tattoo at some point, yes, I would say that was his muse, his inspiration. I can tell you one thing I'm not going to do again is let Carlin sit on my lap.
Yeah, he's still struggling.
Wow. That was a tough one.
I'm surprised you allowed it in the first place, to be honest.
Well, the big fella wanted to get a hug. He wanted to sit on my lap. Tom got to sit on
Hug
my lap.
and lap sitting are two different things, though.
Well, Tom sat on my lap, and I think there was some jealousy.
I think you're
you
probably
saw how
right.
happy Tom was on my lap.
I think you're probably right. NFL draft, the Knicks, Thursday night. Oh boy, that's
Yankees,
gonna be a
Red
lot.
Sox. I mean, we got a lot happening.
Red
buddy.
Sox, Yankees. We got Mets and Twins, which I guess doesn't really matter all that much. We got the Sabres,
We got
right?
the
Sabres
we got
Bruins.
RJ. Yep. Oh, RJ's going to be. I mean,
RJ's
he's going to be a
yeah.
treat.
You know what? If I asked RJ right now, would you prefer Sabres win or Knicks win? I think he'd say Sabres win on Thursday.
RJ, you know what we could do too, which I think would be cool. You sent us that picture of Antonio standing in front of the television. I think now, when you're standing with like regular sized adults, we take a picture of you standing there watching the television, and you could put like it's a nice little side by side.
RJ, I'm sorry.
The same hopeful look.
The little guys watching the Sabres.
Nah, there it is.
I'm sorry.
I like it.
That's me. You're mean.
That's artistic. Is what
when
it is.
you're with regular sized people.
Well, in that situation, he's he's the big guy. Antonio's the little guy, and now you get him in front of the big TV with the quad box, with that that hopeful exuberance in his eyes. We take a nice picture there, and we can put them together side by side. It's a moment.
You're not that nice a person.
I'm trying to do it for the art. I think that'd be a nice. I think you'd look back in that moment and be like, wow, this is when Antonio became the Sabres fan that he is now.
Do you give him some leeway with bedtime tonight, RJ?
Well, two things. One, perhaps why you don't feel great today. Perhaps that's just God talking to you. Just
Yes.
be better. Just be a better.
He's
be a better
spreading illness.
Be a better human. Be a better friend.
Pox on you.
Yeah,
Yes.
be a better friend. It's a lesson to be learned, really. And second, yeah, I tried to. I kind of felt the comeback could be coming. After the first one, I tried to break him out of bed, and I was told that's not allowed. So
yeah.
Because I knew he was still up. He was still rustling around. But, oh, yeah. I mean.
So tonight, are you going to try to at least extend the bedtime a little bit?
I'm trying, yeah. I'm trying. It's like
you don't think you're going to have any success, though?
Probably not. He picks up on the gravity of the moment, though, which I appreciate. It's like he can tell this is more important.
Isn't it amazing that all the dads, every dad out there turns into an absolute infant when it comes to like trying to allow their kid to stay up later for sports?
Well, he was up yesterday hanging out with me, and then he had to go to bed, and things were looking good. I always have to I have to text Angie. I was like, you have to let Antonio know what happened. It's like his morning newspaper. He has to be filled in.
My dad used to write me notes and leave them for me for the next morning.
Well, it's so much different now, though. Like, I mean,
right, of course.
Right, like they can. I mean, they wake up and they can put on. You know, if he wants to watch, he watches the NHL Network. You can watch the highlights, or you go on YouTube and watch the highlights.
I mean, so it's a total reverse emotion. 2 nights ago, I mean, he went to bed thinking, it's over. Got to battle back, and they do. And last night he goes to bed thinking, I mean, I don't know. So I assume this is not going through his head at all. But he's like, you know what? Up 2-0. Things are good. And he's gonna wake up and be like, what happened? They're like, well, nobody scored after 8 minutes and some odd seconds left after OG hit a 3, and this is where we're at now.
Right.
Yeah, we got a series now, and he's probably gonna be like, Mom, you know what? Emotionally, I don't think I'm ready to go to.
Mom, here's the thing. Now you're gonna go to bed early. Okay.
Maybe we got to switch things up.
All right. Hey, listen. Hey, Ange, get over here, baby. All right. Here's how this is going to play out now. All right. I'm going to eat ice cream. I'm going to put you to bed, and I'm going to watch the games.
Yeah.
And you're going to go to sleep.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. On Thursday, for Game 3.
You're not going to be there to
I'm not
save
gonna
him.
be around. So
Bring him with you.
The Sabres are going to be playing. The Knicks
Isn't
are going
bring
to be playing.
your kid to work day Thursday?
Probably. Just leave him there.
Is it? I feel like we got an email about that a long time ago.
I feel like we got a lot of
RJ.
emails about bring your kid to work day.
I guarantee you, if I brought him here, he would stay up the entire time.
Yes. Bring him.
Yeah, we'll get him all hopped up on sugar. We got cilantro. I mean, it's going to be great.
Yeah. Cannolis. He come out to the big dinner, watch everything. Has he ever experienced a quad box before, RJ?
I mean, he has. I don't know if he's really taken it in the way that this would be taken in.
Only the lucky few have ever really done that.
Yeah. I mean, he's at a quad box at you're talking like, Colts Jags, but I mean that doesn't get you fired up the way this quad box will.
It's not the same.
Yeah, I saw some testing going on for Thursday. This is being taken very seriously around.
Do you feel confident that all the games will be where we need them to be?
Oh yeah, I mean there's like the best and brightest around this.
Wow. And who would that be?
Well, you say that, but you know who's going to be heading up a lot of the technological advancements?
Greg.
Ray Dean.
Oh,
he's
all
the
right.
best.
You know
Nice.
what? I have full faith in Dino.
Nice.
Yeah. Big
Dino's
guns
the best.
coming in.
RJ, any chance something needs to be fixed? You get right down there and we get another show, or no? Is that time? Is that ship sailed?
Please
I think the
see.
people would love that.
I saw everything.
His whole butt.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, maybe I was trying to send you a message. You didn't
What was the
capitalize, so
I'll tell you, the guys on Artemis 2 didn't see as much as we saw there.
We saw, yeah.
Yeah.
We were Artemis 3. We were the original Artemis.
We were Artemis.
Yes, we saw the dark side of the moon and everything.
Yeah.
listen. Maybe I was trying to send you a subliminal message, and you didn't.
What was that?
I mean, listen, it's for you to
You have
figure
a great
out.
bottom?
That's for you to figure out. But I can take a hint, so I packed it up and took
You
it in
getting
the other
ready for
room.
the nude beach?
Not anymore.
No.
Hey, guys, I think your mouse is broken again.
Dave, is your mouse working? Yep. I don't think it is.
I don't think it is.
I don't think it is.
Beach season is fast approaching.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's plugged in?
You're in training?
Yeah, I mean, summer bodies earned in the winter, right? So.
That's a good point.
Anyhow, this is a long read for the Couchcast. It's your second screen for the NFL Draft on ESPN New York's YouTube channel. You'll get real-time reactions, instant takes, and we'll be reacting to Game 3 between the Knicks and the Hawks, all on ESPN New York's Couchcast on draft night, only on ESPN New York's YouTube channel, Thursday, 8 o'clock, presented by our friends at Calandra's Bakery. Let's get to the calls, 800-919-3776. John, Long Island. He's not in a good way. John, good morning. You're on ESPN New York. John?
Appreciate taking the call. Dave, yes, hello.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
How's it going? Sorry about that. Thanks for taking the call. Dave, you said it best earlier. You're disgusted, and that's how I feel. I'm just disgusted at the game last night, almost to the point, I have a 3-hour drive. I almost couldn't turn the radio on to just relive it and hear it. But here I am because I guess I want to talk it through, right? All of your points you guys are making about the game is right. Foul shots, whatever happened throughout the game. But the biggest turning point was Alvarado came in, he stirred the pot. Rick, you're right. He did what he needed to do, but he went with them again. Mike Brown kept him in the game. Let him do what he did. We ended the run, take him, put him back on the bench. Let Deuce run the offense. Have Clarkson in. Put OG or someone else in alongside Cat. All we needed to do at that point was trade buckets, right, and play good defense. We couldn't even run the offense through Alvarado. It was awful, an awful decision. And then, OG hits that three where the momentum has completely changed. But by then, the momentum was changed, and Brunson comes in cold. It wasn't enough. That is where we lost the game. To start that fourth quarter, Alvarado's dribbling off his foot. He's still trying to get in people's faces, throwing up threes. It was terrible. I'm disgusted. We should be up 2-0. Now I have to watch this painful series over and over again, and we've seen it with the Knicks. So that's where I'm at.
I would think that most people listening right now, thanks to the call, John, completely agree with you.
Right.
And again, Rick, I go back to it. I don't understand why to start the fourth quarter you don't have one of the Brunson or Towns guys on the court. Just one of them.
Well, I think they would tell you fouls, but still, like you had already seen it earlier in the game when those two were on the bench. Like it's why the game was still close and you never pulled away. That's what I mean. When you play that first sound, that's what actually frustrated me when he said that. He's like, well, we missed 10 free throws. Okay, yeah, you never pulled away, And part of the reason you didn't pull away was some of the decision-making on your end. Right? Like, I mean, if your bench isn't giving you what they gave you in game one, you have to alter your plans a little bit. Right? You can't be stubborn with it. It's like, I mean, everyone has, good nights, everyone has bad nights. Some games guys get it going, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And that was a case where it's like, Cat's cooking in the third. Yeah. Right? Again, just kind of what he did in the first game, right? He was slow early. The talk was, hey, we got to get Cat more involved. He wanted to blame Russ. Then he comes out in the second half and scores 19 points. He looked great. Third quarter, he looked great. And then, you start those two on the bench, and you can't pull away. I know you got a 9-point lead, but there's something to be said about, letting a team stick around long enough, giving them some momentum, feeling like they still have a chance to steal this thing, and then before you know it, you're down, and you can't come back. And it's not devastating because the series is 1-1, but still, it's a loss that you could have avoided and be up comfortably 2-0 as opposed to, hey, a series doesn't start until the home team loses one. Well, now it's started.
Mike Brown, do you think the game got away when Jalen and Cat were on the bench to start the fourth quarter?
No, I don't think so. We've played that lineup quite a bit since the end of the season, and that lineup's been pretty good. We weren't good tonight, and we turned the ball over a few too many times during that period, but we had opportunities where, our starters were in and we were up 8-10 and Atlanta closed it. So I wouldn't just say that specific lineup caused it.
So the thing that I find to be frustrating is, don't you adjust in the moment?
Yeah.
Like he's like, it's been good. Okay, but it wasn't good.
Right, but I think it goes back to what we were talking about with the final play. It's, right, you're down a point. Jalen makes the three, you're down a point, so you're going to foul. So you get everything set up going, hey, we're going to foul. I mean, you're trying to foul, obviously, the worst free throw shooter, but you just want to get the foul. It ends up being C.J. McCollum. I would imagine during that timeout, you probably or should have had some kind of discussion as to, fellas, this is what's going to happen, right? We really lay it out. We have no timeouts, right? If he misses, if he makes both, this is what we're going to do. If he misses, misses the last one, this is what we're going to do. And have an idea of what's going to happen as opposed to, well, it's usually a gut feel. No, have a plan in place that this is what we're looking for once it's either a rebound or we're taking it from out of bounds. And I got to tell you too, it's not necessarily what you would have wanted because it felt rushed, but still, I mean, of the things Mikal Bridges does well, that's probably the best thing he does is shoot from the mid-range.
Yeah, the thing that, and I guess you shouldn't be surprised, he doesn't even think about taking the ball to the basket. He had time to take the ball to the basket.
You already know that. He's going to raise up and he's going to shoot a mid-range shot.
I know it's frustrating.
But to get yourself to that point, that's the problem.
But I understand why when your offense is stagnant and it's not working, that you don't think to yourself, you know what, maybe in this instance, I know down the stretch of the season that we were fine with this lineup, but tonight it doesn't feel so fine.
Right.
So, Carl, get back in the game. You've been great. It won't be Jalen. The offense is all yours. Go make some shots. Right? Bully them down low. He did that a couple times last night where he got a smaller guy on him. He took the ball to the basket.
That's what you feel like the advantage should be in this series.
But why don't they ever take advantage of it down the stretch of games?
I don't know. I mean, Mitch had a great game. I mean, I think that I think the first half, Atlanta had one offensive rebound in the first half, just one. Your big guys are doing a good job. And the other thing you could say too is you went out and got Bridges and gave up too much to get him, but you got him. You're paying OG what you're paying OG. Could we have someone slow C.J. McCollum down as opposed to just let him hunt Jalen the whole time?
But they can't get away from that. They couldn't get away from it last year, and they can't get away from it again. They're gonna get the mismatches.
Yeah, I don't know how you can't fix that, but
they can't. I mean, they haven't yet.
Well, no. Listen. I understand there are things that they didn't do well, and you want to point to the 10 missed free throws and everything else, but there are also other reasons why we even got to that point where we're talking about the free throws. Right, that didn't feel like a game that should come. It should be a one-possession game where we're talking about how many free throws you missed.
The Knicks should have been up 7 points with 2 minutes to go, and instead they were down and had to try to play hero ball.
Here's the problem too: as much as you want to sit here and blame one person, you can't blame one person. I like to blame Mike Brown for some of his decisions, but still, you got the starters back in, and you had a 9-point lead. Figure it out.
Disgusted.
It's a gross loss. It is. It's a gross loss.
Absolutely disgusted. And how many times, I'm just looking at some of the sound bites we have. Don't play them, guys, but Like, listen to these slugs. How many times do we have to have stuff like this written down? What can the team do better to get Cat the ball more? What happened to your offensive production? Did you let your foot off the gas in the fourth quarter? Like, doesn't it feel like every time the Knicks lose, it's that same conversation?
It feels like, yes. That is mostly what we're talking about. And it hasn't been fixed. Why would you expect it to be fixed? I mean, some of the stuff you saw at the end of the season got you hopeful that, hey, okay, now we're starting to see, your two best players really work together well, and what that does for your offense, what it does for those two players and what it does for everybody else. And that can be in crunch time a go-to. Like you see a lot of the best teams they have. I see what Denver does. And listen, Jokic is the best player in the league, one of the best players in the league, but still, like him and Jamal Murray, their two-man game is tough to stop. We've seen Cat and Jalen's two-man game, and it looks good. It's tough to stop, as opposed to, hey, Jalen, just dribble the ball around, and it'll be, you make the choice.
Right.
And it usually ends up being you the one, you're the one taking the shot. RJ gave you the stat. He was the only one that scored down the stretch.
It's unbelievable. I hate it. I absolutely hate that brand of basketball. Aside from it not being successful, I hate watching it.
It's not fun to watch.
It's not. ESPN New York and Floor & Decor are giving you the chance to design your day with Michael K. Are you jealous that you can't win this?
Yeah, I'm jealous I can't win it, but I can come in the studio and hang with Michael whenever I want.
No, you sure can, but like someone else is going to have his attention.
I feel... Yeah, I'm a little jealous. Yeah,
I figured one lucky fan and a guest are going to win a studio visit exclusive to meet and greet with Michael K. This is your all-access pass and experience that you won't ever forget. To enter, head to the Floor & Decor flagship store, 850 3rd Avenue in Brooklyn. Design your day with Michael K., presented by Floor & Decor. Let's break, come back, and really rattle off some of these Knicks calls. 800-919-3776. That was gross. We discuss it with you next, right here on ESPN New York. All right, let's see what's happening on the roads. Here is the great Debbie Duhame.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Yep, let's hope the Knicks bounce back on Thursday. Let's go out and bounce over to the roads. Let's go out to First Avenue here at 82nd Street. It's an accident being worked on involving a bus. We're seeing delays on the island, LIE westbound, slowing down by Minetto Hill Road, exit 45. Accident out in Nassau County. And it's busy right now on the Garden State Parkway North at 136 into Cranford with a collision being cleared. Sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. If you have questions about youth or high school sports, Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA builds better athletes and better people through sports. Info at positivecoach.org. Alternate side parking in effect. I'm Debbie Duhame, 880 ESPN, New York.
Attention, New York Verizon mobile customers. Score a massive win with award-winning Fios home internet for an incredible $20 a month, guaranteed for 3 years. Switch today for savings you can count on. Call 1-800-VERIZON now. For new Fios customers with autopay, mobile and home, and bonus discount. Enrollment required. 3-year price guarantee applies to the Fios base monthly rate only. Additional terms apply.
Monkey Sports, built by players for players, is your one-stop shop for hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and more. Find top-name equipment and expert in-store services like sharpening, break-ins, and relacing. Shop in-store at Monkey Sports in Farmingdale or Woodbridge, or online for all the top brands. Whatever your sports, Monkey Sports gets you game ready fast. Monkey Sports, where athletes shop.
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 2026 Mazda CX-5 2.5S all-wheel drive for $249 for 36 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for details. VIN T0102819. MSRP $33,675. Zero security deposit. Ends 4/30/26.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay, team. Huddle up.
Why are you dressed like a hockey player?
Because America's energy security is on thin ice. We're facing an overburdened electric grid, rising fuel costs, and severe weather. But here's your power play. Propane. It's affordable, abundant, safe. Propane is reliable energy, even when the grid isn't. Advantage Propane.
Learn more at propane.com/powerplay.
Evan Cohen here. You know the feeling when a candidate just stands out. Not just the resume, but their energy. They're eager, engaged, and you know they want the role. That makes a difference. If you're hiring, you want a candidate who's passionate, but you can't get that insight from a resume unless you post your job on ZipRecruiter. Their matching technology finds qualified candidates fast, and ZipRecruiter has a new feature that shows you the most interested qualified candidates first. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/USL. That's ZipRecruiter.com/USL.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Bridges, far side baseline, pull-up jumper, missed it. Atlanta wins.
It was a disaster.
It was brutal.
You led by 12 points going into the fourth quarter.
A couple times we could have pulled away, and we didn't.
They don't score points in the fourth quarter. It's just Brunson isolation. It was horrendous offense. You're missing free throws.
That game we should have won. In the playoffs, you can't give away games.
Atlanta comes in and highway robbery. They steal game 2 to even up the series.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Oh, God. That was really frustrating last night. You know what? I love this job. I do. But there are days where you're like, oh, God, this is not easy to do. Today's one of those days. When your team has one of these losses and then you have to come on the radio and discuss it for hour after hour after hour, it can be a little bit taxing. It's not fun.
It's not fun, but sometimes I think it's good to kind of just get the
cleansing.
Yeah, get the emotions out, get the anger out, get yourself ready for Game 3. Series isn't over. I mean, it's not where you want to be, but
of course not over. I still stand by. If they were to lose this series, it would be catastrophic.
Oh, of course it would be catastrophic. I mean, we'll cross that bridge if we get to that bridge, but I don't think that's going to be the case.
I don't think so either. All right, let's get to the calls. They've been lined up. We've been promising. Now let's do it. Let's go to Jay in Atlanta. I don't like this. Jay, good morning. You're on ESPN New York.
Good morning. I am behind enemy lines. I'm not an Atlanta fan. I'm a Bronx resident who just happens to be out here in business. I'm disgusted like your last caller, but I'm not disgusted in the Knicks. I'm disgusted in myself. I've been a Knicks fan for about 35 years, and there has never been a Knicks team of consequence, a good Knicks team, that doesn't find a way to shoot themselves in the foot during a playoff run. So I went ahead and bet my staff members, and now I'm on the hook for what probably will be $100+ lunch, because I thought the Knicks would go in and handle their business in MSG. Foolish of me. So I think we still win the series. I am disgusted. I thought it was complacent. It felt like the entire team for the last 2 minutes was just waiting for that shot to drop and then push the envelope and allow. This game wasn't stolen. This game was given away. And, it's just really, really exhausting to go through this every single time. You think you have a team that might do something special, and they always figure a way to muck it up.
Well,
so the only,
it's one loss, though, Jay. As upsetting as it is, you say they always find a way. They can easily find a way out of the hole that they're in right now.
Yeah, no, and I was going to say there is a silver lining. I mean, State Farm Arena, and I've been to a bunch of Knick Atlanta games. I'm always down here. And it is kind of an MSG light. But what we think is home field advantage really isn't down here. And this team is miles better than the Atlanta Hawks. But it just does become frustrating to see year after year, season after season, when we have a good team, we find ways of losing games that we shouldn't be losing. So I hope they learn from this.
But hold on a second. I don't think that's fair. On the other side of that, we also found ways last season to win games that we had no business winning. I mean, those first two games in Boston, we had no business winning.
And we also found a way to lose a Pacer game that we shouldn't have lost that cost us the series. I mean, you can't always look
but you're
at
also,
what they do well.
Okay, but time out for a second. Let's have a conversation here. Did you think that the Knicks were going to beat Boston in the second round? After what you saw during the regular season, you thought?
Well, you know what? I thought that they had a good chance, and they played that. I'm not taking away the good that they've done, but we can't ignore some of the boneheaded performances that happen time and time again with Knicks teams historically. Two things could be right at the same time.
But I
feel that we are completely justified in being upset
don't think you
with
can
the fact that they gave a win that they should have won.
Right, but I don't think you can use the history of the franchise against the team that you're watching now. This is a different team. This is a different team than last season.
You can if you're
Why
look
though?
at
It's like saying that
everything,
it's like saying that the reason we lost last night was because Steve Cohen was in the building. It's a new
right
coach.
Now, Rick, is what I'm saying. I mean,
It's a new,
but you're a fan for a reason. You hate these; they suck. And
right,
you
but
know,
it's
you
different
ultimately
players,
always
though.
root for your team.
Right, but
it
it's
does
different
become
players.
a little bit frustrating to see you lose games that you shouldn't. I mean, I think I'm entitled to that. I'm sorry. You know, part of being a
but
fan
you're being
is sometimes
frustrated.
you don't have to be rational. Get it done.
First of all, you won't stop talking. First of all, you haven't taken a breath. You won't stop talking. You still haven't stopped talking. No one's saying that you can't be frustrated, but we're sitting here using the history of the franchise against this team. It was a bad loss. I mean, they also had great wins last season.
I mean, like I said, all of those things could be true at the same time. Look, at the end of the day, we pay money and give time to watch teams. You don't want to watch a team give a game away that you shouldn't. I don't think we should. I don't see a fan being so rational where you can't look at this and see it time and time again and not be frustrated as a
frustrated, Jay.
Knicks fan.
Right, but
You
when
should
are
be
when
frustrated.
are we
It was-
going back to?
We got to go, but thank you. But it was a terrible loss last night.
Right, but when are we going back to though? Right, like I mean, the history, the time and time. When was the time and time again that we were playing in these big games in the '90s?
Well, I mean, it hasn't been for a long time.
Right,
it was last year.
The team was garbage for a long stretch of time.
Yeah, I mean, for probably 20 years they were garbage. 99.
Right, so now we have a team that got to the Eastern Conference Finals, and yes, game one. I mean, yeah, it was not great against the
That was
Pacers.
brutal.
I understand that, and now you have a team that's got a new coach, a deeper bench, and it's not the same team. Mike Brown, this is not Tibbs making decisions that he made last year where I'm not going to the bench. This is Mike Brown, independently of what Tibbs did, making decisions last night that didn't work out. Because you had bench players that didn't play as well as they played in game one that weren't scoring. And you couldn't pull away. And rather than recognize that and do something different, he went to the same thing and it didn't work out.
Right. Do the same thing.
And we can sit here and talk about it until we're blue in the face. I'm not gonna let the history of the Knicks blowing these big games that we keep talking about. I don't know how many big games we've played outside of the last couple of years. It was a bad loss, period.
But I will say, being a Knicks fan it's a heavy lift. It's not easy to be a Knicks fan.
It has been a heavy lift because they've been so bad, but now they're actually good. Now they actually have a chance to get through the East and get to the NBA Finals.
Well, let's see what they do in Game 3.
And we spend all this time just focusing on the negative all the time.
But that's what sports fans do.
Not necessarily. Not all sports fans just focus on the negative.
For the most part, sports fans are negative.
I mean, last night was Game 2 of a first-round series against the Hawks. That has nothing to do with what happened last year or the year before that.
I think you could compare it to what happened last year.
When?
Same team.
It's not the same team. It's a different coach. Compared to what game? What game are you going to compare
Game
to?
1 against Indiana, they've had some horrendous losses.
Right, but the loss against Indiana wasn't the exact way they lost this game.
I'm not saying the exact way.
Well, that's the only way that you would, connect the two, and that was an Eastern Conference Finals.
No,
I would say
that's not the only way you would connect the two.
I would say that
you
the two
gagged
losses
in these two games at home.
Rick, I would say the two losses to Detroit at home last year in the playoffs were bad losses. They should have won. They easily should have won both of those games.
Right, and they turned around and won how many games in Detroit?
They won every game in Detroit.
All of them, yeah.
Right. How many games? How about the first two games in Boston?
Correct. They were great. They were great
you're
on
also
the road.
talking about a team that's had great wins.
They have. But
Right,
no one
not-
is ever going to remember, unless it ends well, no one's ever going to remember the great wins. You remember the bad losses more.
It was a bad loss, period.
But you do yourself no favors by not taking care of your stuff at home. You got to take care of home court.
Which is now a theme.
Well, no one does. How many teams lost at home last night? Did Denver win at home last night?
Nope.
I mean, it happens, man.
Cleveland did against a team the Knicks should have been
Right.
playing.
We're not sitting here talking about the Golden State Warriors with KD, Steph, and Klay Thompson. This team's going to be hard-pressed to get to the NBA Finals. We all recognize that. They weren't going to sweep Atlanta.
You said yesterday 4 or 5.
I said 5. Yeah, I'd like to do it in 4, but I said 5. They can
Okay,
still win
five
five.
doesn't look so easy now.
It doesn't look great, but they can still go to Atlanta and win.
They better win at least one in Atlanta.
Of course, they better win at least one in Atlanta. No one wants to get. No one's going to feel great if they come home down 3-1.
I'll tell you what, they need to win Game 3. Let's put a stop to this because at least you have a little bit of breathing room if you win Game 3.
They're a better team. This is, I think,
The Knicks are better. Yes.
This is one of the things, though. I think that people were maybe a little bit concerned about was that the killer instinct part of this thing.
The killer instinct and the fact that Atlanta has a lot of big, long guys to disrupt Brunson, and you saw it.
Yeah, but I also saw what he did in the first quarter in Game 1 too.
Fair, and he had moments last night where he was terrific.
I mean, you got to make shots. You got to make your free throws. I mean, you got to have your coach make the right decisions so you can actually can pull away in a game.
So do you blame Mike Brown for last night? Not entirely, somewhat?
Yes.
Yeah, I do as well. Let's go to Nell in Brooklyn. Nell, you're on ESPN New York. Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. How y'all doing? My thing is, I think Brunson got to be a better point guard, man. We're not going to go nowhere with Brunson, with Giannis, anybody if Brunson don't pass the ball. It's too much isolation, and he's not that good of a player to win a championship isolating.
I mean, where were you after Game 1? I mean, that's their way.
I think that's why I get so frustrated sometimes, though, is, and we've heard that, and you're probably not wrong. We've also heard that smaller guards can't win championships. I don't completely disagree with you. That's not who he is, though. That's not going to change. He's not Steve Nash. He is he is a point guard that scores.
Yes.
That's what he does, which is why sometimes it's like, okay, we know what he is. We know what he wants to do. Why not, maybe get the coach involved a little bit with like, hey, Jalen, this is what we'd like to do. Let's start working the two-man game with Cat a little bit more. Like some suggestions would be nice once in a while. I also listened to the coach of Atlanta talk after Game 1 about how, Jalen gets what Jalen wants. That's how good Jalen is offensively.
Jalen is good offensively. He was not good offensively down the stretch last night.
Right, which is, again, it's night to night. He's not going to be great every single night.
But the problem is no one else did anything down the stretch of that game.
You also have to allow people to help you.
Sure.
Right, like it's also him recognizing that, hey, I don't got it going tonight. Like right now I'm struggling a little bit. Let's get someone else involved. I do have Cat here for a reason, who just tore it up in the third quarter.
And then, didn't even do anything in the fourth quarter.
But that's what I'm talking about with the coaching part. Is I don't know how it works in the NBA compared to the NHL. I mean, the NHL, it's kind of like you have a feel for what's going on and who's going and who's not going, and then those guys will be the ones that keep going because you're changing every 45 seconds. Or, hey, this guy's working with this guy. Let's get this going. So I understand it's different, but I also recognize, there are, you've seen it work before, and it's something that we've talked about. I feel like every time we talk Knicks and the Knicks losing, it's always about the same things.
It's the same song and dance. Kevin in Great Neck. Good morning, Kev. You're on ESPN New York.
Hey, guys. Good morning. Just another frustrating morning to be a Knicks fan. The loss last night was 100% on Mike Brown. He took out Cat and Brunson in the beginning of the second quarter for 5-6 minutes. They could have extended the lead. He usually takes Cat out in the first quarter with 5 or 6 minutes left and brings in Mitchell Robinson, and then he brings in Cat to start the second quarter to be with the second unit. Last night he brought in Mitchell Robinson and he kept Cat in. He went double big, but he used Cat for most of the first quarter. So in the second quarter, he couldn't use Cat again, so he just went straight to the bench without them too. And then you would think in the second half he wouldn't do that again, but he ended up doing it again. He used the lineup to start the fourth quarter in Alvarado, Clarkson, Anunoby, and Mitchell Robinson. He used the lineup in the fourth quarter they've never used the entire year. I think he's coaching like it's a preseason game.
Well,
doesn't make any adjustments.
He clearly wanted to win. I question the strategy of trying to get that done, though.
For 12 minutes last night, a full quarter, he had Cat and Brunson off the court.
I said it to thanks to the call, Kev. I said it to start the show. I don't understand why you wouldn't have one. I mean, actually, for the entire game, why you wouldn't have one of those two guys in at every minute of the 48.
Well, in the past we've seen where Cat just gets himself in foul trouble early and it's silly. It was silly fouls, silly offensive fouls. I mean, that hadn't been the case. That's not something that we've really talked about recently. But
he did pick up an offensive foul last night.
He did, but I mean, we weren't sitting there talking about how we had to get Cat out because he's in foul trouble the whole game.
No.
I think
that's different. If he's in foul trouble, he's got 3 fouls in the first 18 minutes. That's different. But that wasn't the case last night.
Let's be honest though. When we're breaking this thing down as we got to the playoffs and we started talking about things that could potentially hold them back, Mike Brown was one of those things.
Yes, it was. He was.
So we'll spend however long they're in the playoffs talking about decisions that he makes and him. You had a coach that got to the Eastern Conference Finals. We know.
All right, let me ask you this question now: do they win that game if Tom Thibodeau's the head coach?
Well, Tom Thibodeau's not going to sit there and watch his bench not play well.
No, I know that.
I can guarantee you that.
Yep.
Yeah, if the players in that locker room were no longer all in with Tibbs being the coach, you had to make a change. Now, who you changed it to is the real question, because we all thought that when you fired Tibbs, and everyone was shocked that it happened when it happened, was they must have a plan. They must know exactly who they're going to hire. They have conversations, and you're going to be pumped up because whoever the next coach is going to be better than Tibbs, and is going to be the one that helps take us to that next level. Instead, that wasn't the case. They didn't really have a plan. They're reaching out to every coach that already has a job, getting them bigger, getting them paid. At the same time, we're not getting anybody. It's like, okay, Mike Brown it is. Well, no, that's not. I mean, Mike Brown, really?
Yeah, well, it wasn't overwhelmingly exciting.
No. So, I mean, there's still question as to whether or not he's going to be, he's the right guy for this. Or when you get into these pressure-packed moments, he makes the right decisions.
We'll have our answer. We'll get our answer by the end of maybe we'll get our answer by the end of this postseason.
Maybe. We'll find out. I mean, it depends on how it turns out.
Ugh, I'm disgusted. All right. You want to read for me?
I can read for you whenever you like.
I'd like it now.
I know you like when I read. I got lots of good draft nuggets for you.
Yeah?
Yeah. Lots of good ones.
Will they stay till tomorrow? They stay fresh till tomorrow?
Oh, no. These nuggets I'm saving for Thursday.
They're evergreen?
These are Thursday nuggets.
Oh, Thursday nuggets.
Yeah, for the draft.
Nice.
On my preparation. All right, FanDuel is serving up a happy hour every day during the playoffs. We're talking special drops you won't want to miss, from profit boost to bonus bets and more, with everything in between. You can find what you're looking for on FanDuel. And the best part, it's every single day. So whether you're betting the early game or gearing up for the primetime games, make sure you open the FanDuel app and see what's waiting for you today. So head to FanDuel.com/local to get started during this playoff run. FanDuel, an official partner of the NBA, must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Rewards are non-withdrawable. Restrictions do apply, including bonus and token expiration, leg requirements, and max wager amount. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369.
You want to feel really old for a moment?
No.
Okay. RJ, you want to feel really old for a moment?
I sense you're going to keep going till you get a yes, so I'll give you a yes.
Okay. Michael Beasley's son has just committed to where he's going to play high school basketball.
Oh, for God's sakes.
He's going to play at Archbishop Stepanak in White Plains. That's unbelievable.
I feel old every day I watch the Kachucks play or I watch Jason Blake's kid play on Carolina. Yep. It's unbelievable.
It is. It's amazing.
They were little babies shooting with mini sticks in the locker room, shooting like, hey, can I shoot on you in the locker room?
It goes fast. It certainly does. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll get to your calls. We'll hear more from the Knicks, and then we've got Buster Olney, a little respite from the Knicks conversation. There's Buster. Hi, Buster. And then we will do CMT as well. It's DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
Hi, this is Chevy, managing partner at Precision Solar. If you're looking at solar in New York, New Jersey, or Connecticut, here's what actually matters. Real numbers, honest answers, and a team that handles everything. We manage the entire process from start to finish. Designs, approvals, installation, and even a brand new roof if you need one. We don't sell you more than your home actually needs. Just smart systems designed for long-term savings and predictable energy costs. Visit PrecisionSolar.com to schedule your free home assessment. Precision Solar, built to perform for decades.
Tricon Construction is expanding across New Jersey, taking on larger, more complex commercial projects and delivering at a big league level. If you're a developer who values precision, accountability, and execution, you need a construction partner who understands what's at stake. Timelines, capital, reputation. That's Tricon. They're building the right way with experienced leadership, disciplined project management, and a team that shows up ready. Serious projects, serious results. Visit TriconBuilds.com. Tricon Builds. Childs.com.
The New York City Department of Correction offers countless career opportunities, from specialized units to leadership roles that support public safety and change lives for the better. It starts with one step: registering for the New York City Correction Officer exam. Earn over $109,000 after just 5.5 years. Benefits on day one, job security, pension at any age after 22 years of service. Go to nyc.gov/joindoc or search Join DOC. One career, many opportunities. Register today to take the test.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Harry Douglas here. I don't wait for birthdays to celebrate. I grab Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy. It tastes like rich vanilla birthday cake with buttery funfetti goodness. Seriously, it's unapologetically extra in the best way. And it's sugar-free, so I get all that cake flavor without the guilt. It's tiny, portable, and ready for whenever I need a quick boost. I keep one with me because you never know when you'll need a little party energy. The Funfetti flavor is back on 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon. Crack open a Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy shot today.
It's deck days at Lowe's, and the savings are stacked. Right now, pros get 15% off all in-stock composite decking from top brands like Trex, TimberTech, and Decorators. Plus, get a free DeWalt 20-volt max 5-amp-hour battery when you buy a select DeWalt tool. The deck's stacked in your favor with brands pros trust. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 4/22 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
I can't do it today. I already have plans. Something came up. There are a million reasons to put off a cancer screening, but one reason to keep it. Early detection can save. Referral.com/screenings.
Smalls here. What if you could enjoy the flavor of a cocktail without the alcohol? Meet RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category that delivers bold taste and a warming sensation, but with zero alcohol, zero sugar, zero carbs, and 0 calories. So you can celebrate with friends, unwind after a long day, and wake up tomorrow feeling great. It's all the ritual of a drink without the regret. Discover RK at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, the spirit without the alcohol.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. So we continue with the Knicks, and we'll do a little Buster-only conversation, and that'll be uplifting and positive. We can get into the Mets. They haven't won since we last talked to Buster.
No. No, they have not.
Tonight, they have to win tonight, right?
You would hope so, yeah. For Carlos
I have
Mendoza's
tickets for
sake.
tonight. You want them?
No, I can't. I got a bunch of stuff going on tonight. Rocco's got a baseball game.
I'm offering you great tickets to the Mets tonight. You have no interest.
I have tremendous interest. I can't go. I got to coach baseball. I got hockey practice. There's a lot of stuff happening today.
Okay.
I mean, if you looked at I take a picture of my spring schedule, you vomit. I coached 3 baseball practices yesterday.
3?
3.
That was cold out yesterday.
It was very cold out yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like 80 degrees last week, and now it's like 42 degrees.
And our
cold
kids
today, too.
Our kids at Portland have to use wooden bats.
Why?
I don't know. For what? I don't know. Maybe a safety reason. I don't know. They have to use wood. Not
In
great.
games?
Oh, yeah.
And the other teams, I guess, do as well, right?
Oh, no. We're the only team that uses wood, and everyone else uses metal. No, everyone has to use wood. It's the rules.
I've never heard of this before. It's ridiculous.
I think the Catholic League has to use wood, too.
The Catholic League, I think, does use wood.
Right.
Yeah.
So we have those rules, and hitting in the cold for a lot of kids that aren't used to using wooden bats is not a great experience.
Yeah, I wouldn't think it would be. All right, let's get back to the Knicks. Let's go to Nick in Woodbridge. Nick, you're on ESPN New York.
Hey guys, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm annoyed about last night, as I think every Knicks fan is.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a caller before you guys went to break that said that they didn't think Jalen Brunson could be the Knicks could win a championship with Jalen Brunson playing iso ball, and I disagree with that. One, it's not even about that.
Oh, I agree with that. You're not going to win a championship down the stretch of games doing that.
Right, but in the right spot, though, right? Because I think it's all about finding the opportunity, the right opportunity, and when we need him to do that. I don't need him forcing it every single possession, and that's what he did last night, right? Cut down the stretch of games, it became just 1-on-5, and guys were standing around. But I still trust him definitively in the clutch, right? I want him taking the big shot, but he has help. For me, the frustration came with Brown's decision to not play both of them at the same time, right? Like, there were stretches of that game where you had your two all-NBA players sitting on the bench, and it just didn't make sense. When you don't get that kind of production from your bench consistently, like if Mitchell Robinson is your best bench scorer, that's a problem, right? Like, you got to get more production there, but ultimately I think there's too much talent on this team to not beat Atlanta, but maybe this is that wake-up call. It's not just going to be a cakewalk. You're not just going to blitz through these guys. You got to be better. Got to be better. Brown
right, but the interesting thing is, here's the interesting thing, though, is that you just played Atlanta in the midst of Atlanta playing one of the better teams in the NBA, averaging 123. When you played them, I don't think they had lost a home game in a month and a half. And you got fortunate that C.J. McCollum, the shot goes in, but the ball's still on his fingertips, and you win by 3 points. So, you had a pretty good idea of what Atlanta is and how well they're playing. Should you need a wake-up call? I would argue probably not.
Isn't this what we talked about all season long? Like the Knicks kind of like they're going through the motions and nothing's all that important. And don't worry. I was told this a trillion. Don't worry. When you get to the postseason, you'll flip the switch and you'll run by some of these teams. And I said, I don't want Atlanta. Oh, no, it's fine. Take Atlanta. You'll have your way. You'll beat them. I would prefer Toronto. It's fine. Don't worry. Well, can I be a little worried now? A little bit?
Yeah, but don't take that. I feel like you're taking that out on me. I wasn't the one saying that.
No.
Ray was telling you, hey, I don't
but
care
I'm scared of him today. So
I'm scared of no one.
Right.
So Ray was saying.
Right. And then last night, Ray's like, I don't know. They have the play foot or something.
It was supposed to be playbook.
Oh.
It's not in a good place last night. I don't know if you know this.
I know. There was a lot of stuff going on with did they have a timeout? Did they not have a timeout? You couldn't get home. The
whole timeout thing was ridiculous.
Yeah. That was interesting.
Yeah, not a good look for the NBA courtside app. Not a good look.
How quickly that thing ended, because Wally thought they had a timeout.
Wally thought they had a timeout. Noah thought they had a timeout. I thought they had a timeout because I walked back up the tunnel. So yeah, and it wasn't good.
The only one that knew was Mike Brown and Alan Hahn.
Yeah, Tyler Murray was all over it.
Tyler also knew?
He also knew they had no timeouts.
I was going to say, didn't amount to anything, but give the coaching staff credit for knowing their situation, for keeping tabs on it.
But they have like 16 coaches.
So. I will stress this. The in-arena scoreboard had it right. They had no timeouts on the in-arena scoreboard.
Could you imagine what the conversation would be today?
If they took a timeout?
If they had called the timeout and didn't have one? Oh.
Be a lot worse for Mike Brown than it is anyway.
A lot worse.
Oh, God.
I wonder how much of what you saw from Jalen last night, too, was because of what was happening to him defensively. And he kind of got caught up in the moment where it's like, hey, you're going to come after me? You're like, okay.
I'm going to answer?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Which is, not ideal because, again, like, you have good players around you. You have, Cat just went off in the third quarter. Like, was just great for you in the third quarter.
Cat took 12 shots last night.
And, of course, in crunch time, yes, of course you want Jalen.
But not like that.
No, but I also, I think that, like I said to you, for a coach, the best thing, for a coach, period, what you want the most is to have players that you trust, that in certain moments they're going to make the right decisions, there's going to be a certain level of effort, and all those different things. I also understand that you are dealing with human beings, and as much as you may trust it, or hey, this worked for us last game, like things change, right? Stuff happens during the course of a game. Sometimes a guy has it going, sometimes it doesn't. The bench didn't have it going last. Like you have to alter your plans, you have to make adjustments on the fly. Well, it worked in game one, so it'll work. No, it's not working right now in game two.
It didn't work. It didn't work in the second quarter, and it didn't work in the fourth quarter.
Right, or like, hey, Jalen. Listen, I understand right now that they're attacking you on defense, like they're hunting you out. Let's not let that affect what we're trying to do on the offensive side of the ball now. This is not Jalen versus Atlanta.
Jalen took 26 shots. The next guy up was Towns with 12.
Right.
That's a massive difference. And then it was Hart with 11, Bridges with 10, OG with 9.
And the other thing, too, is let's find a way to slow C.J. McCollum down, man. I mean, I can't just sit there and watch him hunt Jalen the whole game.
It was awful watching him go off.
Mike Brown has a lot to prove in this playoff run.
He's got some work to get done here. Game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time. All right, we revert back to baseball tonight. Yankees visit the Red Sox, 6:45, and at 7:10, the Mets host the Twins. Oh, and by the way, at 7:30, RJ, the Buffalo Sabres host the Boston Bruins. I can't believe you didn't include that in the Tullamore Dew rundown. What's going on with this?
I don't know if anyone cares besides me and apparently you.
I care.
He's calling them his Sabres now, RJ. It's our Sabres.
Listen, I'm okay with it. I don't know how Rangers fans feel about it, but I'm okay with it.
Well, no. If the Rangers played the Sabres, I would root for the Rangers every day of the week. But right now, there is no Rangers, so I'll root for your Sabres.
I appreciate that.
I'm a good friend, and I feel badly for that fan base.
I appreciate that. We accept you.
I think this is excellent friendship skills, by the way.
I agree.
No, I think your hockey team stinks, and you're looking to get involved in the NHL playoffs.
Yeah, the winning is nice.
Last year, I jumped on the Maple Leafs bandwagon.
Well, that
this year,
was
Sabres.
That was heinous what you did last year.
I mean, your infatuation with Canada is disgusting.
Actually, yeah. After I'll have to present.
Take him back on.
Yeah, I got to present this. Yeah, I got to present this to the board after what you did last year.
No, it's too late. You've already taken me.
No,
we did a blood oath. I'm in.
No, you can't. I forgot about that last year.
Well, you can't stop me.
You're out of control come playoff time. All these bandwagons you're jumping on.
And that was Game Time, brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey. During today's action, glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. You feel like taking a break from the Knicks?
To dive right into the Mets? Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yes. Let's do a deep dive into all the great things that are happening now with the Mets. We'll do that next with the great Buster Olney. It's DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Hey Yankees fans, come out to Yankee Stadium on Saturday, May 2nd for the Yankees' annual Star Wars Day. Enjoy special appearances by some of your favorite Star Wars characters, and the first 18,000 guests in attendance will receive a Max-free Mandalorian bobblehead. Get your tickets now for Saturday, May 2nd, Star Wars Day at Yankee Stadium. For tickets, visit yankees.com/tickets. And may the Force be with you.
This is Rick Brunson, the assistant coach from the New York Knicks. I'll be driving to our games this season in style in my new Jeep Gladiator from Princeton Jeep. My friends at Princeton Jeep gave me all-star treatment, and you can expect the same thing. Just mention I sent you, and they'll treat you like family. Princeton Jeep has tons of inventory and great deals on new vehicles. Visit Princeton Jeep at 1045 State Road in Princeton, New Jersey, or online at PrincetonJeeps.com and tell them Rick Brunson sent you.
Now through April 23rd, get to Floor & Decor's flagship store in Brooklyn at 850 3rd Avenue. Enter the Design Your Day with K sweepstakes presented by Floor & Decor. Discover unmatched selection, unbelievable prices, plus standout looks in tile, wood, stone, and more. Explore fresh ideas, find your inspiration, and see real people, real projects. The Design Your Day with K sweepstakes, only at Floor & Decor in Brooklyn. Now through April 23rd. Visit ESPNNewYork.com for full details and rules.
Join DiPietro and Rothenberg this Thursday night for a special couch cast of Round 1 of the NFL Draft. Presented by Calandra's Bakery. The Jets and Giants now have 4 picks in the top 16, and Rick and Dave will react live as the first round unfolds. Plus, the guys will also react in real time to Game 3 of the Knicks-Hawks series. Catch it all in this YouTube-only exclusive, and it's all from Calandra's Bakery and ESPN New York.
In sports, the tape never tells the whole story. Hiring is no different. AI can make candidates look like an MVP on paper, so knowing the person and the skills behind the resume matters. That's where Robert Half changes the game. Our recruiters combine their expertise with award-winning AI to evaluate skills and fit quickly. Learn how we can find you specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, and more. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. I'm a little nervous because last week we tried this and I saw his beautiful face, but I couldn't hear him or he me. Let's try it again with the Buster Olney Report brought to you by the Perisman firm. Buster, can you hear me?
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Wow, modern technology. It's only taken us 2 years to figure it out.
But you know what? It's going to be great now. Moving forward, it's going to be sensational. So we talked to you last week, and what's wrong with the Mets? What's going on with the Mets? Is this thing going to get better? Little did we realize they wouldn't win a game in the entire time from when we talked to you last week. Buster, it's unbelievable right now what's happening to this team.
It really is shocking. I was the other day when I was in Los Angeles. We did the Jackie Robinson Day game last week. We saw the Mets and the Dodgers, and Steve Cohen was leaning up against the batting cage, right, for a couple of those games, and you're wondering what's going through his mind. You know, what he envisioned when he bought the Mets and what they are now, which is arguably one of the worst teams in baseball, and that being well earned. It doesn't feel like it's just. They're just having a bad start at this point. It feels like they're not a very good baseball team. You know, I was talking with evaluators with other teams coming off that road trip, and what I got back was for a team that focused a lot on run prevention in the offseason, they are a poor team defensively. And if you look at the thing that really jumped out to me in seeing them in person in L.A. was how disrespectfully they were being pitched. Like there's that sense of they're throwing so many fastballs, the Dodgers were than the Cubs, and it's like, we're going to throw you fastballs, and you can't hit it, and even if you did hit it, it's not going anywhere. And this morning I reached out to our friend Paul Hamakides, and I said, is this real? Like, I've been watching this where it's just like, boom, boom, right down the middle, fastballs right down the middle, and he came back to me. They are 30th out of 30 teams in OPS against fastballs with a 642. They're 30th out of 30 teams on damage on fastballs, 97 or above. The struggles are real. And yes, this goes back, it really mirrors the conversation we've been having about the Yankees in recent years when Aaron Judge goes out. Look, is there more to this team than Juan Soto? There should be for the payroll they have.
Right. I mean, that's what it comes back to is the amount of money that you're spending on this team and the results that you're getting. And now David Stearns has completely reimagined this group. Plus, the other thing that they don't do is walk.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, with ABS, the walks are up, and for whatever reason, they don't even walk. And on top of that, I got Francisco Lindor, who's supposed to be the one that's carrying this team right now with Soto. He's got one RBI and it was on a solo home run.
Yeah, I mean, they are really struggling. And you're 100% right. What you just said about them expanding the strike zone, chasing pitches, that's another thing I was hearing from evaluators. Man, that is an aggressive team. And that's not something that you turn around overnight. Now, getting Soto back because he is, one of the most disciplined hitters in baseball, maybe that creates a little bit of a ripple effect. But, man, they need a turnaround in a hurry from some of these guys. Bo Bichette's got to start hitting. Francisco's got to start hitting up and down the lineup. Because right now, again, that was the word that just jumped out to me day after day watching them on this most recent road trip was disrespect. Like, the opposing pitchers just don't think these guys are going to do anything.
It's great. It could
they haven't. Better. Well, because they haven't. They don't hit home runs. They
right.
But I mean, think about what Buster said. They swing and miss if it's a fastball down the middle. Otherwise, they chase at pitches that aren't even strikes. So, I mean, how are you supposed to do anything right here? All right, so they've lost 11 in a row. It's awful. You said the lack of respect is staggering. How long can the manager stay as the manager?
Yeah, and it's always a strange conversation because I think if you were to give truth serum to Steve, to David Stearns, other people in that front office, where do you rank Carlos Mendoza on the list of problems that you have? He probably wouldn't even make it in the top 10. But you guys have seen this. I've seen this too, where you have a billionaire who owns a ball team, and you're just not going to keep watching them lose day after day after day after day. You have a lame duck manager in his contract. He's within the realm of managers in baseball, he's making minimum wage. I always feel like when teams are struggling, it's always the young players, the veterans, essentially the cheap guys are the ones who wind up paying the price. And Carlos Mendoza, because of his salary, if they want to just shake things up and make things different, that he would be the guy who might go. And that all comes down to what Steve wants. This series against the Twins is a trap series because the general perception is they're not necessarily a contending team. And so what happens if you lose 12 or 13? Then at some point, and I don't know when that is, you got to believe that they're going to say, okay, we have to shake things up. Carlos Beltran is sitting there. Everybody that I talk to, it's the first name everybody mentions. And it makes sense because the relationship that he has, the fact that before they had talked to him about being a manager, it's an easy lever to pull if you're the organization just to see what's going to happen and see if you can change your trajectory. And by the way, I talked to an evaluator with another team earlier this week, and he said if the Mets fired Carlos Mendoza, they would be doing him a favor because in this evaluator's mind, there's nothing that indicates that they're going to turn this around.
Well, it feels like, too, I know you said that, of the people to blame, where he'd be on the list, but the decision against the Cubs the other day, and
yes,
listen, we take phone calls all the time, NFL season, I don't like this play calling, and it's like, okay, guys, this is an offensive play, but everyone saw that one coming. I mean, the broadcast was like, Nico Horner doesn't strike out, right? He puts the ball in play. I think it was like 360 with runners in scoring position. Why the hell are we not walking him? And his answer was, well, he would have taken second anyway. Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't a good answer. Wasn't a good sequence. I wonder if you were to ask Carlos today, about, with reflection, what do you think about that? Because you're talking about literally the guy who makes more contact than any hitter in Major League Baseball. Not like the 20th ranked contact hitter, the number one guy who's on a heater, who's off to a great start at the beginning of the year. And I wonder if he would, I'm sure that he would do something different if he had a chance to do it again.
They were laughing at him in Chicago. I read the tweets yesterday morning. They were talking. The post game guy on whatever WGN or whatever the network is for the Cubs to be on, Buster, was saying get your LinkedIn resume ready because you're going to be unemployed very soon. And Jesse Rogers our colleague here at ESPN, he couldn't believe that they pitched Nico Horner in that spot. It was jarring.
Yeah, no, we're right now. I'm in a baseball summit up in Bristol, right? All the baseball reporters from ESPN are here, and we were at dinner last night, and this was a big topic of conversation. Jesse
Dinner last
there.
Night, huh? Did you splurge for everyone? How did that work out?
Yeah, no. If I'm you're going. Wait a second. Don't hold me to that standard. If your bosses go out to dinner with you, who's paying for it, guys?
No, I'm just upset that I still haven't received my meal. But continue.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Okay, we'll address that.
Buster, probably me though.
That whole sequence came up, and of course, Carlos Mendoza came up. Sorry, Rick.
No, probably if that situation happened, it'd probably be me that paid for the dinner. In actuality, I'd be the one that would foot the bill. Yeah.
I can't tell if that's you're presenting that as if that's what I would do versus that's what they would make me do because I got made the most money in my career.
No, I don't blame you for not paying. You're well within your right to not pay. I'm just happy we're getting drinks at the Couchcast on Thursday on our big Couchcast. We're going to get some actual drinks this time. Buster, so when you talk to all your baseball people, should we as Mets fans feel like it's so early in the season that there's reason to believe that this is going to turn around, or a lot of people just feel like you said earlier, like this is just a bad baseball team?
It's a bad baseball team right now. And I think everyone, as we do with the Yankees, every time Judge goes out, it's going to look different when Soto comes back because he's one of the best hitters in baseball. That's the guy who anchors that lineup. So could that help turn around? And you hear this too, their pitching's actually pretty good. You guys know this. Like they're okay with their pitching. It's not like at the end of last year when you're just wondering in every start who's going to make it to the fifth inning. They're in a better position there. But generally speaking, defensively, issues, this is what I'm hearing from other teams, major issues at first base, major issues at third base, major issues corner outfield. And it's been surprising to me to hear, people talk about that like this is a big deal. Like they're not good defensively.
Oh, this is really an uplifting conversation. The great Buster Olney with us here, ESPN New York. So we know that it's very tenuous with the manager. At any point, could Steve Cohen, because you talk about him as kind of the wild card, could he become angry at the point with David Stearns where he's just like, that's it? Or is David Stearns secure in his job?
I would be shocked if it happened during the year. But look, all you have to do is to follow the fingerprints of some of the stuff they did during the offseason. Steve doesn't have the public perception of him is not George Steinbrenner of the 1980s, right? But he clearly, and I heard this from people through the years who work for him, he will tell you when he thinks you screwed up. And so when they had the collapse at the end of last year, what do? They blow out the whole coaching staff, and in the same way that I don't think anybody would blame Carlos Mendoza for what's going on at the beginning of this year, I don't think you're blaming Jeremy Hefner, who's considered to be an excellent pitching coach, who, by the way, is doing pretty well with the Atlanta Braves right now. But there was that big push out. And then the sequencing around the Bo Bichette signing was something that got folks' attention. I thought going into this year, because of the way last year ended, if you were to rank all the people in baseball, who's got the most pressure on them to succeed in 2026, David was number one on the list. There's no doubt about it. And so even if, and I don't know, I mean, it's up to Steve what he's going to do, but even if, let's say they don't make the playoffs, it's another disappointing year for them. Even if he didn't fire David, he's making a lot of money, $12-13 million a year in that job. Do we think that there's a good chance he's going to go into the offseason on double secret probation? Yeah, I think we saw the offseason sort of reflect that.
Well, what you just said, I think, is the most alarming. The things that you're hearing from people is, defense at third base isn't good, first base isn't good, corner outfield's not good, and those are all things that we talked about when they made the signings in the first place. Right, Pete's gone because of defensive run saved, and you have a third baseman that's never played third base and a first baseman that's never played first base. So I guess I want to ask this. The people you talk to, do they find it strange that David Stearns was so successful in Milwaukee where he didn't have the kind of resources that he has now and is struggling like he is now with it feels like a unlimited amount of money to spend?
Not necessarily. I always think that's always the question, right? When those guys go from small market to big markets. Now, Andrew Friedman went from the Tampa Bay Rays to the Dodgers, went from working with pennies to going to the Dodgers and figuring it all out. But they had a team that was in place at the time that Andrew, where they were a playoff team. And so it wasn't like he had to reconstruct everything. There's a lot more work, I think, from where David was when he started. And there's confidence. You talk to folks with other teams, their respect for David. There's confidence that given time, eventually they're going to work it out. But I don't. It's always the question with guys going from small market to big market: can they work it out? And again, who actually has the steering wheel on some of this stuff? David went into the offseason talking about run prevention, and the early moves they made absolutely showed that, trading for Marcus Semien, which you can debate that move, whether or not it's a good one. But when they signed Bo Bichette, it was read in other front offices like, that's not David's move. He's not going to be talking about run prevention for 3 months and then all of a sudden pivot to a guy who's never played the position before, as good a hitter as he is.
Well, we even talked about it that at the time on this show.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, well, it felt like they wanted Tucker. They were all in on Tucker. They lost him in the 11th hour. All right, immediately, let's pivot. Right, and that felt like that was the owner that was kind of upset and wanted to make a quick move.
Right, because the fan base was upset because Pete was gone and Brandon Nimmo had been traded and Jeff McNeil, and so there was a reaction there, and that's always the question, right? Who actually is making some of these moves?
Very, very, very frustrating. All right, let's switch over to the Yankees a little bit. So last we talked to you, even though they went 2-2 against the Angels, it was not an attractive series for the Yankees. It didn't look good in that series, and quite frankly, they got lucky to win any games in that series. And then it was the Royals, and they right now are the worst record in baseball. So Are the Yankees okay? Are there still some concerns? Is it wait till they get healthy? What's your view of where we are at the Yankees right now?
So, I think especially as they begin to get some of these guys back, Volpe and Rodon and Garrett Cole, they stand to be the best team in the American League. I mean, they have so many things going well, and I do think going forward, that game that Ben Rice the other day had against left-hander Cole Reagans put that whole question to bed. You're going to play Ben Rice against the lefty. Yeah, you are. And by the way, he's perfect as a leadoff hitter, right? If you go Rice and Judge, I talked to the folks of the other teams about this. I mean, that is a daunting 1-2. Ben Rice, I don't think that people, casual fans really understand like how good he is, especially hitting in that ballpark. So when you start out with those two guys going 1-2, that's a pretty good start. And the fact that Schlittler right now has been so dominant, to go along with the other starters they have, there's a lot of promise there. Now, obviously, the big question's about their bullpen, and eventually coming up, there's going to be spillover from the rotation because they're all not going to stay. My guess, as we sit here today, is that Ryan Weathers winds up going to the bullpen. Then you get a power lefty coming out, and I wouldn't be surprised if Luis Gil, maybe he's the guy who goes down to the minor leagues if there's not another injury, and you keep him extended, pitching every 5 days. But that rotation could be dynamic by the time those guys get back.
Buster, how much juice is it at with Schlittler going back to Boston to play against the Red Sox?
I mean, you tell me, right? You tell me, because you played. He goes back, and I'll never forget, talking to him after he pitched that amazing playoff game against the Red Sox, and there's a steal with him. Like there's an inner FU when he competes that I'm sure that, other players love. Like he's ready to go. And I'm thinking of, him going back and there was all that talk when he beat the Red Sox and him not necessarily being a huge Red Sox guy growing up. And now to have all the fans, tweeting at him and according to, Cam, giving his family a hard time, you can bet that when he's warming up in the bullpen, and you guys know how the bullpens are situated in Fenway Park, he's going to hear it from those fans, and he can't wait. Like he just seems to be one of those personalities that's just dying for this to happen, to the point that I think Aaron Boone's biggest concern is how much of that emotion could be overwhelming for him. Like he's so amped up coming out in that game that that might be an issue early in that start. But if he gets through that, oh man, it's going to be a fun watch.
And it kind of feels like he loves it. Like he loves that they hate him, and he wants to go back there, and he really does. So last we talked to you, Toronto, you said they were at a really tenuous spot. They're still in last place, but they scored like 8 runs before even an out was retired. Are they okay? Not even to win the division. Are they okay on the season?
Not necessarily. Like they're right now they are trying to like get through this part of their schedule because they've had so many injuries. Alejandro Kirk, all-star catcher, going down. George Springer, leadoff hitter, going down. All the rotation injuries for them. And so they're grinding right now. Dylan Cease comes out, great start, 12 strikeouts in 5 innings. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr., we talked about him before the season, hitting .355. Like he is raking. But it feels like every at-bat is such a big at-bat for him because they're so thinned out in the lineup. And this is a time when they're going to have to hit enough to overcome all those pitching injuries. So they're kind of hanging in there, But if I think that probably the confidence they got from reaching the World Series last year is helping them right now, where they feel like, hey, we can figure this out.
Buster, last one for me. So you mentioned Nimmo, you mentioned Alonso, and how the fan base reacted to those. I think the one that hurt Dave and I the most was the Diaz one, because it felt like it was, that $3 million. Why didn't we figure this thing out? Why play games? How much of what you're seeing now with his medicals played into maybe the Mets not going above and beyond to keep him here?
Yeah, I mean, look, only David no, but I know I started hearing rumblings when Diaz began to have issues. What was it, 8-10 days ago? The velocity drop and stuff like that, and people at the teams like, yeah, not surprising. Like there's something in there, like loose bodies, and the handling the Dodgers have this is so classic because it feels like the Dodgers have this layaway plan during the year. You have a Blake Snell, you have a Clayton Kershaw, and you say, you know what? just go and rest up physically and take care of your business. When you get the surgery, Edwin Diaz is not doing a 6-week rehab and they're rushing him back. It's like, just take 3 months. That's our timeline. Just be back here by the end of August, and then we'll get ready for October. And I think, that, but I suspect that the Dodgers, because of the resources, if in fact there was stuff in the medicals that concerned them, they're like, you know what, this is all fixable. We'll work it out. We can get him back. That's there's certainly other players that have medical issues, and some teams will run in the other direction. The Orioles have been famous for that through the years. But with the Dodgers, with their money, that's part of the luxury of having those type of resources. You can say, hey, you know what? If we get 2 good months out of this guy, it's worth the money.
I asked the guys on the show this the other day, and I think there were differing opinions. Dodgers or the field for this World Series this season?
Well, I mean, the smart play is the field. Yep. And we saw it last year. The Dodgers were the best team, and they were pushed to, being 2 outs away from being eliminated by the Blue Jays. But right now, they're clearly the best team again. I would say this. I think Atlanta, the Braves are really good. And on top of that, Michael Harris has gotten better. Other key guys in the lineup has gotten better. And tonight, actually, Spencer Strider, Sean Murphy are starting a minor league rehab. They're going to be back. Hassan Kim, the shortstop, is going to be back. It's the deepest Braves roster that you guys have seen in years. And they're actually playing pretty well. So if you're asking me what team right now is the biggest threat to the Dodgers, I would say the Braves.
All right. Well, listen, we appreciate you. Thank you so much, although the connection just vanished quickly. What do you think the Titans are going to do it for? What's your son looking for it for?
So I saw.
Why are you laughing? How's that funny?
It's a good. I like the question. It's a good question. Let's get a little NFL in here. I like it. The draft on Thursday.
So my son, I texted him. I saw a mock draft that had them taking a linebacker, and he was like, "That guy should be fired," and because he's like, "We're taking the running back. He
wants Jeremiah Love,
we're taking a run back." That's what he wants because he has all those Derrick Henry memories, and he thinks and I'm like, dude, you guys aren't close enough to take that guy. That guy's not going to be a difference maker, but that's who he wants.
All right. Well, we appreciate you. And at what point do you think the meal's going to be paid off?
You asked me, and I keep telling you I'm going to be in New York in June, and it's going to happen. And I, just looking at your faces, Red, Dave doesn't believe me, and Rick does.
I'm sorry, Buster, that you have to do this. You're a man of integrity.
Well,
I know
what? It's been a long time. I will do this for you right now. Okay. I would allow you to go double or nothing. You think he's going to hit 370 this year?
I'm checking out this conversation.
Bye, Buster. We'll talk to you next week.
You're a bad guy.
Why?
Because you're a bad guy. Because he wants to get it taken care of. He's got a crazy schedule. He does not live close. It's going to happen in June, and it's going to be spectacular.
It is going to be spectacular.
It's going to be delicious.
And that was the Buster Olney Report, brought to you by the Perisman Firm. If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, call the Perisman Firm now at 718 Workers and get the justice that you deserve. The Perisman Firm, where your case is their cause. That was nice. He's very good.
He's the best. And we got him at a great time, too. It sounds like he was at the baseball summit, so he's getting all sorts of
little baseball convention.
Yeah, I should have asked him. I want to ask him what they're going to do with Senga, but didn't have time.
Well, what can they do with Senga?
Yeah, right. I don't know.
They're already not starting Peter, so what are they supposed to do with Senga?
It's a great question. Last 2 starts have been brutal.
Horrendous.
Yeah.
So I am driving to Lancaster on Friday.
Okay.
And they have a matinee. And I go in to get a sandwich on my way there, and I come back out and I'm listening to the game on Sirius because I had lost contact with our station. So I'm listening to the game on Sirius, and I get a text. I'm just getting in the car, and I get a text from Dan. Ugh, Senga stinks. And I'm listening to the game. It's like 1-1 in the and then 3-run home run. I'm like, come on, Dan.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Dan is the most. Dan is the most negative Mets fan I know of right now.
Well, look at what the guy has in his life.
What?
Look. I mean, he's got the Mets.
Yeah.
He's got the Jets.
I do. Yeah. Also.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not that negative.
I don't think he's a Knicks fan, though.
I choose the brighter side.
Well, maybe you're more optimistic than he is.
Apparently I am. I don't love the fact that the team that scares him the most outside of the Dodgers is the Braves. Doesn't make me feel good. This is the deepest Braves team you've ever seen.
They were supposed to take a step back this season.
Well, no. I got all sorts of good Braves news. Strider's back. Murphy's going to rehab his side.
Don't worry about it. Kim is
Michael
gonna
Harris
make it
got
back.
better.
Oh, remember you asked the question recently? We were talking about Mendoza, why he wasn't going to the draft.
Yeah.
I guess his mom can't go to the draft because she's
because of her
not
MS.
well, and he wants to spend draft night with her.
That's great.
RJ,
Hi.
how you doing?
Just dandy. That was nice with Buster.
That was nice.
RJ, do you think that
see him and hear him.
Dave bringing up the lunch all the time is offensive by any chance?
Buster sounded borderline offended.
So I think we're crossing over that line now, but I do respect Dave for trying to get an answer, trying to shake him down. Because listen, it started out as I'll be there this year, then I'll be there this summer, now I'll be there in June. So I do think Dave. Listen, is it comfortable? Not all the time, but I think what Dave is doing is getting us closer to an answer.
Keep pressing him, Dave. Let's see what
don't
happens. Let's see what happens.
Dave actually is the poster child for things should be uncomfortable.
Yeah,
it's where he thrives.
It's your phrase.
I know,
the
but I think
workplace is meant to be uncomfortable.
Right, but I think you could be the poster child for it.
The workplace is meant to be uncomfortable.
You do your best work.
I don't know if maybe next week we take a week off from the question.
It's a different kind of uncomfortable, though, with Dave.
Right.
It's not the uncomfortable you're talking about.
But you are, listen, you have us on the precipice. We went from a full year to a season to a month. Now we're just going to nail down the week.
That is nice.
All
That
right,
makes
if
strides.
it doesn't happen in June, am I within my rights to be like, Buster, what's going on here?
I think so, yeah.
And you could probably send somebody.
I don't want to hurt him.
I send some muscle.
I did watch a documentary yesterday.
Of course you did. That's all you do is watch documentaries.
Yeah,
Yes,
with the 5 families.
He's going to send the leg breakers after Buster.
Got anybody you want to send? Send a message?
Mm-mm.
No?
Nope. And then I started a new show.
Okay. Would you like to tell us?
Yeah. You can't say the word creek.
Okay. You've been talking about that.
Yeah.
I think you can say that, actually, though, because it's not the actual word. It's spelled differently.
You say it.
Well, I don't think I need to say it.
It's said on the airwaves all the time when it was on the air, so I don't know.
Really? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think you need to. I think people get it.
The creek.
People know what you're talking about.
Eugene Levy.
Yeah, Poops Creek.
But not poop.
But not poop.
Right.
Yeah, the bad word.
Right.
The one that
I think we know.
The one that Mitchie never heard dumped in his entire
Yeah,
life.
that one.
You're listening to DiPietro and Rothenberg on WHSQ, WCBS FM HD2 in New York. RJ.
Hi.
RJ.
Hey.
There you are. How you doing?
Good.
You ready, CMT?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Let's go.
To cuddle.
I'm servicing 3 times as many people as he's able to get to.
To marry.
Not everyone can afford to take off work and pay whatever it costs to get a foursome.
Or to trash.
Let the wild rumpus begin.
That.
Want a meat stick?
Is the question.
All righty then.
How do you think you'd perform in a foursome? Do you think you'd have the ability to really manage that situation?
So
I think you'd be the better expert.
So
on
Buster
that.
Olney was on, and
I think
Probably
that's a fair
not.
question.
as Buster was telling us from the baseball summit, and his own eyes have told him the Mets are their problem.
That conversation from the Mets' perspective couldn't have gone worse.
No.
Wasn't great.
No. It's like, Buster, is there reason for optimism? No.
He said his sources told them that if Carlos Mendoza got fired, the Mets would be doing him a favor.
Right.
It actually felt that way when he answered that question, though. It's like that Joe Judge moment where I wouldn't mind being fired right now.
Would you reach out to Mendoza if he got fired, RJ?
Yeah, sure. Give him a platform to speak.
Yeah.
Well, we'd probably just, be a nice nurturing space for the truth.
Yeah. That's all we want. We strive for the truth.
I'm going to leave Carlos Mendoza out of this because it seems too obvious. But off of that, what concerns you most about the Mets right now?
Everything.
Yeah, you got it.
Would it be their hitting, which
the Mets,
which Buster said they're the worst fastball hitting team in baseball.
So they don't hit the fastball well down the middle, and then they chase a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't walk.
Buster was offended for them by how they
slug.
were being challenged with the fastball.
He was.
Would it be their defense?
It's disrespectful.
Which is just not very good. Or
hasn't been for a while.
Or
how you shut your mouth, you dirty Yankee fan?
Would it be that you don't trust the one making all, or at least most of, the big decisions, David Stearns?
See, the interesting part of this question is, because I think it's a really good question, is what Buster alluded to, and I think we actually talked about it at the time, is this is David Stearns' team, But how much of David Stern's decisions have been influenced by what the owner wants?
Yeah, I mean, Buster just told you Bo Bichette was
right.
That's not
But we knew that. That was so obvious.
right.
All right, I'm
So,
going to.
It is tough to then draw the line, though.
Correct.
Of where? Okay. What was Stearns and what wasn't? Maybe we'll have him on the show too. He can tell us.
Yeah, let's get David on.
I'm sure he'll be honest.
How come you stink?
This is tough.
David,
I
why
can answer,
stink?
I can answer it first if you'd like.
No, it's my responsibility
to the people.
What is
to go
it?
first.
Old Yeller? It's my
his duty.
responsibility. He's
I
mine.
mean, it's part of my duties during CMT. I go first for the first question. It's,
A lot of your
it's
answers
scripted
are-
for that.
That's
Don't,
true,
don't.
A lot of your
don't.
answers are duty.
There it is.
That wasn't even funny. All right.
I know.
I'm going to marry.
There's one Mary. I mean, it's the obvious Mary.
You're going to say Stearns.
No.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I'm not going to say Stearns.
I am not either, because I think the obvious answer is the offense stinks.
Yeah, I was going to marry the offense. I mean, they're all so bad. I will. You're going to yell at me. I'll cuddle the defense and I'll trash Stearns.
Here's the thing, though, is we all knew that the defense was going to be an issue or had the potential to be an issue with the moves that you made in the first place.
Right.
So I'll marry the offense, I'll cuddle Stearns, I'll trash the defense. And that's the answer.
Well,
RJ,
there-
don't you agree that's the answer?
That's probably where I would lean.
Thank you.
There's a power desk I can get up right now. You got Allen up there.
Yep.
You got Monica.
Wearing a nice cardigan.
Yeah, you got Monica. You got Greeny.
Yeah.
You got Wilbon.
Yeah, they glazed. I
I got to turn it back. I had turned it off.
Allen glazed all over Wilbon.
Because they're just showing Knicks highlights.
And by the way, so Allen, who did his work, who did the show, DHR, out on location, worked for MSG.
Did his MSG duties, yep.
It looked like they were freezing cold during that block.
I think they were.
Don was in his winter parka.
Yeah, I was told those guys
Coffee's
were
blowing off
Those
the
guys
desk.
were very cold.
Hahn was on with Ty on the ride home. Ty was on until 1 a.m.
He drove home? He didn't stay in the city?
I guess maybe he did. He was going somewhere.
He had to stay in the
He was
city.
in transit, and now he's on Get Up.
He had to be put up in a hotel. RJ.
Had to.
It sounded like he was driving a vehicle.
I feel like Hahn goes home.
No way.
We got to find out.
I don't know if
What
he's
time
going
did the
all
post
way
game
home.
end?
Ray, what time did you get off there? Because they went a half hour longer
What time did
than
you get
that.
off, Ray?
It was
Stop.
Really stop. It was after 11.
So if they,
If he finished up at 11:45,
yeah,
and probably had to be back for this show at what time?
Oh,
7?
I think production meeting.
They have an
started-
early meeting.
Yeah, maybe even earlier than 7.
There's no way he went
No.
home.
Not look as fresh as he looks right now.
No, he looks dapper.
He does. He always looks dapper. All righty. So, the Knicks.
I'm gonna text him.
I
mean,
was
he's
texting him. He's not going to answer right now.
He's
on-
literally live on
on the
television.
desk.
Okay.
Speaking.
So they're gonna go to break.
You want to text him and see if he looks down?
No, I just want to text him and see what.
Call
he
his
texts me
phone.
when I'm doing the show.
See if he forgot to put it on vibrate. Call it.
What if he-
Alan, hey, DNR.
Hey,
Put Wilbon on the phone.
Tell Wilbon we said hi.
He hands over the phone.
Yes.
Oh, that
Well, no,
would-
because Greeny will snap, because that just happened not too long ago. Tannenbaum's phone just kept going off, and he confiscated
In
his
segment?
phone. Yeah.
Great.
Stole his phone from him.
That's how it goes.
They put it in a phone box.
That's how it goes. The Knicks. Obviously tied 1-1 with the Hawks now with that series. So based on what you've seen so far, what concerns you most?
Ooh.
Would it be that the Knicks, too Jalen Brunson dependent late? Would it be Karl Anthony Towns not being as involved as you'd like in the first half of game 1 and then the fourth quarter yesterday? Or would it be Mike Brown's coaching?
Cool. Good question, RJ.
This is a good one.
This is a nice one. Ha. I probably would have sprinkled in like Jalen's defense also in this mix, but
Yeah, that was.
I will marry.
That was tough to watch. Well,
Walk up three-pointer.
oh,
There we
nice.
go.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
they were-
That got me fired up.
They were making him work yesterday.
Yes.
I mean,
They were hunting
Isn't
him.
that a smart game plan?
well, I mean,
Yes.
and he's. I mean, credit and discredit at the same time because if not for him, he scored their last 10 points, literally.
All I want to do, by the way, is rip the glasses off Quinn Snyder's face.
Why are you so nasty with Quinn Snyder?
Yeah,
I hate those glasses.
Like, go. Why?
Are you just
should be
mad at
wearing-
him and
you're
you're
supposed
taking
to be
it-
wearing glasses?
Are you just mad at him and you're taking it out on the glasses?
But it got so predictable. Like you don't. Jalen's best quality, I mean, besides the clutch factor, is like his footwork. All you hear about, like maybe best footwork
Well,
by
on offense, not on defense.
Right.
He ain't moving those things great on defense.
But even those times, I mean, he got swatted like full palm on the basketball twice in the last 3 minutes. Yep. And how many times do you ever see that? I mean, it happens, but like swat straight down, remains in play, fast break the other way. Like Atlanta stole possessions.
That was the worst part of it, that it went fast break the other way.
But I mean, listen, there's, I guess, 2 ways to win, right? I mean, offense, defense, but on defense specifically, you steal possessions. Steals, blocks, not necessarily even just stops. And
well, but then you go right down and score easy like they did.
Yep.
Now, to his credit, he makes a 3 and makes it a 1-point game.
Yeah, he's the reason they were even in it the way they were.
I'm going to marry Mike Brown. I'm going to cuddle Jalen dependent. I'm going to trash Towns because I think the Jalen thing is part of the reason why Towns isn't more involved.
Mm-hmm.
And he could change that.
So I'm going to agree with you with the trashing of Cat. I need to see more, but I think part of that is because they're so dependent on Jalen Brunson, which is why I'll marry that. It can't just be Jalen every possession down the stretch of every game, and then I'll cuddle the Mike Brown coaching, which I think is a concern, but I think they can work through it if they are a little more, giving of the basketball offensively down the stretch of these games.
Right, but what concerns me about that and why I didn't marry the Jalen part of that is because I have to believe at some point, unless this is not the case, and this is why he's the coach anyway, where you could actually hey, Jalen, we love you. You're great. Stop taking this so personal. Let's get the big guy involved. Let's get other people involved. As opposed to what you did last night where it was just the Jalen show.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that third quarter. Towns and
Alvarado looked good together.
Yeah, they did. And Mitch, it's not a high number. What did he score, 13?
Mitch was a beast last night.
That's his playoff career high.
Great around the rim.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
by the way, I have an update on Hahn. He is hoteling it all week in New York City.
That makes sense.
Yep.
That makes sense. NFL draft 2 days away.
Oh, baby.
So is a couch cast. We'll get to that. But as to
RJ, will there be a smorgasbord of drinks on Thursday?
I don't know about a smorgasbord, but I
how many drinks do you need?
Yeah, I have it on good authority. You better soda your face off because
baby.
I think that there were. See, here's the thing I was telling people because listen, to their credit, people heard what you said. They heard the criticism, and I think they're eager to correct it. Nice. And I was like, here's the thing: he's not even going to have any. He doesn't drink soda.
Oh yeah,
you better drink soda.
Hey, you got Diet Coke. If there's Diet Pepsi,
you're going to be drinking soda and eating cannolis. You're going to start running around.
I love a Diet Pepsi.
As do I.
Oh,
I actually
Diet Pepsi.
I got one. I don't know, a couple weeks ago. And it was like not a healthy meal. I'm like, oh, why do you just go all the way? And I was like, no, I prefer the taste.
You prefer the Diet Pepsi over the regular Pepsi?
Yes.
I love the taste of Diet Pepsi.
Well, you might be a sicko.
I prefer the taste.
You might be a sicko.
It's delicious.
Yeah, I agree. So, pick
I'm
five.
not one of those people that goes to McDonald's and gets like 2 Big Macs, a fry.
Give me that double quarter pounder and a
right.
large fry.
Make it extra large and
give me a Diet Coke.
The diet. I need the diet.
Yeah. I know. I prefer the taste. I don't think it's.
I like it.
So
you plan to let yourself go on Thursday, RJ?
Like food wise?
Yeah.
I think the Sabres. I think it all depends on what the Sabres are doing.
Yeah,
but we're gonna have dinner before.
No, but I mean, he could gorge himself if the Sabres do well, and he could also gorge himself if it goes south.
Right. A double gorge.
Yeah, probably. It's going to be an emotional night. It's going to be a very emotional
There's a lot
night.
happening.
So pick 5. Asked something similar last week, and that was what you guys would do. Now I'm presenting. By the way,
I thought you were asking. We have to pick 5. That's a lot to choose.
No.
Okay.
By the way, you see this is not the question. You see the odds swung again as to who will go to.
Reese is
it's
now
back
the
to
favorite,
Bailey.
right?
Back and forth.
Now it's Reese.
Yeah.
Now it's Reese.
So.
Which sounds like it actually may be a good thing for the Giants at 5 because Bailey would be the one that some teams try to trade up to get.
Listen, Schrager says nothing is a sure thing, okay?
Schrager actually says he still thinks it'll be Bailey at 2.
Correct.
Yeah, it's minus 220-ish on Reese, I think, right now to go second. So,
do you think they're just testing the water as to like which one?
Of course they are. I think they know which guy they're taking.
They have to know.
I think they know.
I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I'm a believer that 30 visit being canceled was not nothing. I know people that know a lot more than me say that you shouldn't look too far into it. If you're going to draft a guy second, and I know they just have a lot of picks, and I know you want to use those picks, those 30 visits on guys you have more questions about. I don't know. If I'm drafting a guy second overall, I want.
You want more time with him?
Yeah,
I agree with
there's
that.
Probably, I mean, there could be veterans. Like, there's a lot of things that can happen during that visit. RJ, but you also don't have superpowers.
That's true.
My coach does.
Play call is my superpower, really.
That's a good point. So
maybe part of his superpower is he doesn't need to bring him into the facility.
That's right.
Right.
Pick number 5. Who will it be? Not who you would take. Who will it be? Because this asks you to kind of forecast what's going to happen before that.
Speaking of forecasting what's going to happen, we're going to make our draft predictions on Thursday. Right, Rick?
Were you prepared for that? I don't.
You just ruined his day.
I mean, we do it every
I'm not
year,
making
so
any
why would this
predictions.
year be any different?
I'll be at the couch, guys.
He's always so angry about
He's
this.
got his
Every
master's prediction. Rick is
every year. He's always
Yeah,
so
my
mad
prediction
about
will
this.
be that I will be at the couch cast.
great.
That's my prediction.
We're not gonna do a top. I don't know, 16.
You know, for some people that would be enough.
We're not doing a top 16.
What about top 5? Oh,
the most I go is 10.
Oh,
You should be
the 10th pick.
honestly.
RJ, why did you settle for 5?
Honestly, if you're going to go top 15, you may as well go
Sherry
top
does.
6. You may. Oh no. If you're going to go 15, you may as well go 16 because
I
the
just
Jets are
said
there.
top 16.
Yeah, so. Well,
I said 10. Why did I say 15? I said 10.
Somebody said 15.
No, one
No,
said 15.
I don't think anybody said 15. I don't think one person
Well, listen.
ever said 15.
In fairness, my brain is operating at half capacity right
That's
now.
fair.
But I could have sworn I heard 15.
Who said 20?
Yeah. We just do
You
the
can
whole
do
round.
you can do 20 if you
Till
like.
Ty
Rick.
Simpson goes.
If you're going to go the first round, you might as well go all 2 rounds.
You know what,
Let's
Rick?
mock 7 rounds
No,
on Thursday
Rick,
morning.
Rick, you said it right there. Until Ty Simpson goes.
Yeah.
I said it.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
Ray is
I
not
said
functioning
it.
at a high level right now, okay? Just let him be. RJ,
You got
ask your draft
nothing.
question.
I'm hearing a fire alarm in my head right now. Okay, it's not great.
we
You're
got
like the Mets.
we got to drum up the Ty Simpson interest. Get him off the board at 17, 18.
Or 11.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
So maybe he can go 2.
No, it's got to go 17. We want him to go like 17.
Maybe we could be like that kid last year. Whose kid was that? That started calling teams and be like, hey,
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was
Atlanta?
That wasn't that Ulbricht's kid.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm pretty. Yeah.
In Atlanta.
Pick 5.
Yeah.
Styles, Downs, Jeremiah Love. Who will be the pick? Not what you would do.
I'm surprised you didn't add a receiver into that mix.
Yeah, I was going to put Jordan Tyson, but I just didn't. I didn't want. I mean, who would you take out as Downs? Who are you taking out of that group?
Well, the rumor going around now is I've heard from multiple people.
You got a better chance to get him at 5 than 10.
No, about the style stuff.
That they
Is
don't.
that they
want
don't
him.
want Styles.
Because they don't want Styles.
Yeah, which is what I've kind of heard as well.
Rick
so,
sent some interesting audio that perhaps we can get to.
I'm going to marry Downs. Here is my one most confident thing with the Giants. Is that they 5 trade back, 10, whatever, they're going to wind up with Caleb Downs on this team. So I will marry Downs at 5.
Of course you will.
I will cuddle Love, and I will trash Styles.
It sounds like, too, another thing I heard.
Which is crazy.
Was that they're going to get an offensive lineman.
Jordan's
in
been
those
saying
2
that.
picks or
In those 2
37
picks,
as
they're
well?
going to come. No, and those 2 picks are going to come over with an
Really?
offensive lineman. Yeah.
So if I told you the Giants got Downs and Maui Noah, how would you feel?
And even Vega Yawone.
I would like it.
I've learned how to do that one too.
I mean, you got a hole at guard. And I also don't know. I mean, Andrew Thomas does have the history of being hurt, and when he gets hurt, your offensive line stinks. And,
Right,
and-
it's no longer decent.
I mean, I also have the ability to take him, put him at guard, and then when Illuminor's gone, bump him out to the outside. But
you sure do.
I will also marry Downs. I will cuddle Love, and I will trash Styles.
Dave, you've spent a couple of months talking about Styles. Does this pain you in any way?
No. I mean, I like Styles, but if they don't, and I also I love Downs. I love him. I mean, a lot of people have Downs like as the top 2 or 3 player in this entire draft.
To be fair, probably with your offseason, it probably doesn't make a ton of sense to sign Styles. I know that's your guy.
No, I don't agree with
or
that.
draft Styles.
Why? Because they brought in Edmonds?
Yeah,
I
but
mean-
Edmonds is going to be a short-term guy.
But still.
Yeah, Edmonds will be here 2 years tops.
Yeah, but still. I mean, 2 years is 2 years. I mean, you have a lot of needs, is my point, though. If that's not as urgent.
There's no spot they can take. You'd be like, well, they didn't need that.
Well, especially on the defensive. I mean, the defensive side of the ball right now for them.
It sounds like DJ Reader's a done deal also.
Yeah.
Just waiting for the draft to go by.
Yeah, maybe take like Caden McDonald later on, trade back in. Who knows? So, Couchcast Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's a lot going on. A ton. Everything, really. 1 million. 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 1 milli I asked the two of you, which event is most likely, based on what you're looking for out of your respective teams, is most likely to disappoint you? Would it be the draft, in terms of what you're... It sounds like Dave can't be disappointed. But for Rick, there could be some thoughts there.
Well, I don't know how... I mean, being serious, how could the Giants screw this up? Like, if they went up with Love and Downs, or Downs and Tyson, or Downs
Or
and...
if they don't take Downs.
And Mao and Noah, or Styles and... Like, Rick, I mean, you correct me if I'm wrong. Am I missing? Like, is there a duo that they could take that you'd be like, ugh, awful?
No, I don't think there's a duo. It's just going to how it plays out.
Or maybe if it's a position you're just personally not looking for. If you're just turning it over and saying, whatever they do, I love, then yes, you can't be disappointed.
No, I'm not saying just matter of fact, whatever they do, I love.
Maybe you don't want Jordan Tyson. Maybe you don't want an offensive lineman.
Right. If you're concerned about the injuries of Jordan Tyson, sure.
Would it be the draft? Would it be the Knicks and Hawks, Game 3? Or would it be the Mets with perhaps still riding?
What's the question?
Most likely to disappoint you.
How can the Mets disappoint you anymore? All they do is
still
lose.
disappoint you. They can still disappoint you.
They could still. If they're riding a 13,
you're up.
If they're riding,
So what am I marrying? The most disappointing thing that could happen?
Yeah, if they're riding a 13-game, possibly going to 14-game losing streak.
And I got what? Knicks? What else?
You got Knicks, you got Mets, and for you, Jets.
So this is what could disappoint me the most.
Yeah, what you would expect to disappoint you the most.
Oh, what I would expect to disappoint me the most. Oh. I would probably. I would expect the Mets to disappoint me.
Of course.
I'll marry them. I will. See, I'm in the same boat though. I don't know what the Jets could do potentially with 2-16 that I would be like really disappointed with.
I could think of something.
What, take Simpson at 16?
That's right.
Yeah.
But then it doesn't sound like they're going to do that.
And then you get the Knicks, which would be the most disappointing if they went and lost. But,
see, Dave's in a dangerous place right now.
I'll marry the Mets. I'll cuddle the. Expect to disappoint me. I'd have to cuddle the Jets then and trash the Knicks.
All right, I'll marry the Mets. I'll cuddle the Knicks, and I'll trash the Giants.
The reason I think you're in a dangerous place is because you're going to co-sign anything and everything they do right now. Everything. Which
He was like this with David Stearns. The same thing.
That's what I mean. I think you're in a vulnerable place, and I want to say...
I'm not vulnerable.
Yeah, you are.
I'm bullish. No.
Well, bullish can be vulnerable. I don't think you're seeing the board clearly.
I see the board like a beautiful mind.
You saw David Stearns like a beautiful mind.
Look at that. Theorems. I see theorems, RJ.
You saw two. See, I actually don't want to blame you because I love the optimism. But I think it's Ty that says he loves where you're at. He thinks you're crazy, but he loves where you're at.
Okay.
And I think you're in David Stearns territory with the Giants right now. Anything and everything is great. And
I love this. You love this trade.
Oh, I love the trade.
You love the trade.
But you're just telling me there's nothing they can do that would disappoint you.
Well, I mean, Rick feels the same way outside of drafting Ty Simpson. If the Giants draft Ty Simpson, that would disappoint me, RJ.
That's taken very long.
No, if they take Ruben Bain, that would be weird.
You can't love every single player on the board.
Why would it be weird?
That's crazy.
If the Giants took Ruben Bain,
why would it be weird?
A short arm pass
in that
rusher.
Position. They got Burns. They got Abdul Carter. They still got Thibodeau.
Sounds like Thibodeau's not going to be dealt, by the way.
Right.
So he's not Dexter Lawrence.
It looks like he put on some beef too.
Well, RJ, I don't understand. Why can't I be all in on what they're doing?
No, you can be. I'm just saying. I think you're vulnerable.
I don't disagree with you, but I think that the names that you've already heard that they're talking about, he likes.
And possibly taking, I think it was McShay on Eisen that said.
I was taking a receiver at 5.
Yeah. So, I mean.
But if I take the receiver 5 and then I went up with Downs 10, I don't care.
Okay. No, but what happens if you don't get Downs, is RJ's point.
I don't think that's going to happen. That would have upset me.
Right. Is there one player that you have to have, is his point?
I think Downs is the guy. Downs or Styles, but it sounds like they're going away from Styles.
But that's what I mean. You were so in on Styles and you trust them so much. Now all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, whatever they think is best.
Well, no, if they like Downs better than Styles, then that's fine.
You're a man of no conviction right now.
You know what, RJ? I'm all in on what they're doing.
I get that.
And I don't understand why that's a bad thing.
RJ just told you why it's a bad thing. Because you had the same reaction to David Stearns and anything he did. Oh, Frankie Montas, I love it because David Stearns loves it. And you got hurt. You got your heart ripped out.
Okay, well, you know what? You're in a relationship. It goes sideways. Do you never love again? Is that what you're telling me, RJ?
You jump in so fast.
Yeah, you just blind.
Because I love.
Jeremiah Love?
I'd be happy with him, too.
So, well, see,
that's 5, not moving up. That's the thing.
Well, that's the thing. You told
Set yourself on fire. If they move up and take Jeremiah Love, top 4, that's it.
All right,
Is that the only instance where you let
now
yourself
I will
on
lose
fire?
my mind.
Now we got that.
All right. Okay, we got something.
All righty.
We'll take it.
Tune in Couchcast Thursday for Eternal Optimism.
There's
Self-immolation.
things that can annoy me, RJ.
Tune in for Eternal Optimism.
You make it sound like I'm just always optimistic. When they took Daniel Jones 6, I lost my mind.
Eternal Optimism or self-immolation.
Yeah,
you choose.
That was a whole regime ago. Now it's
It's a regime that I now trust. I think John Harbaugh is really good. I
Shane
like what
is
they've
still
done
here.
so far.
Joe Shane is still here.
Okay, but I don't think Joe Shane is a bad talent evaluator entirely. I just think that left to his own devices, he's not good.
Joe Shane still here in a month.
Yes.
This is where it got interesting.
Yes, I think he is.
Think so.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So you think he's performed full resuscitation?
Forget about me going crazy. How about Raymond?
I've kind of accepted my fate here.
He's
See,
dead
he's the
dead
opposite
inside.
of me. He's
Yeah.
dead.
He's what you used to be.
What do you
This
like
was
better?
you.
The way he acts or the way I'm acting?
Well, listen, I'm not. I don't think I'm dead. It's just like there's a handful of guys at the top of this draft who I would love to get. It's increasingly looking like they're not going to be there at 12 where Dallas picks. In which case, I would prefer Dallas just try to get as many picks as they can.
Schrager just had on Get Up. He said Bain or Delane is very realistic.
I would be very happy with either one of those
Of
two.
course you would.
Because they're two guys that I consider in that class.
And RJ, just to make your point even more true, is if they took Delane 10, I wouldn't be upset either.
I got to tell you, if they make a pick, the Cowboys that Raymond doesn't like, and then the Knicks,
The Knicks might go off the air.
and then the Knicks.
No, the Knicks will not go off the air. But,
And the Knicks
but if the Knicks continued the
if
way they ended the other night,
if they do what they did last night in Game 3, and the Cowboys make a
no,
pick,
I'm not gonna light myself on fire.
Jefferson's going to get choke slammed through a table.
Is Jefferson going to be at
there?
the event?
Wow, that was unison.
That was fun.
Nice.
That was fun.
I think so. I have to double check this, but I think so.
He doesn't have any big day plans. Like he's not flying anywhere to go.
Yeah, he's
have,
not
like-
going to like the Machu Picchu or anywhere.
I don't think he's going to Peru.
He might
no.
be. Listen, you can ask him.
I can check his flights.
When's his marathon?
Who knows?
He's an interesting fellow. Maybe
He
we,
really
maybe
is.
we do. An
I had a
interview
buddy
of
of mine
him.
recently tell me, he goes, you guys need more Jefferson on the show.
You know what we should do? We
I
should
don't
interview
disagree.
him on the Couchcast.
And we'll have some time.
Yeah. Get to know Jefferson.
I mean, as we're waiting for.
You know what? We should do a getting to know you.
Oh.
With
Good
Jefferson?
idea.
No,
I just said it.
No. I don't mean with Jefferson. I mean with all of us.
with John leading the way.
Wow.
Yes.
John is waiting
John's
in the
been-
wings.
John's been
That's
leading.
John's favorite
John
game
is
of all
desperate
time.
to break in with the getting to know you
John
segment.
has been leading the charge on this for how many years now?
But it's happening shortly because
Right, but-
Monday's the final around the league, and then Bring It is making a debut. John just ran into the studio and he's pointing at
yeah,
himself.
no, he's so happy right now. Oh
Right,
my
but
God,
let's
you
understand
should see
why
it.
he wants to
You
do
should
this.
see him.
He doesn't care about anyone getting to know
I should
us.
get that camera. I should get
It's
that
just
camera
a
up.
vehicle to get to know him more because he
not
thinks
looking
he's
at him.
so interesting.
He is
That's
interesting.
what this is. I know, but that's what he wants to do.
Okay.
He doesn't want to be a man that's just about his looks. He wants everyone to see what else he brings to the
He's
table.
more than looks.
Yeah.
Hi, John.
There he is. No, you're going the wrong way, John.
On the way, John.
We see you.
Yeah. You know what? John, give us a thumbs up or not. How do you feel about a getting to know you round table on Thursday night?
No, he's
talking
engaged.
to
He's
Carlin.
engaged with Carlin. Yeah. As
Where's
is the
Carlin?
norm.
Carlin's in the studio too?
Yep. See? You see him?
Look, oh, there's pointing. Oh, this is getting
What the hell
hostile.
is happening right
It's
now?
getting hostile.
Imagine they started making like weird.
The face Carlin's making.
It's
Imagine if they made
intense.
This is
What do
great.
you think they're talking about?
I have no idea.
I know. It's getting
You're not
No,
down as
no.
much wood as you think you are. I am.
That's cut my trash.
That's it.
Well said. Well done.
Sponsor?
No sponsor.
All right. Well done. Let's take a break, come back, and get into the Knicks and the disaster that was last night. 800-919-3776. Here's the question. You still feel good, or did that go out the window last night with that loss at the Garden? DNR with you. 800-919-3776 right here on ESPN New York.
Knicks fans, it's time to hit the court with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. Download the BetMGM app today and add a boost of excitement to every New York game day with same-day parlays, live betting options, player props, boosted odds specials, and the best daily promotions in the business. With the BetMGM app at your fingertips, you can experience the excitement of betting on your favorite players and get in on all the blue and orange action as your New York Knicks drive the lane. Find out why basketball fans love BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. BetMGM. Make it legendary. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York and New Jersey only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Gambling problem in New York? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For New Jersey, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
All right, let's see what's happening on the roads on this Tuesday. Here is Debbie Duhame.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. On this CMT Tuesday, let's go out to the George Washington Bridge. 45 minutes getting into town. The inbound Lincoln 40 over at the Holland, still 45 from 1 and 9. Watch for delays as you head over to 80 eastbound. Some stop-and-go traffic getting out toward exit 37 in Denville with a crash on the shoulder. Troubles continue. Van Wyck southbound bumper to Rockaway Boulevard with construction. And 84 west at 684. It's an accident with injuries. Traffic sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. If you have questions about youth or high school sports, Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA builds better athletes and better people through sports. Info at positivecoach.org. I'm Debbie Duhame on 880 ESPN New York.
New year, new season, same goal. Feel good and stay in the game. But if neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica is holding you back, it's time to handle it. I'm Bart Scott, and I'm telling you to call Dr. Jay Shaw at Soundwell Pain. Dr. Shaw is an Ivy League trained, double board certified, and he specializes in getting people back to living pain-free. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical, image-guided treatments that work. Same day or next day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. Stop playing through pain. Go to SoundwellPain.com. Relief starts today.
Looking for unconditional love? Join London Jewelers May 3rd from 12 to 4 p.m. at Garvey's Point Dog Park in Glen Cove for a heartwarming pet adoption event supporting Rescue Paw Foundation. Each animal has a story and is waiting for a loving home. Come meet them, connect, and be part of something truly special. Rain or shine, help us turn hopeful moments into forever homes.
Harry Douglas here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
We all know winning means showing up stronger, faster, better than before. And when you're chasing that edge, the Drop by GNC cuts through the noise, bringing you the best new innovations in sports nutrition and performance. From muscle building and strength support to improved recovery and focus, we curate the newest drops from GNC Amp, Pro Performance, and Mega Men. Plus, Ghost, Raw Nutrition, Bucked Up, and the top new brands changing the game. No guesswork, just leveling up. Check out the Drop by GNC for what's new, what works, and what's next.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Knicks had a 14-point fourth quarter lead, and they let it get away. They didn't play Brunson. They didn't play Towns for the first 4 minutes of the quarter. They came back in, it was 9, and the only person to score in the final 7 minutes and 56 seconds for the Knicks was Jalen Brunson. And now we sit here at a series tied 1-1. Knicks were, I believe, the opening series number, they were minus 270. And the Knicks are now minus 185 because Atlanta now just stole home court from the Knicks. So that's where we are on this Tuesday morning.
Yeah, it's not a great place to be.
No, not a great place to be.
Where we expect it to be. It didn't feel like during the course of that game that it was going to be a game that we lost, but stuff happens. Right? I mean, decisions were made that didn't necessarily work out. Stuff that worked, stuff that was effective for us in the first game, not nearly as effective in the second game. It seemed like there was a resistance from the head coach to kind of alter what his plan was.
Mm-hmm. Kind of a stubborn way about going through this whole recipe with the Knicks last night.
Right. And then you had C.J. McCollum do what C.J. McCollum did. And now I don't know how much of what you saw from Jalen Brunson late in that game, where it became, all about Jalen Brunson, was because of what was happening to him on the defensive side of the ball and the fact that they kept coming after him, and he wanted to be like, it's okay, now it's a back and forth, but your 1B, your second best player, was great in the third quarter. Great. And then for whatever reason in the fourth quarter, you didn't see any of the...
Didn't even go to him.
The Jalen Cat stuff.
Nope, didn't even go to him. Josh Hart, after this one, said, man, we absolutely should have won this game.
A game we should have won. In the playoffs, you can't give away games. We all got to make sure we are locked in, watch the film of it, get better, and, go in and battle for game 3.
Listen.
Cat didn't score a point in the fourth quarter.
What'd you say?
A Cat didn't score a point in the fourth quarter.
No. Well, he couldn't have because he wasn't in, and then after he came back in the same time as Brunson. Brunson was the only guy that scored a point.
He played almost 8 minutes, though. Took 2 shots, had no points.
Yeah. The offense was awful down the stretch. Until Brunson hit some of those late shots, they had 9 points in like the first 10-plus minutes of the quarter, Rick.
They scored 15 points in the fourth quarter.
Right. And that was on 2 late threes, right? He hit the one to tie it at 103, and then hit the one to cut it to 1 point at the end.
Right.
Which I think was the final score, 107-106.
Right. Then you had a couple big defensive plays by Atlanta. And then down the stretch, McCollum was better than Brunson.
Do you think McCollum can play the entire series like that?
Can he? You want to say no. But through first 2 games on the road, he's been really good. Some of the other players are who I worry about. Like Alexander Walker hasn't got going yet, and we saw what he did to us last time we played in Atlanta.
Right. Well, he was actually bad last night.
He wasn't good.
Yeah, didn't shoot
well
at
at all. I think he's getting a lot of votes for like the most improved player in the NBA this year. And then he went off against us in Atlanta.
Thing is, they have no bench, none. That should be an advantage for the Knicks.
Well, not when your bench plays. We had no scoring from our bench outside of. Mitch was your leading scorer off the bench.
Right. So they had Kuminga, and that was it.
But Kuminga was great.
He was awesome. And by the way, every time he goes up for a dunk, do I have to hear about, oh, my God, his leaping abilities.
You see how high he gets, though?
I understand.
It's like he's got
a great jumper.
In his feet. It's awesome.
He's a great jumper. But it's I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's anti-Knicks or the Knicks are allowing these things to happen.
You just get frustrated because it's not your team. I get it.
Yeah. I'm frustrated today. I wouldn't care if the Knicks won that game last night. Losing that game last night, how many times between last year and this year have they lost games in the postseason that they shouldn't have lost?
Well, it's also how you lost. That's really the biggest thing.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah. It's okay when you can lose, but when you feel like it's Josh Hart said it, everyone's talking. You gave it away.
You had no business losing that game last night.
No, you led for what, 91% of the game?
Yeah, John had the stat that he sent us last night. The odds of them winning were 97% in the fourth quarter.
But when you allow a team to stick around, and now the belief starts to build that, hey, they're giving us an opportunity here. Let's see if we can go take it. And that's what Atlanta did.
You're good on Atlanta.
Yeah, great on Atlanta. They achieved exactly what they hoped to do in New York. They did.
But, see, here's the thing that's so frustrating to me. I watched those first 2 games and thought to myself, the Knicks are clearly the better team. And now they lost home court advantage, and you blew that game last night.
It's the beauty of the playoffs, though. It happens, man. I don't care what the sport is. Like, there are plenty of times you watch, and you know how much I love the NHL playoffs, you'll watch a game, like Buffalo ends up pulling it out because they end up exploding in the third period. But, like, Buffalo was the better team throughout that game. They just couldn't score. Swayman was playing great. They're down 2-0, and I'm sure RJ and the rest of the Buffalo Sabres fans are like, we're going to lose this game? And now they figured it out and came back and ended up winning that game.
And things changed quickly. Josh Hart, what went wrong in that fourth quarter last night?
I feel like our pace wasn't as good as it normally is. We're a team that, when we get stops, we can, play fast and get good looks, get good buckets, but we didn't execute as much as we wanted to.
No. It went down to a crawl, and I get it. Against Atlanta, you don't want to go up and down, but you need to get some easy shots.
Right, but they don't play with great pace. Like, statistically, they're one of the worst teams slowest teams in the NBA.
The Knicks don't want to go up and down the court.
No, I mean, off stops. I mean, you see Josh do it all the time off a stop, and he'll, kind of what you saw on that last missed free throw. You get up, defense isn't set, and you get it, you get into the paint, spray it out, and you get a good look. But it just, it got stagnant at the end.
But not for a possession or two. For the entire fourth quarter, it got stagnant.
Oh, but that's almost how it had to be. Like you said, we can sit here and blame Mike Brown, which I'm blaming Mike Brown for this. The starters, Jalen and Cat came in, you still have a 9-point lead.
Mm-hmm.
Now, things have changed. Maybe momentum has changed a little bit, but still, you got guys out there, you got a 9-point lead.
You had a 9-point lead at home with your two guys fresh and rested coming back into the game, and you blew it.
Okay, in saying that, as fresh and rested as we want to talk about Cat being, he didn't even need to be because he didn't get any shots anyway. He didn't score any points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, but again, this goes back to the point that we've talked about all year. How many games have we had the discussion of what happened to Cat? Where'd he go?
Right, but the problem is that we keep trying to figure out who's responsible for that. Because whoever's responsible for that, it has to. If you want to get to where this Knicks team is trying to get to, which is the NBA Finals, that has to change.
So who's more responsible, Brown, Cat, or Jalen Brunson for the fact that he doesn't take any shots in crunch time?
Jalen has the ball in his hands, so I guess you'd have to blame him the most. The thing with Cat is this is who Cat is.
He's too passive.
Until he's not, until you see what he did in the second half in game one and what you saw him do in the third quarter yesterday.
But that's the point. He was playing well last night. He shot well. If he was 3 for 17, be like, all right, you know what? Maybe stop shooting. He wasn't. He was good.
Yeah.
And he just stopped shooting in the biggest moments of the game.
Right. And I was listening to the postgame show, and while he was talking about, hey, where did the two-man game go with him and Jalen?
Remember how excited we were at the final couple games of the season?
It ended up being Jalen and Josh Hart.
Yeah, I don't want it to be Josh Hart.
Which is, again, I don't know where coaching comes in at that point or what exactly Mike Brown is doing to say, hey, fellas, during the course of the game, that's mostly your job. Right? You've gone through all the things, leading into the game about matchups and X's and O's and the things you're trying to do. And then as you're watching the game as the head coach, you're trying to just maintain a feel for momentum, who's playing well, who's not playing well. Are they on a run now? I need to stop. It's a perfect example of that was the other day with Montreal. Canadians playing Tampa. Montreal was doing nothing 5-on-5, but their power play was elite. They end up getting a power play in overtime, more than halfway through the power play, whistle blows, and Marty, I'm sure in his head is like, if this game, if once this penalty is over and we get back to 5-on-5, I'm not going to love our chances on the road in Tampa as opposed to, hey, let's rest my big guys up here and then get them ready to go back on this power play, and they end up scoring on the power play and winning the game.
Josh Hart, what can the team do better to get Cat the ball more?
Yeah, that's something we got to make sure he's involved. Find him on mismatches, put him in action, make sure we use his skill and his gravity to our advantage. And that's something that we'll look at film and be better with.
He didn't really give an answer.
Well, but that answer bothers me kind of. We got to watch it's something that we've talked. If you haven't been talking about this for the entirety of the season, what the hell are we doing?
Right. We got to watch the film and see when we can get him the basketball. Get him feed him the basketball. Force the basketball into his hands.
Right. Get him in the action. If he's going to be a wallflower on the side because that's just who he is, then get him involved in the action.
Do we have to hear that about other guys? What's the plan with Jokic? Well, we got to figure out a way to get him. No, you just get him the ball.
Which is, again, how you parse out the blame is the problem because you're asking someone to be something that they're not. Jalen, he's the one he's ball dominant. He wants to be the one that takes these shots. And then where does the coach lie in all this? I can guarantee you one thing. If you replace Cat with Giannis, we're not talking about Giannis not being involved.
No. That second, especially when it's not working for Brunson. Listen, if Brunson is hitting shot after shot down the stretch, ride the hot hand, I get it. It wasn't working with him, and Cat had been really good. You should have gotten him the basketball. And you didn't, and now you're 1-1. Let's break. We'll come back. We'll hear from Karl Anthony Towns about what happened down the stretch, and you guys as well. 800-919-3776. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
Hey, Yankees fans, gather a group of 10 or more and take advantage of our 2026 Yankees group ticket specials. Whether you're getting together with family and friends, organizing a fundraiser, or entertaining clients, your group will love bonding over the Bronx Bombers. Start planning your 2026 group outings today. Log on to Yankees.com/groups. Call 212-YANKEES or email us at groups@Yankees.com. That's 2026 group tickets. Call 212-YANKEES or visit Yankees.com/groups today.
Wow, that's a lot of distractions. Why don't you just focus on the road?
Relax, I'm a great driver.
What about other drivers? Not everyone's a great driver.
I can watch out for them. I'll be fine.
Watch out! In 2023, more than 3,200 people died due to distracted drivers. Keep your eyes on the road. This message brought to you by the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
Want to earn extra revenue for your business? Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for local business owners to assist with deliveries. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. With each package delivered, you'll gain extra revenue and exposure for your business. Plus, Amazon Hub Delivery makes it easy to get started. There's no upfront cost, delivery experience, or long-term contracts required. Sign up to learn more at Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
I can't do it today. I already have plans. Something came up. There are a million reasons to put off a cancer screening, but one reason to keep it. Early detection can save lives. Referral.com/screenings.
With Progressive Customer Service, there are lots of ways to connect with us, so you never have to miss a second of your favorite sport. Because you'd much rather watch a ball go through a net 124 times in 48 minutes when you don't really have to pay attention until the last two, and then somehow those 2 minutes will take an hour. You don't want to miss all that. Luckily, you can chat with Progressive on our app, online, or over the phone without missing a single one of those times the ball goes through the metal circle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Harry Douglas here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
We all know winning means showing up stronger, faster, better than before. And when you're chasing that edge, the Drop by GNC cuts through the noise, bringing you the best new innovations in sports nutrition and performance. From muscle building and strength support to improved recovery and focus, we curate the newest drops from GNC Amp, Pro Performance, and Mega Min. Plus, Ghost, Raw Nutrition, Bucked Up, and the top new brands changing the game. No guesswork, just leveling up. Check out the Drop by GNC for what's new, what works, and what's next.
The Knicks are in the playoffs and working toward their ultimate goal.
The 2025 NBA Cup champions, your New York Knicks.
Will this be the year the Knicks punch their ticket to the NBA Finals?
The Knicks have much bigger goals at the end of the year. Step back three with 5 seconds. He got it! Jalen Brunson steps back and puts the Knicks in front.
Thanks to all our New York Knicks partners this season, including Wild Turkey Bourbon, Citywide Window, DraftKings, and Total Orthopedics and Sports Medicine on ESPN New York.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. We're not in a good way today, but I think we're making our way through pretty well, as best as can be expected, because it was a rough night last night. We do have our Sabres tonight, so that gives me some optimism.
It's not your
RJ,
Sabres.
We're home again.
I like the use of we.
Yeah, me and you.
I mean, it's troubling
against the Bruins.
It's troubling that just this time of year, it seems you're just kind of up for grabs. But
well, hey, that's the Rangers' fault.
Yeah, but it's not the Rangers' fault. You're never up for grabs when the Giants aren't in the playoffs.
No, I always find a team to root for.
No, you don't. Not like this.
Well, I need something to keep myself motivated, and I usually like to root for you guys. I mean, I can't root for the Cowboys. I can't do that. But I have no ill will towards the Sabres, so I'll root for the Sabres.
who could possibly have ill will towards the Sabres?
I don't.
A crazy person.
I didn't think RJ wants you, though, after what you did with the Maple Leafs.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
It's disgusting.
You want to kick me off?
I'm thinking about
the
it.
Canadians.
What?
Do yourself a favor. Take a Canadian team. Take the Canadians.
RJ, I'm offering myself to you. You don't want me?
I do, but you showed me what you're capable of. Like, you don't try to change someone. You've shown me your true colors. You so badly want to be a Canadian. So
I don't want to be a Canadian.
maybe-
I just think they're a great people, and you guys don't appreciate them the way they deserve.
Maybe you should support the actual Canadians then.
But we asked you at some point if you had an unlimited amount of money and you could move anywhere. You said Canada.
Listen, Canada's lovely.
That's Don's answer. It's not supposed to be your answer. There's a million different places you could move.
Where should I go? Nepal? Where do you want me to go?
I know you could go to you could buy a beautiful place in Italy. I mean, there's all sorts of places. Hawaii.
I'd never been there. Oh, Hawaii.
You see Dave as a Sherpa?
No, I can't see Dave. I can see Dave as the dead body on Mount Everest. That's what I can see.
I don't think I wouldn't even make it up to
Base
the
camp.
top.
No chance.
No. You wouldn't either.
Of course I would.
No. There's
Stop.
no way.
I mean,
you think you'd make it up all the way, like 19,000 feet? No
I'd make
chance.
it to base camp at the very least.
He'd come back severely banged up, but he would make it.
You'd come back
I'd
with
make
two fingers.
Possible.
Okay, but I made it.
Okay, well, why don't you go on that run?
It's not a run. First of all, I don't want to. I have no interest in doing that. Just like when I was in Boston this weekend and see everyone run, I had no interest. Not any. There wasn't a 0.01% of me that was like, this looks fun. Maybe I'll
could
throw
sooner
some
run the
sneakers on.
Boston Marathon than you could make it to the top of Everest.
I would rather attempt to get to the top of Everest than run the Boston Marathon. I despise running. Everything about it. I don't get into like some zone.
In your prime, the best mile you could run was what?
Under 6 minutes.
Oh my God, that's terrific.
Yeah, it's not. I despise running. I actually lucked out. I ended up having the fractures in my pelvis at BU when they had to do the 5 mile run. They had to do a 5 mile run test.
In how, like what, 25 or under or 30?
30
Had to be
or under.
30, right?
30 or under.
Yeah, 30 or under.
Yeah.
That's not easy.
No, it was terrible.
Yeah, that's not easy.
And I didn't get that. I didn't have to do it, thank God.
Karl Anthony Towns, we'll hear from him. This won't be very optimistic. What happened to your offensive production?
The opportunity just didn't come around to, shoot it. So, but at the end of the day, like I said, I trust everyone in this locker room to shoot the ball. It didn't find. The opportunity wasn't available for me in the fourth, and that's fine. But these guys, they work on their games. I know they can shoot it.
No.
It's not fine.
No. That answer is awful. It's not, I trust everyone else. I want the ball.
It's not fine.
None of that answer is remotely fine.
He was 6 of 7 in the third quarter, scored 14 points, and he took 2 shots and scored no points in the fourth quarter.
You want to see Landry Shamet or you want to see Karl Anthony Towns? You want to see Bridges or you want to see Towns? Towns after Brunson, or maybe even with Brunson, needs to have the ball in his hands taking it to the basket. I don't want an answer of, oh, yeah, we have a lot of good shooters on this team. That's perfectly fine. That's not what an alpha does or says.
No, it's not what he says, but it's also, this is Jalen's team, first of all. And second of all, we've heard this same conversation the entire season, not just from him. It's like, I'm not even sure they have a real system.
Well, I don't think they do.
Right. It's read-based, but, let's read during the course of a game that, Cat's one of our most important offensive players. He's got it going. Let's give him more opportunities.
And, again, it's not like they have this massive rim presence where if he gets to the basket, like you saw, every time they matched him up one-on-one down in the low block, he abused whoever was guarding him.
Right, and he can shoot threes, and he can pass.
And it wasn't working what you were doing.
Right, get him involved in the action then. If he's not going to demand the ball, get him in to force him into the action.
Oh, this is so annoying. More Cat. You think this next one's going to annoy me as much as the first one? RJ,
No.
You've heard these. Is this going to be as annoying?
I don't think as much.
All right. Did you let your foot off the gas in the fourth quarter?
I don't know. I don't know about that. Like I said, they made shots. At the end of the day, we garnered the lead, so we had the foot on the pedal. But they made shots to cut the lead, so you got to give credit where credit's due.
I felt like the Knicks lost that game. I didn't feel like Atlanta won that game.
No, I don't feel like that either, but they did make shots.
They did make shots, but you didn't.
Well, you didn't. They shot 72%.
Had you made shots and they made shots, you still would have won.
Right, well, you made 5.
in the entire quarter.
Yeah, you were 5 for 22 in the quarter. Scored 15 points.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's not good. But again, like, I just feel like, and I don't know this is a fact, but we were just talking about this during the break. It's like when you get into certain situations where things start to tense up and you are in the midst of like letting a game slip away, there has to be something, even if your offense is a read-based offense, that you know you can go to other than, hey, Jalen, save us all the time.
I couldn't agree with you more.
And it feels like that should be the two-man game with Cat.
Right. And it wasn't with Cat. Why was it not? Why down the stretch of the regular season was like, oh my God, look at this. Cat gets
against
involved.
Atlanta
now
too
he
when we
gets
saw
open
it.
looks. It's beautiful. And last night you went away from that.
Right, but you also figure like that would be one of the things that you would point to going into the series that you could take advantage of.
You would think. So last night, 32, 29, 30, and 15. That's your scoring by quarter. 32, 29, 30, and 15.
15.
So you completely clammed up in the fourth quarter.
That's right. Oh, you had Jalen score all your points at the end.
In the final 8 minutes, the only person to score was Jalen Brunson.
That's right.
This idea that just let Jalen cook and get out of the way, you will not win. And I don't know that you'll win this series if that's your recipe.
I think
you're certainly not going to get to where you want to get to.
No, I think you win this series because you're more talented. But, I mean, you're going to go into... No, I don't want to get down that road now just because it's too early on. But
No, you're not going to be... You might win this series. You will not beat Boston if this is your game plan.
This was supposed to be something that was fixed. Right? Like these are things that we talked about last season where Cat would disappear. He wouldn't get enough shots. There was a level of frustration. He was actually better when Jalen was on the bench, and then Jalen was better when Cat was on the bench. And it's like, no, that's not how this thing is supposed to work. They're your two best players. They need to work well together. And then bringing in Mike Brown was supposed to fix that, where we wouldn't be having these conversations. I don't know how we're 84 games into this season now, and we're still having questions as to, we have to check the tape. What do you mean you have to check the tape?
I don't understand.
It shouldn't take this long.
There's no real offensive formula. Get the ball in Towns' hands. Run a two-man game with Brunson and Towns. This is not the most complex thing in the history of the world.
I told you at least a month ago, I was listening to somebody, an NBA guy, break down the Knicks offense.
And he said there was no offense.
He said it's accidental is the word he used. Their offense feels accidental. And when you play really good defensive teams, they can kind of dictate where the shots are coming from.
Well,
which
I'll
is
tell
not
you
what you want.
They can either ruin or make the catch cast on Thursday.
And then on the other side of the ball, you got them hunting. You have them hunting out Brunson the entire time. Can we do something on the defensive side of the ball also? So we can't just hunt Jalen the entire time?
That's what they want. That's what they got. How come they get what they want? We don't get what we want.
We got what we want. Or Jalen got what he wanted, which is just shooting.
That might be what Jalen wants. That's not what I don't think anybody else would really want. Let's break. That's what we want to do. We'll come back, and we will line up the phone calls. We'll get to as many of you guys as humanly possible to start the 9 o'clock hour. 1-800-919-3776. We're frustrated, but hopefully we get back at it on Thursday. It's DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
Knicks fans, it's time to hit the court with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. Download the BetMGM app today and add a boost of excitement to every New York game day with same-day parlays, live betting options, player props, boosted odds specials, and the best daily promotions in the business. With the BetMGM app at your fingertips, you can experience the excitement of betting on your favorite players and get in on all the blue and orange action as your New York Knicks drive the lane. Find out why basketball fans love BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. BetMGM. Make it legendary. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York and New Jersey only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Gambling problem in New York? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For New Jersey, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi, this is Don LaGreca. Just like the New Jersey Devils protect their home ice, Viking Pest Control protects your home. And I know because I use Viking at my own place. As the pest control provider and proud partner of the New Jersey Devils, Viking brings 45 years of trusted experience and expert service to keep ants, cockroaches, stinging insects, rodents, and even mosquitoes out of your zone. Their local team builds a personalized game plan that actually works. And when you bundle pest control and mosquito services, you score big savings. One call, one company, total peace of mind. Visit VikingPest.com. Protecting your home inside and out.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets, so go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
That's ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
Now through April 23rd, get to Floor & Decor's flagship store in Brooklyn at 850 3rd Avenue. Enter the Design Your Day with K sweepstakes presented by Floor & Decor. Discover unmatched selection, unbelievable prices, plus standout looks in tile, wood, stone, and more. Explore fresh ideas, find your inspiration, and see real people, real projects. The Design Your Day with K sweepstakes, only at Floor & Decor in Brooklyn. Now through April 23rd. Visit ESPNNewYork.com for full details and rules.
My name is Christine, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, was a healthy 34-year-old, and 3 months later, he was gone. Thankfully, he had life insurance. Ethos made it so easy. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. 100% online, no medical exam. Life insurance didn't take away the loss, but it did give us the space to just grieve.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. Ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
It's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of New Jersey is offering up to 25% off windows and doors and 0% financing for 24 months. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details. Offer ends April 30th, 2026.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for three.
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS FM HD2, New York. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Bridges, far side baseline, pull-up jumper, missed it. Atlanta wins.
It was a disaster.
It was brutal.
He led by 12 points going into the fourth quarter.
A couple times we could have pulled away, and we didn't.
They don't score points in the fourth quarter. It's just Brunson isolation. It was horrendous offense. You missing free throws.
A game we should have won, and in the playoffs we can't give away games.
Atlanta comes in and highway robbery. They steal game 2 to even up the series.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Highway robbery. That's what Tyler Murray called it last night. And you know what? He's not wrong. The Knicks had no business losing that game. They led by double digits in the fourth quarter, 9 with 8 minutes to go. They're home. They're better. They got complacent. McCollum made shots, and now we're looking at a legitimate series against the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, Atlanta did exactly what they said.
If you would have told Atlanta before the series, forget about how you're going to play.
Yep.
Because I think the Knicks were clearly the better team in these two games. You're going to leave 1-1. They would have taken it, signed, and been done.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how it looks, right? It matters for us because we're the team that is expected to win.
Well, we're the better
series.
team.
Right. But when you spend most of the game being the better team and then have the game end the way that it ends, and now, right? I mean, if I'm Atlanta, I'm in that locker room, I'm talking about how all the pressure is now swung to the Knicks. Right? We're going home. We're more comfortable at home.
Right.
We just stole one at MSG, and now this is the team with all the expectations. Right? Bench players play better at home anyway. It's not great because, again, we did not, and I'm saying we as in me and you, because Raymond will take anyone on any place, and there's 7, doesn't matter how many games. They play 8 games. He doesn't care. I don't need to overexert myself in the first series. I don't.
No, I want the easiest team humanly possible.
That's it. Get in, get out, Move on. That's it.
And you see what Toronto is. Toronto's a paper tiger.
Right. And the problem is Boston is not. And now you're in the midst of a real series against the team that's going to play physical. And you also, OG went down yesterday. I was like, oh, no.
Yeah, because that ankle's been bothering him.
We can't, we need health is an important piece of this thing, too. We've done a great job with Mitch. We're healthy right now. If we're going to make it to where we want to go, that's going to be a big part of it.
Yeah. Deuce has to score also. There's so many different things, but if you said to me, what is the one thing, it's that you just got complacent offensively. You got into this, Brunson, isolation, high screen, and then how many times did you look up, you're like, uh-oh, there's 5 on the shot clock. It went to
wasn't good offense.
Crawl.
It wasn't good offense.
It was terrible offense is what it was.
It was not good offense. Your bench wasn't as good. You missed 10 free throws. There are a lot of things that went into it. And then to Atlanta's credit, they did enough. They had a good fourth quarter. You didn't.
Yep. Yeah. They played the fourth quarter like they played the whole game, and you didn't play the fourth quarter like you played the rest of the game.
Right.
You went into this bizarre you know what it reminded me of? Like a team that has a 10-point lead in the NFL in the fourth quarter. It's like, let's just run the ball. We're just going to run the ball. We'll be ultra conservative, and we'll hang on for dear life to this lead, and it just didn't work out. It was lazy offense is what it felt like.
And there's too much time left. And by the time you look up, game is over.
And then you see, it's 9, it's 6, it's 4, it's 2. Then you trail by 3. Then you hit a 3, and then they hit the shot, and then they get fortunate at the end.
Yeah, it also reminds you of, if you want to start making NFL comparisons, the games where a team has a really good wide receiver or whoever their primary offensive player is, and it's like, okay, could we get him some touches at some point? Could we throw him at early in the game to get him involved?
But he did get touches early in the game. He didn't get touches late in the game.
Right, but his third quarter is really, he did all his damage in the third quarter.
Yes, so he was as good as you've seen him. He's hitting his shots. He's being aggressive. He's being an alpha. He comes out of the game. He comes back in, and all that is gone. All of it.
Let's not sit here and pretend like he was dynamic in the first half.
No. But he was fine.
He had 3 shots.
Is that all he took in the first half?
He took 3 shots in the first half. That's what I'm talking about, though. He's good. He needs to be a focal point of your offense. That's why you brought him here. It wasn't for his defense. And I don't care if it's a read-based offense. Let's read the room. Your best players need to touch the ball. He's one of your best players. Get him going early, which I imagine would only help on the defensive side too, because now he feels like he's fully engaged in the game.
I don't know, man. I'm so annoyed and so frustrated from watching that last night. How does he take 3 shots in the first half? How does
Mitchell Robinson took more shots? I know they're not shots, but Mitchell Robinson had more
shots.
He had more field goal attempts in the first half than Cat did.
Yeah. Well, Mitchell Robinson was very involved in that game last night. Really involved. But when you put an offense that doesn't have Brunson and doesn't have Towns on the court, it's glaring that they just can't really score well.
Their bench did a better job in game 1 than they
Much
did in
better
game
job.
2.
So don't you recognize that as the game's going along last night?
I would think so.
Or it's just like, hey, we're up by 14.
Well, not to mention the fact that you have 2 days off. You got 2 days off. You don't play till Thursday.
Right.
I'm not worried about minutes now.
No, you shouldn't be. And nobody played. I don't think anybody played more than 37 minutes last night anyway.
But that's what I'm saying though. Even if your mind, you're like, hey, let's keep these guys fresh. Bench did a good job in game 1. Well, it's not happening right now in game 2. We're going to go back to it.
Yeah, but I think Brunson and Towns played 33, 34 minutes each. They didn't play a ton of minutes last night.
That's my point though. They should be playing more minutes than that.
Yeah, of
regardless.
course they should have.
So even if that's something hey, you know what? This is the sweet spot of minutes we like for these guys, and we're gonna get through this series. It's gonna be a long playoff run, so let's try to keep them as fresh as possible. Well, guess what? Your bench isn't really working right now. So if I got to tax the guys a little bit with extra minutes,
if there's one night that you can afford to, I'm going to push Jalen or Towns for 40 minutes. This would be the night.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Well, let's go to some of the calls. Jason in Queens. Jason, good morning. You're on ESPN New York.
Morning, guys. I am really, really frustrated. Well, frustrated is an understatement, but I can't believe what I saw last night. I mean, besides the turnovers and everything, obviously the length of Atlanta has become a problem for the Knicks, and you could see that last night. but the lack of urgency in the fourth quarter, I don't know what kind of offensive scheme we've come up with, but it's unacceptable that Towns did not shoot at all at that end stretch right there. Having Brunson with the iso ball is not going to work. We can't have that. And just seeing the contrast in the offensive execution between Atlanta and the Knicks, everything was to the basket. Multiple guys going towards the basket. They were playing with Brunson like he was food, having him switch, and then McCollum was just taking advantage every single time. And then on the opposite side, it's just Brunson dribble, shoot. Like, is that the best we could come up with? We're in the playoffs, for Christ's sake. This is ridiculous. And then I would have liked to see at least Brown challenge a couple calls, go the other way. I thought we could have had a couple missing free throws. It's just a whole bunch of stuff. It's just the Knicks find ways to lose in the most frustrating ways, and this can't happen, man.
They collapsed down the stretch,
I lost
Jason.
sleep last night thinking about this. It's
yeah,
just
it's
ridiculous.
terrible. And you know what's really pathetic, thanks for the call, is that, and admittedly, like, I did not sleep as well last night as I would have had they won that game.
No, I completely agree with you.
Every time I rolled over, I was like, oh, come on.
Yeah, but it's why I love winning so much. And it's not necessarily just good. It's the winning is fun. I don't have to deal with
the losing is so bad.
It's so bad. I don't have to deal with the losing. Because the losing is what bothers you the most.
But I didn't feel like I was happy they won on Saturday, but last night was way worse than Saturday was good.
Yes. Right, because you're playing in a series that you feel like you just take care of your business. Like, you should beat Atlanta at home.
You should beat Atlanta at home. And you should be up 2-0, and then you wouldn't have a ton of pressure in Game 3. You'd want to win it, but you wouldn't have a ton of pressure. There's big pressure on the Knicks now for Game 3.
Yeah, there's big pressure. And you know Atlanta knows that. It should free Atlanta up.
What's the, do we have a spread on the game for Thursday yet, Raymond?
I'll give it to you shortly.
Yeah, that would be great. Let's go to Larry in Center Reach. Larry,
spread
you're on
is,
ESPN New York.
I got to guess it.
You got it? All right, hang on, Larry. I'm going to say Knicks by 2.
RJ, what do you think?
RJ's screening.
Ray, what do you think? You have it? Did you look at it already?
Yeah.
Okay, so you pull the Boombaka. The Knicks right now are getting 1.5.
Really?
Yeah.
So I saw the Knicks were 6.5-point favorites last night. So we're talking about an 8-point swing with the home court, huh?
Yep.
Wow. All right. Well, so they're not even expected to win this game. Larry in Center Reach. Larry, good morning. You're on ESPN New York.
Good morning, fellas. Is it possible that Karl Anthony Towns could average 6 to 8 shots a quarter?
No.
And if Mike Brown can't do that, I mean, you got to get rid of him. You got to get rid of Mike
Brown. That's 32 shots a game. He's not gonna. He's not gonna average 30. Average 32 shots a game. That'll never happen.
6 to 8 shots a quarter.
No.
6 to 8 shots.
I understand what you're saying. 8 times 4 is 32. That's not going. No, he's not going to take 24, 26, 32 shots on average. No.
24 shots. 24.
It'd be nice if he took
8.5. If he shoots 24 shots a game, we'll win. Jalen Brunson is not that good.
Here we go.
He came off the bench in Dallas. He's not that good.
Here we go. You know what? Let's go the exact opposite way. So he has a game that's not great, and he wasn't bad, but now Jalen Brunson is not that good, and he came off the bench in Dallas. It's a great call. Wow. He took 12 shots last night, Towns. This guy wants him to take 32. 24 to 32.
He took 3 in the first half.
6 to 8 a quarter.
I'd take 8.5.
16 in the game, yeah.
Well,
Brunson
no,
took
I'm just
26.
saying. He wants 6 to 8 a quarter. I mean, he took 3 in the first half.
Ridiculous.
Took 2 in the fourth
And then here we go. Listen, I want more shots for Towns as much as anybody, but don't sit here and denigrate Jalen Brunson. He's a terrific player.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson's a terrific player. I mean, the question the entire time is, can you win a championship with these two players as your best players?
And I've said it the entire time, and I want to be wrong. The answer is no. You can't.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what you can do is beat Atlanta in the first round.
And you should. Tony and Dobbs Ferry. Tony, good morning. How you doing, bud?
Guys, the gentleman who was just speaking was wrong about most of everything he said, except for one thing. Jalen Brunson is not a number one guy in the NBA, okay? He's a 6-foot guard who's a minus defender who needs to take 26 shots to score 29 points. All right? He's hurting us. Here we go again. Another team are playing in the playoffs where their lead guard is going off. This time it's C.J. McCollum. He's killing us now. And he's going to continue to kill us because we have to switch on him every time because our 6-foot point guard can't defend anybody. And that's going to be the same song and dance for the Knicks until we figure this out, that he can't be our number one player. Now we brought in Cat. Cat is unfortunately not the guy we thought he was going to be. He took 12 shots last night. He was pretty much a non-factor. He should be averaging north of 25 a game in today's NBA because he could do it on the inside and he could do it on the outside. For whatever reason, he doesn't do that. It's never going to happen. He's not going to, leopards don't change their spots or their stripes, one of the two. So that's not going to happen, okay? So the Knicks are going to maybe win this series. I'm not positive they are. They should. And then we're going to get just destroyed by Boston, okay? Because they got Tatum. He's 6'8". He could do it all. And that's the type of guy we need. So until the Knicks figure that out, we could change coaches.
Well, it's not going to happen, Tony.
Phil Jackson.
This is the guy. They built around this guy. In every conversation you've heard, thanks for the call, Rick, in every conversation you've heard, has it ever been move on from Brunson? No, never. Not one time.
No, you're also talking about a guy that, left $100 million on the table to be here, too. So,
you've heard, would you trade Bridges? Would you trade Towns? Would you trade, whoever? Never once was it Jalen Brunson.
Right, but the problem with how they put the team together last season wasn't because the question was always there: can you win with Jalen Brunson at his size? Small guards don't win championships, but he was going to need some help. And who was the right person to bring in as that help? Was it smart to trade 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges? No. And then who do you couple him with as his second best player? And Cat ends up being that guy because you lost Hartenstein. And now you're looking for a big. Cat's name had been mentioned for how many different years? He's got the relationship with Leon Rose. Minnesota was looking to move him, so you bring in Cat.
Yep.
And it may just be that they don't work well together, or that you don't get the best out of both at the same time, and you got to move on and try something new. But at least you're going to give this team an opportunity to figure it out and make a run.
They have their opportunity right now, and let's see what they're able to do with it. This will make you sick. Okay. ESPN Insights tweeted this out. The Knicks led by 12 entering the fourth quarter. Ties the biggest fourth-quarter blown lead in franchise postseason history.
Yeah, it's great. It's excellent.
Great. The only other time it happened, Game 5 of the 94 Eastern Conference Finals, when Reggie Miller did the iconic choke sign.
Great.
And that's when they had like an 8-point lead with 40 seconds left or something. So these are
I get this stat from Knicks Muse. Yeah. So the 5-man lineup of Alvarado, Clarkson, Bridges, and Bridges, OG, and Robinson played 0 minutes together this season coming into the last night and shared the floor for 3 minutes in the fourth and second. Just the fourth.
It's great. Let's go to Rich in Atlanta. Rich, good morning. You're on ESPN New York.
Hey guys. Great show. Just want to let you know I love you guys. I miss New York.
Are you talking into the phone? I can barely hear you, Rich.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Not really.
I hear you better.
Scream your point quickly.
I'm just saying this is a Mike Brown issue. With a 9-point lead with 7 minutes to go and you're in the double bonus, as a coach, you should say, hey, they're in the double bonus. Okongwu got 4 fouls. Get the ball to Cat in the post, and let's get some free throws. This is the Mike Brown.
Well, how do you know? How do you know that he didn't want to try to do that?
Because they didn't do it.
Okay.
As a coach, you're going to do it.
All
You're going to do it. Period. Get the ball in the post. Let's get some free throws, and let's get these guys out of here.
He's right about this. Thanks for the call, Rich. I can't really hear you that well, so we're going to let you go. But he's right. You had them in the bonus early on in that game, in the fourth quarter, and you did not take advantage by getting to the free throw line enough.
Well, you didn't make your free throws either. I mean, OG had a chance to make 2 free throws. You missed them both. I mean, you missed 10 free throws in the game.
He's an 85% foul shooter that goes to the line in the most critical of moments and misses both of them?
You had 4 free throw attempts in the fourth quarter. 2 for 4. And you made 5 shots.
It's great. So you made 2 foul shots and 5 field goals. 2 foul shots, 5 field goals. You're 3 for 11 from 3, right.
And you were 5 for 22 from the field.
OG hit a 3. Brunson hit 2 threes.
And that's it.
You made 2 twos and 2 foul shots.
Correct.
Pretty paltry. Jimmy and Patterson. Jimmy, you're on ESPN New York.
Hey, how you doing, Dave? How you doing, Rick? Long-time listener, first-time caller. Just wanted to say my Knicks point real quick. I am not a Knicks fan, by the way.
Okay.
I love watching basketball, but I do not believe Brunson on the Knicks will work. And I see that because I believe he needs to play like Tony Parker. Instead, he's playing like a short 2-guard, like a C.J. McCollum when he was in the Pelicans. It's not going to work. He needs to change his style of play. He needs to move the ball up the ball way faster than what he is. He just slows the whole thing down, and he doesn't get anybody involved. Thanks for listening to my point. Have a good one.
Thanks, Jimmy. You know what I do love? I love that it's now. He didn't have a great game, and it became very stagnant with Jalen Brunson. But let's just crush Jalen Brunson now.
After we just got done praising him for how well he played in the first, how good he was in the first quarter.
He was great in game 1.
Yeah,
and now after game 2, it's like you can never win like this. He's too short. They hunt him on defense. You got to get him out. People are amazing.
Yeah. This is how it works, though. This is what happens to Aaron Judge in the postseason too.
But you talk about being a prisoner of the moment. I mean, he did not play well last night. Although down the stretch it was nauseating to watch. But that's one game.
Right, but I mean, we're sitting here talking about the same stuff that we've talked about for the last couple of years with him, and the same stuff we've been talking about, all year with this team. Period. Right? Why is Cat not involved? Why all of a sudden, when, it becomes, why does it become so Jalen dominant and the offense becomes stagnant? Why are we not moving more? Why are we not calling stuff? Why are we not running why are we not running actions for Cat? Why are we not playing Jalen off the ball? Like, these are all questions that we've had.
For how long have we had these questions? How long? How many times have we said, why does Cat not get more touches? Why does it become so Jalen Brunson dependent?
It's all season.
I mean, it feels like it's forever now.
Yeah, I don't have the answers to the questions. All I know is that this is a series that they have to win. That's it.
Have to win.
That's all I know.
So what is it? Thursday, Saturday? When's game 5, Ray?
Raymondo.
Game 5, the day?
Yeah, we're Thursday for 3, Saturday for 4. When's game 5?
I believe it's Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yeah. I'll tell you that right now. But I'm pretty sure it's Tuesday.
I think it's Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday then?
Yeah, all the way through. Yep.
Uh-huh.
So
the only 2 days off is right now, right?
It seems to be. So we got Thursday, Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday.
Yeah. So this is the only time we'll have the extended, which makes your point even better.
No, you got Sunday, Monday. You're gonna have Sunday, Monday off.
Sunday, Monday. Yep.
Yeah, you play Thursday, Saturday, and then you get 2 days off.
Coming back to New York.
Tuesday.
Coming back to New York.
But there's travel there. Right. All right.
Right, but this is, again, you're home. You don't play till Thursday. Like, I don't have to worry about minutes tonight.
I don't have the answer, man.
Yeah, there's no good answer.
You know who's got the answer? RJ typically has a good answer. RJ?
Hi.
How you doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
How could you be pretty good today?
RJ, did you get a haircut?
I did.
Yeah.
It looks fantastic.
Thank you.
Haircut.
It's nice of you to say.
What did you just say?
No. They say he got a haircut a few days ago, I feel.
It's okay.
I'm just noticing it now, Ray. I'm sorry.
Over the weekend. And RJ, to make it even better, you don't blend into the wall today.
That's my goal. Don't blend. Don't be the wall today.
Shirt stands out.
Yep. How you feeling about the stuff you missed?
I think we're going to attack it. We're going to be workmanlike.
No Knicks in this, right?
No, people didn't miss that.
Beautiful. Then why don't you fire this baby up?
Now.
Walk-up three-pointer. He got it!
See ya!
Put it in the box!
The you missed.
Oh, alrighty then. So, elsewhere, around the association, Cavs beat the Raptors by 10. Cleveland leads that series 2-0.
Comfortably beat them.
Yep. Timberwolves bounce back, take game 2 against the Nuggets. Denver blows a 19-point lead. And that series all even at 1.
Hey, listen, it could be worse, guys. Could have blown a 19-point lead.
Yeah, instead of 14.
Teams blow leads.
Nets, they signed not only their head coach, Jordy Fernandez, but the entire Nets coaching staff to an extension. So they believe in the process.
I don't know what to say.
Listen,
I actually think he's a good coach.
Yeah, you can't really. You both said the same thing. He was
second time today.
He was sent in to do a job, as was that staff, and I guess they had no chance to actually win games.
Right?
Is Jefferson going to be at the event?
Yeah.
It's a good soldier extension.
Yes, it is. Draymond Green predicts that Steve Kerr will not be back as head coach of the Warriors next year. We'll see what happens.
Kind of sounded like he's not going to be back, didn't it?
It did sound that way. Victor Wembanyama is your Defensive Player of the Year, the first unanimous award winner in that category. And the Trailblazers, did you see how they are cutting cost? There will be no.
This is so messed up.
There will be no customary Portland playoff T-shirts for the fans.
That's pathetic.
Why spend the money to buy a team?
But no
so
company
to spend money.
sponsors that?
Listen, I can't get in their pockets. I don't know how they're doing business.
I think they're one of, if not the only team that doesn't have like the two-way players traveling with them either, like for the playoff games.
That's great.
Money matters. Money matters. Solo Ball, not good news. He of UConn basketball needs a wrist surgery. Going to miss all of next year, it sounds like.
That must be some extensive surgery.
Yeah, it really is. Playoff hockey, Flyers. Shut out the Penguins, 3-0. Philly leads that series 2-0.
He's getting a full medical red shirt, though, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Yes,
so why?
He will not lose a year of eligibility. Correct.
So if it's going to any way negatively affect his season, just spend the whole season rehabbing it.
Yeah. Right. But you would figure that he'd want to play next year at some point.
Yeah. I don't know what the surgery is, but I mean, if the rehab, if whatever the surgery is going to take a certain amount of time, and it's going to affect his performance.
Right. If it's going to be a 9-month rehab, right? Like you can't start playing until 9 months down the road. Why not just punt on the whole season?
Right.
I mean, that's what they're doing. I get it, but it's kind of jarring to hear that he's hurt in April and he's going to miss all of
the whole
next season.
Yeah.
Hurricanes beat the Senators in double overtime. Carolina up 2-0. That series
They
Stars.
thought they won in single overtime.
Yeah, on the offside.
And they overturned it.
Yeah, it's close. Very close. Stars double up the Wild 4-2. That series tied 1-1. Oilers, which is...
Did you see that empty net goal?
Yes.
Where Quinn Hughes thought it was going to go
I saw
wide,
what happened.
and
Yeah, I
it
saw
curved
it.
itself right back into the net.
I saw what happened to Quinn Hughes, yeah.
Oilers over the Ducks 4-3. That was, interestingly enough, that was game one.
Yeah.
So they're just getting started.
So every other series is through 2, and that's just through 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
Edmonton up 1-0, obviously. Edwin Diaz, Buster talked about this earlier, has some elbow discomfort. He's going to miss around 3 months with the Dodgers. Sonny Gray
Loose bodies, RJ.
You don't want surgery. Yeah, you don't want loose
He doesn't have
bodies.
discomfort. He's getting surgery, buddy.
Right.
Sonny Gray left Boston's Patriots Day game with hamstring tightness, a game Boston would win 8-6. Odell Beckham Jr. was at the Giants facility yesterday for a workout and took a physical. Sounds like if anything were to happen, it won't happen until after the draft.
I don't love this.
You think it's going to happen?
Feels like it.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of feels like it, right?
Feels like him and Harbaugh are tight. Uh-oh.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Odell.
It didn't end well, though.
Different people.
Well, but maybe
but all those people
now
are gone.
He's won the Super Bowl.
But I'm not.
He wants to end this
Be a
thing
great
on the right
mentor
way.
for Malik.
You think he has to touch base with you just to...
I think it would be
It'd be nice.
appropriate.
Yeah. Colts receiver Alec Pierce going to miss a good chunk of the offseason and the workouts for the Colts. He needs ankle surgery. The Cowboys made Brandon Aubrey the league's highest paid kicker. I don't think anyone has a problem with this, but the number, Raymond, your thoughts, $7 million a year, $20 million guaranteed.
Yeah, I mean, remember they were throwing out $10 million before, so
yeah,
they got him
awesome.
back off a little bit.
He's
yeah,
so good.
If you got a weapon like that, especially with the way the kickoff situation, you gotta keep it.
Free agent quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo considering retirement, and the PGA Tour says they are considering paths back to welcome back live golfers in the future. Seems like that's going to happen at some point. That's it.
That's nice. You're really a talent. You know that?
I'm just lucky to hang out with you guys.
I don't
What are we
think
doing
that's
for
true.
the
I
big
think
dinner
we're
on
lucky to have
Thursday?
you.
The big dinner needs a destination.
Yeah, you better figure that out.
Needs a
Well, what do you
destination.
care? You're not going.
Well, you can't let RJ pick. Last time RJ picked, the place stunk.
Yeah, we
so
had rancid pancakes, right?
I don't know if they're rancid. I don't want that responsibility anyway. So
pancakes stunk.
I don't want that responsibility.
You got a ton of good restaurants around you guys.
Oh yeah, we're gonna find a good spot.
I would probably make a reservation soon, though.
It is Tuesday.
Yeah, like today would be nice.
Okay, don't pressure me. We're gonna be going Thursday at 5. I can't imagine places are gonna be jammed at that hour.
You don't know.
You have no idea.
You know what I'm gonna do, Rick? I'm gonna find 3 places. I'm gonna run them by you, see what you think is good, and then I'll make a reservation at the one you suggest.
I like that. Okay, good.
All right. I'm going to do that later. Let's break for now. Come back and get to all the uplifting, positive calls on the Knicks. It's DNR with you right here on ESPN New York. All right, for one final time, let's see what's happening on the roads today. Here is the great Debbie Duhane.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Let's go around the tri-state, see what's going on. Traffic is moving slowly on the LIE westbound, getting out toward the Van Wyck. It's left lane construction. Van Wyck southbound bumper to bumper through Rockaway Boulevard with that long-term construction there. We're seeing delays Harlem River Drive southbound through the 120s. Inbound George, Lincoln, and the Holland 45 in across the board. The Sprain north at 287 in Greenberg. It's a collision. And over on Truck Route 109 south at Central Ave in Kearney, a collision there. Traffic sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call the 24-hour victim helpline 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org. I'm Debbie Duhame, 880 ESPN, New York.
Right now, new FanDuel customers can bet $5 and get $250 in bonus bets if your first bet wins. That's right. Turn $5 into $250 in bonus bets just for getting started. And when every possession matters in the playoffs, FanDuel makes it easy to get closer to the action. From player props on your favorite stars to all the tools you need to back them up, FanDuel puts player research right at your fingertips so you can check stats, trends, and matchups all in one place and make your picks with confidence. It's everything you need all in one app, so don't miss your shot. Head to FanDuel.com/local to get started. FanDuel, play your game and make your picks with confidence. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions do apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369.
Hey, this is Chevy, managing partner at Precision Solar. We believe going solar should be simple, and it should make real financial sense. We manage the entire process from start to finish and offer flexible solar payment options designed around your goals. When the numbers work, solar can lower your monthly cost and give you predictable energy for decades. And if you refer someone who installs with us, you can earn up to $1,000. Visit PrecisionSolar.com to schedule your free home assessment.
Hi, this is Don LaGreca. I'm big on having the right game plan on the ice and at home, which is why I use Viking Pest Control myself as the pest control provider and proud partner of the New Jersey Devils. Viking has been protecting homes for over 45 years with expert pest control service and solutions tailored just for you. From ants and cockroaches to rodents, stinging insects, and backyard mosquitoes, Viking keeps pests out of your house and out of the play. Bundle pest control with mosquito services and save big. One call, one company, total peace of mind. Visit VikingPest.com. Viking Pest Control, protecting your home inside and out.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
All right, we've been in one today. Hasn't been an uplifting show, but necessary. DNR with you, ESPN New York, because the Knicks had a comfortable lead at the end of 3 into the 4th, 9 points with under 8 minutes to go, and somehow found a way to lose this game because offensively they went completely dormant, and we're just kind of dealing with the aftermath of what was a horrendous performance down the stretch from the Knicks last night.
Yeah. And again, I think that when you get into the playoffs and you start talking about, matchups and teams and, the amount of attention and focus that goes into these series, you recognize that, there are certain things that you'll do during the course of the season that other teams will see and try to take advantage of. Like, hey, of course we're going to hunt Jalen out because Jalen's not good defensively. We know that, there are times when you watch the Knicks play enough that their offense turns into just Jalen and gets stagnant. And I think the other thing, too, is just like some of the habits that you create during the season, those are tough to get rid of. That's why they're called habits, right? When you're put into, high-stress moments, you revert back to what you know, and you see some of that stuff show itself, especially last night.
But I
even some of the transition defense wasn't very good last night.
Oh, it was not. I was told, don't worry. Against the Celtics last year was fine.
You didn't hear me tell you that.
No, I didn't hear you tell me that at all. But I heard a lot of people telling me, there's nothing to worry about. It's going to be fine. And maybe it will.
Yeah, maybe it will. But this is not as simple as, hey, we're just looking to have some success in the postseason.
Mm-mm.
We're looking to have ultimate success in the postseason, and we're also looking to have like a series that we can build some confidence. And maybe not the team, because they've already shown you that, hey, they must think that they're good enough now. But as a fan base, you really want to start to create that belief that, wow, you know what they were trying to tell us during the regular season is true. They can flip a switch, and they can be a better team, and they can do all these things that we expect them to do once the postseason hits. And this series against Atlanta would be a good way to do that. And then game 1, good. Game 2, for the most part, pretty good until it wasn't.
And that's the thing that stinks also. It was so good. It was so easy. You're fine. You're rolling along. You're going to win. I mean, never once until it was like 3 minutes left did you think they were going to lose. And then it's like, it's 4, it's 2, you're trailing, you're down 3, and like, oh my God. Like even at the end, you're like, I can't believe they just lost that game.
My wife said the exact same thing. And she's not a huge basketball fan, but she watches it because I watch it. And this was late, so she's usually sleeping because she's like, I'm not staying up for this. And she's next to me going, they're gonna lose this game. They're really gonna lose this game. I was like, yeah, Cass, thanks. It looks like they're gonna lose this game.
I can't believe it. Like when it was over, you almost had to pinch yourself. Like, how the hell did they lose that game?
Right.
And then I was so confused. Did they have a timeout? Did they not have a timeout? That wasn't reported well. So
that was part of it, though, too. I swear that was part of the way you felt afterward, is just because it happened so quickly, and in the back of your mind, you thought they had a timeout. So
I didn't have time to prepare for the final possession.
Right. It's just he shoots it, he misses, and then it's over. Yeah, it was an abrupt ending to that.
It was really, really weird. And people want to talk about it, and we are here for you. 800-919-3776. Edgar, Bloomingdale, Everyday Edgar. Good morning, my friend.
Good morning. Could we have an uplifting call? The last 3 callers, Jalen Brunson sucks now?
Yeah, it is pretty amazing.
Well, come on. Listen, we all said Knicks in 5, right? The station, everyone, Knicks in 5. They played terrible yesterday. The bench played terrible. Mike Brown didn't know how to coach, and they were a game-winning bucket away from the win. They're going to come back. We're going to have a glorious draft. We're going to have a glorious Game 3. And everything's going to be all right. What's with the Brunson sucks now? I'm sure that guy that was scoring 40 last year in playoff games wasn't saying Brunson sucks.
But you know the way people are. They are prisoners of the moment. And the most recent you saw of the Knicks, Brunson didn't play well down the stretch, and it got complacent, and it was bad basketball. And that's what you remember.
And enough with the defense. He can't play it. He can't do it. We know it. Why is he covering McCollum at the end?
Because they're making him.
Come on.
They're forcing him to cover McCollum.
Switch, scream, switch, and throw OG. Use street ball knobs. He can't cover him. Put OG, someone on him. Stop this guy. He's Lehigh 30 years ago.
Right, I know they beat Duke in the first round of the tournament. We get it. Thanks for the call, Edgar. I mean, he makes it sound so. Well, I mean, he shouldn't be covering him. Of course, he shouldn't.
The tough shot he made to the left side was over OG.
Yeah, that was a great shot.
Yeah, I mean, CJ McCollum played well. Played better than Brunson down the stretch.
He did. I don't know that he can give you 7 games of that, though.
Well, probably not. Maybe not. You're gonna have to force. I mean, you're gonna have to make sure that doesn't happen, because you also got other side. You also got other guys on that Hawks team that haven't really got going yet. Right? That you've seen, that you've played against, that went for, what did he go for last time we played them in Atlanta? 30 what?
Oh, 39 or something?
Right. He went nuts.
Alexander Walker, yeah, he's a really good player. And he wasn't even good last night.
No. You made it harder than it has to be. That's fine. I mean, there's some people that wanted a tough series.
Okay.
I'm not one of those people.
Yeah, neither am I. Nick in Bayshore. Nick is annoyed. Good morning. How you doing, Nick?
I'm good. How you guys doing?
Well, we're getting by.
Yeah, I know. A rough morning. Listen, I'm not one of these the sky is falling guys. Let's trade Brunson. Cat sucks. Everybody sucks. Rough game. Yes, did the offense get stagnant with Brunson towards the end of that game? Absolutely. But my biggest thing is, didn't we get rid of Thibodeau so we could rest these guys so they're good for the playoffs. Why do we have the bench with this Alvarado, Clarkson, Shamet combo playing extended minutes while we have Cat and Brunson sitting on the bench? That is the biggest head scratcher to me. We have these guys healthy and ready to roll. Let's use them. This is the time. This is what we rested them for, right? Isn't this why we called for Thibodeau to be let go?
Well, in fairness,
it doesn't really make a lot of sense to me.
Right, but in fairness, when they first brought Alvarado in, he did make an instant impact. I think it was in the midst of it was like a Hawks 8-0 run. He came in and instantly kind of changed the momentum. But right, I mean, there's a reason why certain guys are bench players, right? They're bench players for a reason, and you have the opportunity now as you're watching this whole thing unfold and being like, okay, like the success this group had in. The success that some of these players had in Game 1 isn't necessarily translating here in Game 2. We're having a hard time scoring. I don't like how this looks. We're not going back to it.
That's my issue. I don't have a problem going to it, but get out of it. Like, but you saw it faltering. I mean, it went from 12, it went down to 6, and then OG hits the 3. But if he doesn't hit that 3, I mean, that bench unit was not succeeding. And there's nothing wrong with looking at it and be like, hey, Kat, I know we said you're going to get a break for 4 or 5 minutes, but you got to get back in there. Or Jalen, we need you for 2 minutes, and then we'll get Kat in, and then you'll come back out. I mean, you have to figure it out.
What did you give Kat a break for, though? It's not like, hey, Kat, sit down for a couple minutes because we're really going to use you here at the end.
Yeah. Well, I don't know that the intent was to not use him down the stretch of the game, though.
I'd be like, what are you arresting me for? I don't shoot anyway.
Weird.
I just run up and down.
He's a good offensive player, and he just vanishes in these games.
I just run up and down the court. That's it.
That's tiring.
3 shots. It took 3 shots in the first half.
So he took 3 shots in the first half and 2 shots in the fourth quarter.
That's right.
Juan in the Bronx. Good morning, Juan.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Long-time listeners. You guys are the best. Guys, just looking at the game last night, right, I think it kind of showed you why Mike Brown, he's a good coach but not a great coach. They hunted Jalen the whole game. Adjustments I thought were going to be made at some point where, maybe instead of just switching off, maybe we fight over the screen sometimes, try to make it a little bit difficult where you make the switch a little harder. And then, as the last caller said, we rested these guys during the season to get them ready for the playoffs. So why are we not playing these guys when it matters most, right? Other teams, they at least keep one of their best players on the floor at all times just to make sure we get the offense flowing, especially for Cat. Like, this is the time that we need you when Jalen rests. Use them. Why rest them when it's most crucial at that point in the game?
It makes no sense. And you know what? And thanks for the call, Juan. I didn't want to hear about, like, you rested them for the regular season. What? Like, they've played 1 game in the last 10 days.
Not to mention they have 2 days off.
Give me a break.
How many minutes do you think those guys are playing if Tibbs is coaching? The 5.
I mean, what did Brunson and Towns play?
They're playing. I can promise you they're playing over 40 minutes.
Yeah. And I don't even know that you needed over 40. But you needed another 2 to 4 in the fourth quarter.
Cat played 34 and Jalen played 35.
No. If they would have gone 38 and 39, you would have been fine. They should play more minutes in games like that.
Well, here's the thing, though. Today is an interesting day, though, because I think there's a lot of blame to go around, and that's usually the case when you play in a game like this. It's not just one thing. It's a multitude of things that kind of all happen at the same time to allow this kind of loss, right? Like, it's just it's the stagnation of the offense. It's them hunting Jalen. It's some of the Mike Brown decisions. It's you missed 10 free throws. Like, all of it adds up to keep Atlanta into this game, to keep it close enough where they feel like they still have an opportunity, and then at the end of the game, they take advantage of your lack of making shots, lack of execution.
It's the perfect storm.
Right, and before you know it, you got a 1-point loss.
That's exactly what you saw. You saw the perfect storm. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll get to your calls. We'll hand it over to Bart and Carlin. We'll come back tomorrow. We'll freshen up, and you know what? We'll get back at this thing on Thursday night during the Couchcast. Why are you laughing?
We'll freshen up.
We'll freshen up.
I like that. Sounds nice.
What else can we do?
No, we get the stink off today, and then we'll
be positive tomorrow.
Right, we'll freshen up tomorrow.
Exactly. So you get it. Let's start that process now. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Knicks fans, it's time to hit the court with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. Download the BetMGM app today and add a boost of excitement to every New York game day with same-day parlays, live betting options, player props, boosted odds specials, and the best daily promotions in the business. With the BetMGM app at your fingertips, you can experience the excitement of betting on your favorite players and get in on all the blue and orange action as your New York Knicks drive the lane. Find out why basketball fans love BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. BetMGM. Make it legendary. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York and New Jersey only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Gambling problem in New York? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For New Jersey, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Listen, I know the mentality. You try to play through pain and walk it off. Push through one more day. But when it comes to neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, that's a losing game. That's when you call Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain. Dr. Shaw is one of New Jersey's top pain specialists, Ivy League trained, double board certified, and he focuses on non-surgical solutions that get real results. No cuts, no downtime, no dependence on pain meds. He builds you a custom game plan for you so that you can move better, feel better, and live pain-free. Same day or next day appointments are available. Visit SandwellPain.com. Stop managing pain. Start beating it.
Okay, team. Huddle up.
Why are you dressed like a hockey player?
Because America's energy security is on thin ice. We're facing an overburdened electric grid, rising fuel costs, and severe weather. But here's your power play. Propane. It's affordable, abundant, safe. Propane is reliable energy, even when the grid isn't. Advantage Propane.
Learn more at propane.com/powerplay.
Rich Eisen here. A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible: overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank N.A. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Now through April 23rd, get to Floor & Decor's flagship store in Brooklyn at 850 3rd Avenue. Enter the Design Your Day with K sweepstakes presented by Floor & Decor. Discover unmatched selection, unbelievable prices, plus standout looks in tile, wood, stone, and more. Explore fresh ideas, find your inspiration, and see real people, real projects. The Design Your Day with K sweepstakes, only at Floor & Decor in Brooklyn. Now through April 23rd. Visit ESPNNewYork.com for full details and rules.
I didn't even know Bruce was playing locally last night. He was out in Jersey.
He was so dialed.
Well, you know what?
He was at the Stone Pony?
On the Knicks.
You
What
ever
did you say, Ray?
He was at the Stone Pony?
No, he was at in wherever the Devils played, Newark.
No, Prudential.
It wasn't the Stone Pony.
Oh,
why would you?
Because I heard Rick say his old dive, so I don't know.
I didn't say that.
Okay, I misheard you then.
You're not well today.
I've told you this from the get-go. I shouldn't be working today.
Right,
I shouldn't be working.
Race hearing voices.
I like before he's like, haircut.
Oh, the motherland.
You know what? The next time I'm just going to take off.
No, we love having you here.
I'm just going to take off.
Stop it. We're all battling.
It's
Ray,
not
we
good.
don't have a lot to be optimistic and fun about today. We need you.
It's not good for my health.
I'm eating cough drops like they're Tic Tacs right now.
I'm just going to take off the next time the game runs late like that.
Why?
Have you heard me today? It's not great.
But it's fun.
For you? It's not fun for me.
That's what it's about.
It's about having fun. The four of us having fun.
I'm not having fun. I've not had fun in the past 12 hours or so.
Oh, stop it. If the Knicks won, you'd be full of,
I'm not sure I would be.
Joy.
I'm not sure
he was in Newark last night, not the Stone Pony race. Sorry to disappoint.
Yeah. That's okay. Listen, we all make mistakes. For someone, the voice in your head said Rick said the dive, which is fine.
You have voices in your head?
Someone's telling him stuff.
Everybody has voices in their head, Dave. It's the same, like the voice you think.
Yeah, his internal voice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you ever yell back at it? Like,
well,
stop it.
That's the problem. If you start yelling at the voice.
You shut your mouth. Goodbye! Goodbye!
That's when you should be concerned.
That was RJ. I know that was RJ.
If anyone...
It's the one from yesterday.
Yeah, wait for it. You got to wait till it's done where he blows it out.
Oh, no, that's a separate drop entirely.
That's a different drop?
Yeah.
Wow. You got to have a lot of stuff for Thursday.
What was that?
That was not the appropriate thing.
That was Raymond's voices playing that.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Thursday. I got to tell you.
Laugh podcast. What's the phrase? He who laughs laughs.
I'm actually really excited about it.
Are you?
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Why'd you turn it sideways like that? There it is. That's the one I was looking for.
That's a good one.
Yeah, you blow it right out. Why'd you turn it sideways like that? It's too hot.
I mean, you smoke emanates right from the weapon.
Especially when you shoot that many bullets.
Right.
I mean, you're lucky.
Otherwise, it'd be hot to the touch. I had to blow it out.
Oh man, what a day! I did not expect this today.
No,
I got to tell you,
this shouldn't have happened today.
That's gonna be a day of celebration. 2-0, going back to Atlanta.
2-0. You would have been.
You know whose
the
fault
favorites
this is.
to win this thing.
You tell me whose fault this is, Raymond.
Steve Cohen. Bringing
It's
that
not
Mets,
Steve Cohen's
bringing
fault.
that Mets stink to
Would
the
you-
Garden.
Honestly, are
Yes.
you kidding me? It's more your fault than Steve Cohen's.
How so?
Because you're like, I don't fear Atlanta. Let's go with Atlanta. Bring on Atlanta.
I still don't fear anyone, but this is not anything about Atlanta. It's the Knicks' own fault for this happening.
Okay.
It's their own fault.
But there's a lesser chance of this happening against Toronto than there would be against Atlanta.
Well, you know what? Atlanta ducked the opponent. They threw a game away so that they had the matchup. There's nothing the Knicks could have done about that, unless they had handled their business and won the division, which they did not.
So you're going to blame a man who had nothing to do with anything and happened to be sitting there last night.
It's easier to blame Steve Cohen and his Mets filth. 12 in a row.
Wow. It's 11.
Oh, he's counting the Knicks loss.
Counting last night is 12.
You're counting that on his docket.
It's on his docket.
It's great. Mets are in a good spot. I thought this was like the reprieve. Like, nice celebratory day. No one Buster was going to come on and say nasty things about the Mets.
I didn't realize it was going to be that bad with Buster, though.
He gave us zero hope with the Mets.
He was like, yeah, is it going to get better? Yeah, no. No,
Is that your opinion? No, I was actually at a baseball summit.
Right, I'm at a summit with the brightest minds in all of baseball, and they think this is a disaster, guys.
Have you spoken to anybody that thinks it's good? Nope.
Mm-mm.
Thanks, Buster.
I can't even get rid of my tickets for tonight.
How could you?
RJ, you want to go to the Mets game?
No.
I thought you were trading these tickets
How about
in
if
for
I
summer
cover
games?
the Sabres, and I'll text you updates?
No, stay away from the Sabres.
See?
I wouldn't want him anywhere near the Sabres right now.
That's what I'm saying.
What do you mean?
You're a
You know
liability.
exactly what we mean.
How am I a liability?
We're associated with what Buster called a team that if they got rid of their manager, they'd be doing them a favor. I don't want
That's a
any.
good point.
I don't want any connections right now to what we got going on.
Are you not allowing me on the Sabres bandwagon?
Sure seems that way.
I think you can kind of like hang out in the parking lot and we'll make a decision.
No, I
see how
want
it
on the
goes.
bus.
I don't know. We'll see.
Can I get on the bus?
Not right now. You could be.
You're
in the,
exclusionary.
You could be in the vicinity of the bus.
Yeah, you're on standby.
Well,
You're on standby. Right now, bus is full. Now, bus is full.
You got to earn your spot.
Yeah.
How do you earn your spot? Do you tackle something?
Yeah. How do I earn my spot?
Do you jump through a flaming table? Like what do
I do?
Yeah, you need one of those beer savers. Maybe at the couch.
yeah.
At the
The
couch
beer
guest. You
saver.
just start downing beer savers.
That's
you
they're
shotgun a
going to
beer
welcome
saver.
me drinking beer on the couch.
Or the Saber pretzel or whatever that thing is.
Oh yeah. Well,
As long as they don't have to buy it, I'm sure they'd be fine with you drinking a beer.
I don't think they'd be fine with me drinking beer. I don't think you're allowed to drink beer on YouTube.
Why? You can do whatever you want on YouTube.
I don't think you can do
I don't know
whatever
if
you
that's
want.
true.
What do you mean? Stone Cold Steve Austin drank beers right on television.
It happened. Steve
Right.
Weisers.
Saw Steve Austin show up to a bar in Vegas and get on the counter and smash two beers together.
I loved him.
Who wouldn't love that?
I love Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Everyone loves Stone Cold.
He was the best.
I don't love him.
That's just crazy.
Well, that's a you problem.
That's why you
I mean,
can't-
I don't dislike him.
This
I
is
don't
why
really
you're
have
on
much
the-
Yeah, stay off
familiarity
the
at all
bus.
with them.
Yeah,
This is
you're off
why
the
you're in the
bus.
parking lot still.
You think an attitude like that's going to play in Buffalo? You can't get on the bus.
It's unbelievable.
What did you just knock over?
Just knocked over the empty cup.
Sure. Empty, sure. I got you.
Yeah.
It's empty.
If
Okay.
things don't work around here, we know who's to blame.
Yeah. Wink,
It's empty.
wink.
Game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time. Yankees visit the Red Sox, 6:45. And the Red Hot Mets at 7:10 host the Twins. And that's Game Time, brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Lang in Connecticut. Lang, you're on ESPN New York.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm on, folks. We've had too many of these kind of calls throughout the last 1 or 2 seasons. Everything that we've analyzed, say overanalyzed, is true in terms of the multitude of reasons, Rick. That's a great word you used as to why they lost. But I think it boils down to one thing, and it's something that has haunted this team. It's just a matter of the traits on this team, the personality traits or lack thereof. It's the lack of a killer instinct. And I would argue that they lost Game 2 at the end of Game 1. In fact, if there were 2 or 3 more minutes left in the Game 1, they would have lost that game too. Okay, they were losing. They were losing the rope.
Come on, man. I think usually a pretty good caller. This is nonsensical. They didn't lose Game 2 at the end of Game 1. They had a 14-point lead in the fourth quarter last night.
It's one loss. Okay, it's one loss. Right? We went through all the different things that went wrong. What needs to be fixed. All take a deep breath. Like Dave said, get this off our chest now. We'll freshen up.
Yep.
And we'll come back tomorrow ready for Game 3 on Thursday.
You want a towelette?
I don't need a towelette. Maybe just go take a little bird bath.
Okay. All right. Raymond?
Hi.
How you doing?
Been better.
You've
been better.
Been in one today, huh?
Yeah.
You ready for the 3 stars?
Yeah, sure.
You can make up a lot of ground right now.
We'll see.
Let's go.
Today's 3 stars. Number 3.
Couchcast Thursday, but first the big show outing. I will not be involved in that because I got Knicks to be prepared for. But
I would probably make a reservation soon, though.
It is Tuesday.
Yeah, like today would be nice.
Okay, don't pressure me.
Get on that. RJ's ready. He might bring someone along.
I guarantee you, if I brought him here, he would stay up the entire time.
Yes, bring him.
Yeah, we'll get him all hopped up on sugar. We got cilantro. I mean, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, cannolis. He come out to the big dinner, watch everything. Has he ever experienced a quad box before, RJ?
Yeah, Antonio with the quad box would be great, and you give him a Diet Pepsi at that.
It was like not a healthy meal. I'm like, oh, why do you just go all the way? And I was like, no, I prefer the taste.
You prefer the Diet Pepsi over the regular Pepsi?
Yes.
Number 2.
This was odd.
Is Jefferson going to be at the event?
You guys speaking in stereo, and it didn't just happen once.
I don't know what to say.
Listen, I mean,
I actually think he's a good coach.
It happened twice.
Wow.
That's really weird.
Yeah,
that is crazy.
It's rare that it happens one time because I think back to when RJ and I did it.
Quack, quack.
You guys did it twice in
one
show.
Yeah, but that's like you're playing the same drop. Like you both pressed the same drop at the same time.
That was really weird.
That was RJ and I speaking in unison, and we didn't plan that.
Quack, quack.
And again, you guys did basically the same thing twice.
Is Jefferson going to be at the event? I don't know what to say.
Listen, I mean,
I actually think he's a good coach. That one is
really
scary.
Weird.
That
second one is creepy.
That's actually terrifying.
Did you guys?
Number 1.
Go ahead.
RJ, did you see the clip of me and Dave doing the Couchcast promo? And it's all happening, and Dave's like, tonight. And I was like,
today. Number 1, Buster Olney. For the second day in a row, we've kind of had an awkward phone conversation with an ESPN personality.
At what point do you think the meal's going to be paid off?
You asked me, and I keep telling you, I'm going to be in New York in June, and it's going to happen.
It'll happen when it happens.
Just looking at your faces, Red. Dave doesn't believe me, and Rick does.
Rick does, and no.
I'm sorry, Buster, that you have to do this. You're a man of integrity.
Well,
I know
it's been a long time.
It has been a long time.
I would allow you to go double or nothing. You think he's going to hit 370 this year?
I'm checking out of this conversation.
Bye, Buster.
No one's ever been as done with you as Buster was at that point right there.
Oh, what a show.
What a show.
And that's it, Ray? You done?
That's it.
You redeemed yourself. All right, people. Towel off. Tomorrow we have another day. It's Rule 76.
No excuse, Blake, a champion. It's DiPietro Rothenberg.
Let's go Knicks.
Oh, right here on ESPN New York and on YouTube.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Rings End is your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. They're your store for quality with a full line of brilliant and durable Benjamin Moore paints. They're your store for inspiration with thousands of colors and a variety of sheens. And Rings End